Is this part of the show?
Yes.
Might be. I don't know.
Oh my god, is this like the opening song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
I think so.
I've heard your guys' podcast before. He had like an opening song. Is this the one?
I think
Nuh-uh.
it is. It might be.
Oh my gosh. When I try to whistle, it's like... When I try to whistle, it sounds like when the girl in Titanic was like dying on that board or whatever, and she's like trying really hard to whistle, but like nothing's coming out. That's what my whistle sounds like.
Classic, dude. Live from the studio. The
I'm Eric
official-
Glazer.
I'm Jimmy Selesky.
Tonight on the cast, we've got from Voyage Down the Amazon and from my family, Alex G.
Alex G.
Stage name, dude. we don't have any like Miller High Life, but we have actual champagne. Not the champagne
Yeah.
of beers. We have actual champagne.
I brought a bottle of
A glass
Prosecco.
bottle. Okay.
Prosecco, close
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
It's like what white girls drink when they watch Vanderpump Rules on Monday nights.
All right. Oh, there we go. We got the
I
sound
was trying
effect.
to like warn you guys, and then it just like flew. Oh my god, sorry.
In celebration, you just turned 30. Was yesterday your actual birthday, or was it like...
This past Thursday, May
Oh, okay.
31st. May
Yeah, yeah.
31st was my actual birthday.
Happy birthday.
5/31/88. So
And coincidence, this is our 30th episode, right?
shut
No?
up.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
No.
But it's not your 100th.
We can do it
birthday.
retroactively, dude. We'll just splice this in for episode
Yeah,
30.
we'll just say it's our 30th.
Whoever's actually on episode 30 is going to be like, what the fuck? Dude, so long ago. Who cares?
And I had an amazing party last night, and Jimmy was the musician at my party. He played.
Yeah.
I am officially the Glazers family entertainer, dude. I've
Yeah.
played like so many of your parties now.
I know. I feel like you're like the like stage guy, like doing like clicking your heels and like dancing
I'm
on
fucking
stage.
Mr. Bojangles.
We
up
just,
there.
yeah, like we hire you just for like entertainment.
Like, dude, can I just hang out? No!
No, play that song again.
Play Wonderwall.
Dude, I didn't even get to Wonderwall last
I
night.
know, and I
Ooh.
promised a lot of people that you would.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Everybody leaves early. Like, dude, you didn't even play Wonderwall.
That's honestly like my kind of music though. Like I was like, he's really talented. He's gonna play like all the '90s hits that I like. Like that's what I requested.
Yeah.
Like that's what I wanted.
It was
And
funny.
you did awesome. You did an amazing.
Thanks,
job.
man. I was hoping I was playing the right
Yeah,
stuff.
dude. I really appreciated it. It was so fun.
Jimmy had Pandora going before he went up to do his acoustic set, but
Oh, yeah.
but it was playing like what was it? The
Some,
Get,
like,
Get
dirty-
Lit or whatever playlist.
Oh, yeah, the turn up.
The turn up
The
playlist.
turn up playlist.
And it was like, I don't fuck with you, and shit like
it was
that.
like my dirty.
And there's like
dirty
three little
ass
kids
rap.
like running around on the dance floor to like Big Sean, and we're like, maybe we should put it on music that's like closer to what you're gonna play. So you play your like '90s station, and it's literally just playing your set
all my
list.
stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I can't play half the shit I was going to play. Those little kids were having a great time.
Oh,
dude.
They're having
were.
a blast.
And they really kind of like eased me into it because originally it's always weird. Like at first when I like went up there, I was like, this is weird because I feel like it just like seems out of place for me to like just go up here and just start playing. Like everybody's like mid conversation. So like my first like 4 songs, I like just didn't say anything and was just like sitting there in the background. I sat down for the first time ever.
Ooh,
Yeah,
which is-
I saw you
that
do
was
that.
cool.
I thought I enjoyed that. It felt like it was like a different vibe.
It felt more like casual, like you were
Yeah,
just
and
like
relaxed.
real, like just like hanging with the party.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Integrated. Like,
Exactly. If I was standing up, like it would just been too like dominating.
Like you're on a
like-
show.
Yeah,
Like
or
you're-
like everyone look over here.
Yeah,
I'm standing up. I'm
it
about
was
to give
more
a speech.
intimate that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I made the right call on that one.
Yeah.
I was glad.
Oh, you did an awesome job.
Those
I
kids
really
were running up the
appreciated
stage. I was like, all right, at least you guys care, dude. I like you guys.
it. I know they were like your biggest fans, the little kids. They
That's
were
because I
like,
played balloons with them before. I always get in with the little kids first because that's who's gonna back you up the most.
they'll tell their parents. That's where the money comes in.
Did you put a tip jar out? You totally should have.
Nah, I think it's tacky to put out a tip jar at a private event because what it basically, like I've thought about it, but at private events when you put out a tip jar, it almost like in a weird backwards way is insinuating that like I'm not getting paid to do it, which is an insult to the insult to the host. You know what I'm
You would
saying?
never insult me like that.
I wouldn't. I should have done that. I should have just put a tip jar. It's just fuck you, Alex. Dude. Fucking 30-year-old ass bitch. You just see me with a tip jar. People are like, wow, you must really not like Alex.
Alex is really cheap.
Oh man.
did
Nah,
that.
dude, but I
Head count.
appreciate the tip, dude. That was awesome of you.
Sound issues.
That happens
Was good.
once. That happens exactly once per episode. Every
Oh,
episode.
really?
It's crazy.
It happens exactly
yeah.
once.
It seems kind of like ghostly.
It
Yeah,
is. It's like I
it
really do
is.
feel like we get like wiretapped in those moments.
Yeah. Dude, they're listening. So I guess we can't talk about any gossip from your party last night
Why not?
because people are listening. We just got tapped.
Oh.
There was
I mean, I pretty much came here to debrief on my party.
Okay, yeah, let's get
Like I
into
wanted to
it.
debrief on all the
Let's
drama,
unpack this, dude.
all the fights, all the.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody picked me up and like took a picture. Like everyone was holding me. Someone was tickling my armpit. I don't know who it was. I was like it was like a trust fall. Like
Yeah.
I literally had to be held by like 30 of my friends for a group picture.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I took a pic of that.
You did?
I think
You weren't
so,
in the
yeah.
picture?
I wasn't in the. I got into one of them,
Okay, good.
but yeah.
I made it into one of them. I was stoked.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal because I don't like taking pictures at all. The older I get, the more I'm just like, dude, I'm never going to be photogenic.
I feel like I always ask you to take pictures with me whenever we go out to like CVP. I'm like
I have good pictures with you, though.
like to the bartender, I'm like, will you take a picture of us? And it's like just me and Jimmy, like, and we're like cheersing like a Vegas bomb,
Yeah.
and it's just like us like smiling like so
time, yeah.
sweetly.
7 pictures of us on Instagram doing
There's
the
like
same
no
exact thing.
bars.
There's like no like other friends or like girls around us. It's just me and Jimmy like cheersing
Hell
like
yeah.
a little bomb
Boys will be
skis.
boys.
Boys will be boys. Dude, I had we watched The Hills last night. That
Oh
was
my
that was an
God.
interesting experience.
That's my favorite show.
Last night was kind of like it like took a rapid turn towards everybody just being fucked up. Like I just remember
Yeah.
like during the party everybody was like, "All right, we're all here. We're all here."
I honestly feel like when my first couple guests got there, I was already talking
Really?
like eyes crossed, being like, now the bar has this, and like there's open beer. Like I was like, oh my gosh, because Allie made us take those room temperature vodka shots.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a game changer for sure. I mean, yeah, I was not expecting it to be vodka, first of all. She said vodka. I was like, all right, I'm not going to like this, but she's
Ew.
definitely going to chill it, right? She just comes over with a plastic cup full of room temperature vodka. I was like, we're really about to
It
do
was
this?
like little plastic
Yeah.
wine cups.
So it wasn't even like a real measured shot. It was probably way more than
Way
a
more
shot.
than a shot.
It was like a plastic wine glass kind of thing, like a little like whatever cocktail glass. It was like Svedka or something like
Ugh.
cheap like that, and room temperature.
Was it like a flavored one or
No,
unflavored?
no,
Okay.
unflavored. So we were just like literally we just drank rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
And Jimmy like
pretty
wasn't even
rough.
done setting up his music yet, and like no guests had gotten there yet, and I was already like threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Oh, my God.
and then you gave Jimmy a chaser of kombucha, right?
Which
Yeah.
was awful.
I was drinking my multi-green
so
kombucha.
bad.
So to me, that was a fine chaser because I like kombucha, but I could see Jimmy was like hurting. He was like, "Ugh." So I was like, dude, chaser. And then he took a drink of the chaser, and then he was like, what the fuck is this? He was like, this is not.
I was
better than
legitimately
that."
mad. Like for a second, I had to like contain myself. I was like angry for like a
it's his
split second.
birthday?
I know.
It's like, I was like, all right.
You were like, oh my god,
Let
I
it
can't.
go. Let it go.
I cannot hit Alex on his 30th birthday.
Like, you're supposed to play here. Just calm down.
But I
Yeah, calm
literally-
down, eat my turkey club.
And then she made Did you ever eat that turkey club? I bought Jimmy a turkey sandwich from 7-Eleven.
Did you leave it at the Legion?
I don't know where it is, dude.
It wasn't like the most like classy sandwich. I got because I was like, all right, I don't want to drink on an empty stomach, so I got myself like one of those like refrigerated sandwiches from 7-Eleven or
Yeah.
whatever, which is like pre-made. And I was like, you know what, I'll get one for Jimmy because he's getting here early too, and like probably hadn't had dinner. But I totally respect the fact that you didn't eat it because it was definitely just like, you know,
Oh, he would've
space
eaten
food.
it,
It was
you
like
know?
space.
I
food.
I don't know. I think I was focused on drinking. at the time.
Well, that's
I
why I
can't-
had to. I ate it more for fuel, not for like.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
good per se, But then, okay, so then after we took our room temperature shot, Allie made me take like a couple more room temperature vodka shots, and literally no guests had gotten there yet, and I like acid reflux threw up in my mouth.
Oh no!
Like I wasn't throwing up drunk, but I was just like, ooh, like,
Yeah,
that didn't
just,
go
like,
down
burping
right.
it
Like I
up.
was not drunk, but it just did not go down
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you came up to me like 10 minutes before the thing started. You were like, "That did not go down right, dude."
I was like, I've already thrown up.
I was
and, like,
sitting
no
there. I
one's
was
here
like,
yet.
"Me neither."
Ew, it was so gross.
Like you can't just open up the night with just a shot of warm vodka. Like we haven't had a single drink yet. Just open up the night, just boom, and then it just automatically. What's the rhyme? Liquor before? None of that shit makes sense.
No.
Or is it
I
beer
don't think
before?
I don't think it works.
And
dude,
I don't
'cause
even
I've done
believe in
both
that.
ways, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, just like I'm still drunk. I
I
still feel
go-
like shit tomorrow.
Yeah, beer before liquor, you'll get drunk quicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
You're in the clear.
But it just rhymes. No,
I thought it was
actual
beer
real
before
facts
liquor.
behind
Never
it.
been sicker.
Yeah, that's what Eric said, right?
Or I said you'll get drunk quicker.
It's like
Yeah,
different
yours are
ways.
both positive.
I say,
Oh, yeah.
so I
like
say,
no matter what you do, you're great.
I
I
say liquor before beer, you're in the clear, and then I just don't even say the other part because you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I mix things back and forth, and I drink all different kinds of alcohol that I can, and like nothing's ever this different. Like everything, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Anything I
fine.
can get my hands on.
Yeah,
I'm
everything's
great.
fine. Like no, it's fine.
Yeah, dude, it was a classic. It was a classic. But we all went out to the baseball diamond and smoked for a second, and by a second, I mean like
Who
a
did?
solid 45 minutes. Huh? Was I not supposed to
Is
say
Is
that?
that-
Oh no, you're
disappeared.
fine. No, I was saying that's where you were.
Yeah.
When my
Yeah.
our cousin went up and like plugged his phone into the auxiliary because he was like, "Where's the music?"
Oh no.
And then he took
Wait,
over the
Jimmy's
DJ.
music was in playing.
And I was like, "Excuse me, I hired a DJ to do this." with me." And like
Hired a
someone,
man's Pandora account.
Yeah.
Hits.
and someone who I won't name names rudely went up and like was messing with the auxiliary cord, and I was like, "Excuse me, I hired a DJ for this." I was
Meanwhile,
not-
I'm out at the baseball diamond, high as shit. I
No,
come
that
back
was
in, I'm
Batter
like,
up.
I'm like, oh, they got good music playing in here. Nice.
No, it was fine. All
I came
around.
in, there were like people dancing and shit. I thought it was my phone doing it. I was like, damn, my phone's just been killing it while I was
Yeah, yeah.
outside.
I remember that. I was like, dude,
No, yeah, what you had
phone's
was
gonna get
fine.
laid tonight,
But
dude.
someone went up there, and I was like, "Excuse me."
Oh no, it's fine. One of my speakers kept cutting out. Mike told me about it, and I didn't see it. And then I finally saw it last night, and I was like, "Oh yeah." you
Wait,
probably
who's
got fixed.
Mike?
My friend Mike Manos. He plays music.
Oh,
He was
okay.
using that speaker for like 2 years, and then he finally got his own speaker, and now that one like kind of cuts out at a certain point. But I mean, it's probably an easy fix. I think it's just like an electrical thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It can't be anything.
Well, I had the time of my life last night.
Oh, it was fun.
yeah, man, that was a good time.
There's like I noticed this about I want to say white people in general.
Oh my God, I'm white.
Yeah, well, I think there's like a natural I feel like white people are incapable of dancing without forming a dance circle.
yeah,
Like they
I
have to
agree.
do it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like weird. Like I was like out there and everybody's on the dance floor and I'm just dancing and like without fail a dance circle just forms. It's like white people just can't just fucking just dance.
That
They
is
got to
so
like
true.
it has to become like a pressure situation where now I got to do some stupid ass move. You know
And
what I'm
then
saying?
they like force me into the middle, and I'm like, I don't want to go in the middle. I have bad posture. Like,
It's like I like this song, but now I have to be nervous about what I'm gonna do in a dance circle. Like I don't have anything prepared.
I know.
Yeah, I can't break dance.
And you
Yeah.
know what I heard recently that was really like stuck with me?
Huh.
I was at a conference for work, and they said, try not to be in a circle, like try not to be in a bagel, try to be a croissant, because you let other people in when you're in a croissant because it's a half circle. I guess that's a little different than what we're talking about.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what I was
Dance
getting
half
at.
circles, dude.
Yeah, I guess dance circles are not exclusive; they are more inclusive. But
Yeah.
so that was a little bit unrelated, but yes, I agree. People do like
More
to
of a
be in-
croissant. The
But I
croissants
was in
aren't
a-
open at all, dude.
Someone forced me into a freaking dance bagel last night. They were like, "Get in there, Alex," and I was like, "Jesus, like it's my birthday. I guess I can't say no." But
It's just like
Yeah.
it's just
What'd
like
you do? Just fist pump or?
I was like, okay, now, ladies, and like all my bops that I do on like my Snapchat, like those 3 songs that I rotate,
Yeah.
like the 3 songs that I know.
Yeah.
They played those, and
Okay.
I danced to that, and then I was like, I'm done because I don't know any
Let me
other
out of
songs.
here.
But everybody was definitely like pumping me up, and I was like, thank you so much, I appreciate it, but I,
thanks so much, but I can't dance. Thank you.
yeah, I'm not a good dancer.
These are my only 3 songs.
I have like really bad posture.
Let me get a hit of that champagne. Dude.
I just lurk around.
First time drinking champagne live.
live.
Really?
champagne.
Live. La Marca Prosecco. So it's not even technically champagne.
No.
People get all fucking uppity about that. You can't have champagne
Like, to
unless
me,
it's from champagne.
Like to me,
Yeah.
that is champagne. When it's like
Yeah.
sparkling,
Mhm.
it's like champagne.
Yeah, it's like white wine that's sparkling.
Yeah,
Champagne.
exactly.
Mmm.
Is it very dry or what is it? What's it
Very
like?
dry.
I don't even
My
know.
mouth
What
is
does dry mean?
less wet than it was
Like,
before I
what
took a
does
sip.
dry mean with like champagne and wine? Like, I don't know. Like, I've heard that term, but I don't really know what it means.
You know, I don't actually know what the chemical process of being dry is. I
But,
just
like-
know what it tastes like to be
But
dry.
like, tell me what it feels emotionally.
Well, so like dryness I associate with like more acidity kind of. I know it's not the same
You know
thing.
how like when your mouth is super dry and like
Yeah.
if you breathe in, you can feel like all over the top of your mouth, your tongue and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you talking about cotton mouth?
No, but I'm saying when you take a sip of that prosecco or whatever, like the aftertaste is almost like a weird like it's like a wet dry. Like I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of.
I do, but at the same time, it's hard for me to articulate how like drinks feel and like the mouth feel is hard for me to articulate. Like as you're saying it, I'm like, I guess so, but like to me, it feels like okay, bubbles. Like it feels like bubbly. Like
It's
I don't know
just-
how to
yeah.
describe.
It's very convenient that we have words at our disposal to describe it because if you ask me to describe dry, which you just did, I can't do it. I can't
Right, it's hard
describe
to
to you
say.
what it is, but everybody knows what you mean when you say dry.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like it's not sweet. I mean, it's like that's a little sweet, but I feel like sweeter stuff is less dry too.
Okay,
for some reason.
Eric,
That's
an
the scale.
Awesome way. That's an awesome scale.
Yeah.
It is sweet
You're
to dry.
so
That's
right.
that's how white wines are listed. Damn, I didn't
helps
think of
me
that.
so
That's true.
much because I don't like sweet stuff. So
Yeah.
I prefer dry stuff. But if you ask me why is it dry, I would be like, I don't know, because it's dry. But like,
It's
'cause
not sweet.
That's,
That's
a
it.
great. That's a great scale.
Jesus, I worked in restaurants for 6 years. Couldn't even come up with that one. Like, can you imagine asking me at a table? I'm your server. Like, hold on, let me call up my friend. He works at the movie theater. Eric, how would you describe dry?
No, he's an assistant manager there. He knows this.
Oh my God, Jimmy!
What?
Like last weekend, me, Alex Dyer, and my neighbor Zach, we were walking to Green Turtle. It was like after we were at the pool all day, like drinking tomato juice at the pool, as I say in quotation marks, tomato
Yeah,
juice.
yeah.
And we saw our friends Brendan and Mary Grace. They were on York Road. They're like, Alex. I was like, they live in Station North. I was like, what the F-U-C-K are you doing on York Road in Towson? They're going to the melting pot.
Oh.
And apparently they go to the melting pot every year on their anniversary.
Oh.
Makes sense.
And I like it took every ounce of me to like control myself from being like, do you know Jimmy? Or like, because I was like, do you think any other anniversaries you might have had a little server called Jimmy? Like literally, it's taking everything in me right now to not ask you like, do you know my friends Mary Grace and Brendan from their annual anniversary?
Yeah, you might have seen him last night.
I know Brendan's the Asian guy, right?
Yeah. He's Korean.
I've met him. Yeah, I talked to him.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah, oh cool.
He's got
Yeah,
the
you've met
tattoo.
him. You've
Yeah.
met him a few times. Yeah. He has a tattoo on his arm of a pillow that Mary Grace illustrated.
Nice.
But anyway, so yeah, you've met them like through me. But like
He was looking particularly Asian last night.
Oh my God,
He had like a middle part and everything.
I know.
I was like, dude, you are
his
super
hair
Korean.
looks so good. Like every time he gets dressed up, like he just does an awesome. I
He's
don't know what he
good looking dude.
does. He has like different hairstyles, but they always look really good.
Nice.
Anyway, it took everything in me to be like, has Jimmy ever been your server? And like, why would you ever know that from like the one time a year that you like went to the melting pot? Or to you, I'm like, Jimmy, have you ever served Mary Grace and Brendan? They go there once a year.
Yeah,
like,
their anniversary is
like it's just all I want to
Maybe
talk about. Like,
maybe I left an impression on you. They
I'm
were
like,
like,
yeah,
I don't know if
you
it was Jimmy,
honestly you could
but
have
we
because
asked him, and like he didn't know what wine was, and it was weird.
honestly,
Was that Jimmy?
you do have those restaurant moments where a server leaves an impression on you. So like I
Yeah.
could see that.
Towards the end, I think all my impressions were bad impressions because I just like hated my life. Towards the
Well-
end, like people would like get like snappy and shit, and I would just be like, I would be sitting there like, dude, I'm 24, I'm a grown man. You shouldn't be allowed to talk to me like this.
Didn't your brother work at Melting Pot?
Yeah,
Briefly?
he
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I were both fired at different
Oh
times.
my god.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
Selesky tradition.
Celeste tradition, just get fired from everywhere.
It's okay. I was
Always
fired once
migrate
before.
back to seasons.
Yeah, dude. I told him, I was like, it's not in our blood. It's not in our blood to work for people. I just don't. Either that or we're just assholes. I think it sounds better to say it's not in our blood.
Well, you guys are both talented.
Well, I mean,
Musically, like the podcast, the producing, like
yeah, I just can't show up to places on time. I wish I could. I wish that was like one of my attributes. Like, I just can't do it. It's so weird. It's like literally my mind won't allow me to do it. Like the idea of getting somewhere before I'm supposed to be there, I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? Waiting for
I know.
like
For it to be the time.
I know. It's hard for me to get into that mindset where they're like, if you're not 15 minutes early, then you're late. Like it's hard
Yeah.
for me to like
that's an old saying. Yeah, it's
do that.
you'd rather be
I feel like a boss
an hour
made
early
up
than a
that
minute
saying,
late.
though.
Yeah, exactly.
A boss who is tired of people coming in right on time.
Yeah, dude. One of the old sayings at Melting Pot was, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you're fired. And I was like,
Oh,
all right,
fuck.
well,
How
first,
come I haven't been fired?
like, wait a second, something doesn't add up here. You said if you're late, you're fired, or late was on time. I mix it up.
Okay, is it cool if I just cross that bottom one out?
Yeah, dude. But I thought that was bullshit because it's like, wait, why would I be late if I'm on time? That's bullshit. Like,
What? That just like freaked my mind up. Like,
Yeah.
What do you mean late if you're on time?
if you're early, you're on time. If
Oh,
you're
true,
on
true.
time, you're late. That's bullshit.
I know that is
Yeah.
BS.
People would always be like, dude, like it's like, first of all, I'm only here because you're paying me money. I'm not gonna come here and wait before you start paying me money. That's bullshit.
In
Are
my
you gonna pay me
opinion,
in?
Well, and first of all, I would like to say that Jimmy was an hour and a half early to my event yesterday.
There you go.
My birthday party. So don't always say you're always late.
I was super on time yesterday.
You were an
Yeah.
hour and a
Very
half
happy.
early to my party yesterday.
Yeah.
It
So
was an-
don't be too hard on yourself. I think you're a responsible young musician.
It was an amazing experience to be like set up, not rushing. Every time I get to a gig, I get there like 7 minutes before I'm supposed to start playing and like do all my stuff and like start playing. Like I usually am able to start playing within like 10 minutes of when I'm supposed to start. And like he's passing you the champagne.
Oh, shit.
Most
Eric,
people don't recognize like
keep
with
the
music. It's very like
percent.
it's very like nobody gives a shit as long as you start playing within a reasonable time, you know.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
yesterday, I got started setting up. I finished like 30 minutes before I needed to start playing, and I was like, "What do I do?" And then yeah, it was weird. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Just snacking, dude. Started
Yeah,
snacking hard.
dude, we crushed those chips.
Snack boys.
You had such a good chip selection last night.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh, that was all Allison Barnes.
Yeah.
Allison Elizabeth Barnes. I think that's her
I'm
middle
glad
name.
she
I
got
honestly
those
have no idea.
bowls.
Yeah, and guess what?
What?
The Legion like donated them for my party. They sponsored my
Nice.
party with those like big bowls.
Nice.
I was like, hey, I know you guys have paper bowls back here. So they didn't really offer them. I asked for them. I was like, hey, I do
I'd
know.
love it if you gave me some of these.
I was like,
for my
I do
party.
know that you have paper bowls back there that you give peanuts out at the bar. Could I audition some of those for my party?
Audition.
Dude, the Legion is such a cool place, though.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And I
It's like
feel
my
like-
second home. Oh my god, I was there this morning, and like I was just there last night.
Are you allowed to drink there if you're not a member?
Technically, no.
So
So
you
like
just have to
since,
go with a member.
since Eric and I are members, which Eric, I like
Mhm.
literally forced Eric to be a member. Like I,
Yeah.
I buy him his membership every year
Yeah.
for his Christmas gift, just to like live up our grandfather's tradition
Yeah.
because our grandfather is a veteran. But it's like dirt cheap to be a member. It's like
Yeah,
$15 a year, and it helps support the Legion or whatever. But so when you're a member, you're allowed to have 5 guests at a time. But I mean, gosh, I've been hanging out there for like the past 10 years. They've never held me to that. Like, I've had like 30 people in there, and like they
Yeah.
don't care. Or like they have a guest book. You're supposed to sign in your guests.
Mhm.
My friends never sign in, and I've had friends go there when I'm not there,
And they'll just get in.
and they'll just and if it's like Mel or like Pam or like one of the bartenders, if they know you from us, they'll serve you. So
Yeah.
Dude, last time I was there, I got 2 beers, and I was paying with card, and the woman was like, she was like, it was a $10 minimum, and I was like, oh shit, all right, well, I got some cash. She was like, oh, don't worry about it, just get me next time. Like, what bar do you go to where they're just like, oh, fuck it, I don't care?
Did
So
you ever pay
guess-
for it?
I was there last night. I don't recall paying for it. That was like 6 months ago.
But that's the kind of place it is. Like, so for example, I left my balloons there from last night,
Yeah.
and like my Voyage Down the Amazon poster, and I was like, Clem, I was like, can I please get this tomorrow? Because I just didn't have, I didn't drive last night and everything. So I went in there today to pick up my balloons and my poster, and sorry,
No, you're good, dude.
and they had already moved them into the bar for me. Like they had already like broken it down. Like
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like, it's almost like hanging out at like your friend or family's house. Like
Yeah.
it's like, and they gave me a Bloody Mary on the house because it was my birthday party. They were like,
Nice.
it's on us. Like it's just
Oh,
that
they
kind
gave you
of
that
place.
today?
Today, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I have been drinking today.
Oh, I was there for some of it.
That's right. That
Yeah.
seems like a fucking week ago.
What, brunch?
Eric and I went to brunch today.
Yeah.
And why'd you go World of Beer over the Point, dude? Because we had a blast at the Point that
I
one
know.
day. That
We
was.
had so much fun at the
I
Point.
still look back at that day as one of my favorite days of this year.
That was a good
Jimmy,
day,
I'm
dude.
gonna give you a hug and a kiss.
That's easily the only thing that made that day not good was when I had to fucking go to church at the end of it.
Oh
Oh,
my God!
yeah.
You had to go to like
So
some
mad.
Greek church or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude, because
Yeah.
that was Greek Easter weekend, but that was like one of my favorite days of 2018. Easily, we fucking
That
woke up,
was. I know.
got plastered at the Point. Unlimited screwdrivers, mimosas, Bloody Marys and mimosas standard. Unlimited drinks.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they do unlimited Bloody Marys not because they're weak drinks, but because it's impossible to drink more than one. At least for me, I can't fucking drink more than one Bloody Mary. It's disgusting. Mimosas is like not even really alcohol.
Yeah.
But screwdrivers, dude, unlimited screwdrivers, that's like doing unlimited
know.
tequila shots or something.
I
It's like
know.
ridiculous. We had I know personally, I probably had 9 or 10 throughout the course of that day.
That
And
was like the best day ever.
That's when we did our
Yeah, that
lost
was the
episode,
podcast.
which
That
wasn't
came
even a
out.
lost episode.
Yeah.
That was so
It
fun.
just missed the mark. It wasn't episode. It was like episode 101, not 100.
To be honest, I don't even know why I called it a lost ep. It just sounded right. Seemed
sounded
to me.
right.
I
It
was like,
seemed
this is a
right.
lost ep. I don't remember doing it.
Well, exactly. It was so
Exactly.
lost, and like it was kind of a lost step because we didn't record it in the studio. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, this is my first time in the studio because we were.
Which is crazy to me.
I know.
I
That
know.
literally is insane. I can't believe
I
that.
know. Well, so it was a lost app because it was kind of like an on location app. Like it was kind of just different. It was like a different weather.
I wasn't even like, dude, the idea of doing the podcast was just like this fleeting thing. And then all of a sudden I was like on the chair with a microphone and I was like, oh shit, they were serious.
It was so fun. But I have
Good
to admit
time.
that I'm humiliated with myself in that episode. I was a
Why?
disgust.
Dude, we were all, dude, I
Everyone
was,
was hammered.
So
I was
drunk.
like screaming into the microphone. I probably am right now too. But gosh, I mean that day I was a disgust. I remember when we went to Sources and we had those Huggy bombs.
Yes.
What's that like?
yeah.
It's like a Huggy. It's like a fruit punch little
Yeah,
like
it's one of
barrel.
those, like,
it looks
barrel
like a barrel
juices.
juice. It's like a plastic barrel juice.
Yeah.
And apparently there's alcohol in it. I hope, or else
No,
we're
yeah,
ripped
they
off.
dumped like half of them out and then filled it like all the way back up with vodka.
Oh my god! And then I forced Eric to come into my Dominican barbershop.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is like my fucking people. Like, I love them so much. I've been getting my haircut there for years. And I walked in, I was like, this is my brother. Like,
And they're all like, hello,
they're like-
Alex.
I know. And then, like, I felt
Hey.
like I've been talking
Hello.
this place up for years, being like, they love me. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Like, everyone loves me in here. And then when I brought Eric in, they just nodded their
Like,
head.
Does he need a haircut? And I'm like,
They were like-
"No."
I was like, I swear to God, they like me. Like, I just, I guess I thought we were closer than we really
Well,
are.
then we walked out, and then the other guys you knew were walking in. They're like, Alex, hello.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love them.
So it worked out.
I actually thought about getting my haircut before my party,
Yeah,
but
and inviting
you
them
know,
all
sometimes
down.
when they cut it, it's like a little too
Yeah,
sharp.
it's got to grow in a little bit.
It takes a
So,
week for your haircut
it takes
to
a
make
week or
sense.
two. Exactly, dude. Exactly.
You got to take a
So,
couple showers with it. It
Mhm.
needs to kind of breed itself.
Yeah.
And then we went back to your apartment. We were on the balcony. I'm still
Oh my
talking about that
God.
day.
Wasn't
yeah.
that the best day ever?
It really was. Yeah, I was smoking a spliff with Eric. We're like looking out, trying to name the towns of shit. I had like no idea what I was talking about. I was like, that's Cockeysville.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
You're like,
It looks
oh my
like
fucking
Cockeysville.
God, that's Bethesda.
Oh yeah, we're trying
Like,
to
see
figure
that
out
over
the
there?
water towers.
Yeah. Well, I still think I was right about that because I know Delaney High School has the water tower right out back, and I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that's
yeah.
what we were seeing. I was like, that's the studio. That's it.
Yeah, I
There it
remember
is.
that.
I see it.
And there's the other water tower by
I think it's
Brian
dope.
and Jen's in
Yeah,
Timonium too. I think that might be one of them.
Wouldn't it be dope if like you actually pinpointed where the studio is from your balcony, and then like you could be like standing on your balcony, and I could be like out here and be like, "Yo, Alex."
And we could
Yeah,
we
come
could like
over.
flash like a flashlight. Like,
Yeah, dude, like
one-
lasers?
like two
You don't have
clicks.
to just do like a little mirror.
like two. Oh, that's like
Little
really
glare.
old
Lasers
school.
work like they go that far, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about like the
The
laser
laser
pointers?
pointers.
That
Oh,
could not
yeah,
go
you
that
could.
far.
Yeah, it
Are you
could.
serious?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember there were kids that said that you could shine it and it would like be on the moon.
Shut the fuck up. That gives me the chills. A
Why?
laser pointer can go that far.
But like whenever
yeah.
they tried to demonstrate it, it never worked. So I was like, "Wait, are you fucking with me?" They're like, "No, it's just cloudy." Like, all right, dude, whatever.
I thought it
don't
was
know
just
if
for
I
like
believe you.
cats to like go blind.
Yeah, I don't really know what the point of a laser pointer is, other than to be really annoying with it.
I think
Yeah.
like
It's like literally why they made them.
I think they were made for like,
Like presentations
middle-aged
or
like math
something.
teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't.
But
buy 'em.
everybody abuses them. When you have a
Yeah.
laser pointer, you will abuse the power.
Very
Like
true.
when somebody's giving the lecture in class and there's some douchebag in the back, like with the laser pointer on their back.
yeah, shirt on his forehead.
Or
and
like the
shit.
teacher can't really use it for the presentation. They're just like fucking with the kids. Like when you have a laser pointer in your hand, you cannot just take it seriously.
Yeah, you're
you
just
can't.
braining kids with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
laser. Killing
Blinding
eyes.
people.
Yeah.
Oh man, I kind of want to get one now. I just know that like the way I am, I would like never
You
stop.
shine it
fiddling
at a
with
fucking helicopter and get arrested because they can trace that shit now.
That is scary.
Yeah.
Trace my IP address and like blow up Gadget Guru.
Well, I mean, because like with the powerful lasers, it basically just shoots a beam of light out from your laser pointer.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be like, all right, where's this guy shooting it from? And they'll just see a straight line of green or red going right to your hand. You're like, all right, nab him, boys.
Grab We got him.
Wait, Jimmy, so going back to the day that we went out in Towson,
We didn't even finish your birthday yet.
crashed. Oh gosh, we have a lot to
We,
cover.
like,
we
did
we have a
a
lot
little-
of content to cover.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we crashed at my place, like you, me, and like other people,
Mm-hmm.
and then we woke up, like didn't shower, stumbled to the point, and had brunch, and then recorded the podcast. And then you had to go to Greek
Easter, yeah. I went to the Reagan
you were
Cats
like
concert.
Jimmy was. Wait, what did you go to?
The Reagan Cats concert, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was about to come, but he was like, dude, I gotta go to church.
He had to go to like Greek.
Dude,
Easter.
I'm gonna be still drunk at
So,
church.
Jim, you were like nervous that like your family was gonna know that you've been drinking all day. You're like, oh my god, I
they
have to go to like
did.
Greek Easter. Like everyone's gonna know I've been drinking all day. Like you probably smelled like a pack of Newports.
Easily, dude. I did everything. Like when I walked into my house, I just looked like a
Eric.
fucking waste.
yeah.
I just
You
looked
did
like a
look like a
waste of life.
waste.
Oh my god.
Just like it was like my mom. It's funny because like my mom just
Aw,
never
your mom is
gets
so
it.
sweet.
She just doesn't get it. Like she's like, I don't know, Jim. You just look like. Have you been drinking today? I was like, Mom, I'm 25.
Mom, obviously. It's Greek Easter.
Exactly.
I'm fasting.
Excuse me, it's a holiday. That's so fun. Your mom is so nice. Well,
Dude,
that's-
your mom and my mom are very similar.
They
I
are very
noticed that last
similar.
night.
But you know what's funny? So I went to our parents' house today, Eric, because I had to get my gifts or whatever out of
Yeah.
the car from last night. And I mean, kind of same thing. Like, I haven't showered. I mean, literally sitting in the
Yeah.
studio. I have not showered yet today.
Okay.
And
I showered. That's why I had to
You
go
showered?
home. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so lucky. Did you shower, Jimmy?
Absolutely not. I woke up late.
Thank
to be
you.
Here.
That makes me feel better.
I was supposed to be here at. I made a joke about it yesterday about me waking up at 11:48, for when I was supposed to produce
yeah,
this
12.
podcast at 12. I woke up at 12:07. I forgot to set an alarm. I'm laying in my bed, and my dad comes downstairs at like 7 in the morning. I had just gotten home like an hour and a half earlier, and
Oh
I'm
my
passing my
God.
bed with my shoes still on, just on top, just like, ugh. And my dad comes down, he's like, Jim, what? You're asleep with your. I was like, oh my God, dude. It was the
Jimmy
worst.
fell asleep with his boots on too. Remember you guys walked past me asleep on your floor?
Oh yeah.
You're like, why do you have your boots on?
Hey, it happens.
Because
I
that's
know,
just
it
like,
happens.
there's no way of getting around. Like, you know, what am I gonna be like? No, Dad, I wasn't drinking last
You know
night.
what's weird? Like, I feel like
very tired. My feet were cold.
I've fallen asleep with my shoes on before too, and like it does feel unnatural, which makes me think like, what do we do when we sleep? Do our feet like curl up like little like shish kebabs or
Or
something?
like I don't know. Like, are they like,
Like,
our
why-
coolers? Do they?
Why
like,
does it feel unnatural to have flat feet while you're sleeping? Do our feet curl up like little like cocoons?
I don't know.
Anyway, that's getting really deep. What I was gonna
Very
say
deep.
was,
yeah.
I
Your
went
feet
to
work like that?
I went to our parents' house today, and like obviously have not showered, like, and like our mom was like, how are you feeling? And I was like, tipsy. and I was like, I'm going to be on Eric's podcast. Like, I can't, like, oh my God, can't wait. Like, and she's like, do you want a water bottle? Like, she could just tell, like, with looking in my
She
eyes.
gave all of us
She
a
was
water
like,
bottle.
are you okay? And then she gave me 3 water bottles, one for Alex, Jimmy, and Eric.
Yeah.
Because she was just like, you do not look right, unfortunately.
Dude, the older I get, the more I've just been discovering that moms are the fucking best.
Oh my God, they
Moms
know
are literally the
everything.
best. They are so great.
And they know everything. You can't pull a fast one on them or anything. Where did my cherry go?
Like literally, like
I'm not starting
I was
a
like
fire.
donating my car, and I was like, Mom, do you know what the title for my car is? She's like, oh yeah, it's in my book upstairs. I was like, oh my God, thank God, I don't remember giving that to
How
you.
do moms keep that
How do
stuff?
you have
How
that?
the hell do moms keep track of that stuff?
I don't know. It's unbelievable though.
Like our mom
Our mom has
literally
a bunch of filing cabinets.
our mom literally has our birth certificates, I bet you.
oh yeah,
of course
I
she
mean,
does.
Oh,
We're
she's
She's
also
like
they big.
everything. Yeah.
But like how do they keep track of that stuff? Like
I don't know.
I can't even keep when I get mail, I just throw it in the trash. I don't even open it.
Dude, I like got to the point I was like on the phone with the donation people, and I was like they were like, do you have a title for your car? And I was like, I definitely got one. I don't know if I have it.
Right.
But like I was just like, fuck it. I guess I'm not donating my car. I guess I'll just
Like-
leave it somewhere. I don't know where I put the title.
Dude, same.
My mom was
Leave
like,
it
oh, Jim,
somewhere.
it's upstairs. You can't do
And
that.
like we work our asses off for like our car or our apartment or whatever, but like I don't have any fucking documentation. Like if someone was like, prove to me that you own this car, I'd be like, just take my word for it. Like
I've been driving it a long
if
time.
I was ever pulled over when they say license and registration, I have no fucking idea where my registration is.
Really? You don't know that even?
I don't keep anything. I'm like, oh my God.
That should be
like,
in your glove box for sure.
I have no idea where it is. I'm just like, I'm a good boy. Like, trust me. Like, I did buy this car. Like,
yeah. Here's the email I got from Bill Kids.
right. It
My
should all be
checkup's
digital.
coming up.
I should just be able to like search my Gmail, like registration and
Yeah.
search and then find it. That'd be, hey, that's an idea right there.
Yeah, I know where my registration is, but like if I ever got pulled over, I would have to like in front of the cop dig through like mounds of illegal shit to get to it. Just, like, open
Well,
up
like
the
a
glove
big ass knife, shotgun shells.
yeah, like weed that's not mine, but it's just in there for some reason. But like actually, like he's like, oh, I'm supposed to believe that's not yours. I'm like, no, it actually is. I don't know whose it is.
I know.
But it's just been in my car for like 3 years.
There's,
Oh
like,
my
there's like a
God.
human arm. Like, oh my God.
I bought this car a year ago. It's just been there since. I don't know why. I actually got it from a police auction. You guys must have missed it.
Eric, would you like a sip of Prosecco?
Yeah.
That
Fill
is
the
some
bottle.
dry prosecco, dude.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm watching Vanderpump Rules the way we're
Dude,
sipping
this is very
Prosecco.
Vanderpump. So I was trying
My
to
party was very Vanderpump.
It
Sorry,
was,
go ahead,
dude.
Jim.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
I was trying to communicate this last night, but I didn't think
What?
anybody was hearing me out.
Oh my God. I'll hear you out right
I was
now.
also very drunk and very stoned.
You were drunk at my party.
So I was trying to say last night, you might remember me trying to talk about this.
Okay.
We definitely, like, I was listening till I was talking, like, highly listening,
You
and I
were-
was like, we have such an accent, but we don't notice it.
Really?
The way we talk is so different than, like, But like unless you like pay attention to it because you're just used to it. Like people in Boston, they don't hear themselves having an accent.
Totally.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But like I guarantee, like people, our Jersey friends from Towson University would always be like, "Yeah, you guys talk differently."
I know, right?
And,
I've
like,
had that same feedback.
I'm like listening to like me, you, Eric, Dom, or I think you were inside, but it's like us just talking out back, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like if I was just listening to us like third person, I'd be like, "These guys are so from like Baltimore."
I know.
Is it crazy?
I know, and I try to not like because when you're from here, you're like, "Oh, we're normal. Everyone else is weird."
Yeah.
Exactly.
But like when I had friends from college that were from all over the world and the country, they would be like, I'd be like, do you think I have a Baltimore accent? And like as I say it, I hear it. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I do. Like,
Yeah.
but I never thought I did. But like, I guess I'm in such a bubble that I think that's normal.
Well, I
but
mean, I think it's like definitely. I think over time, like the accent fades too, because like I don't say like water or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I had
like,
to train myself to not say water like Dad does.
Really? I didn't train myself. I just thought it was funny how like Mom would always say
Okay.
water.
Okay, two things. Our dad says water. I
Nice.
had to like train myself to say water. I don't say it with a hard T like that in real life. I'd be like,
And Mom
water.
says Washington.
And that's what I was gonna say. Mom says wash, like washing machine.
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you want me to throw that in the wash?" Like I had to train myself to say wash because
Yeah.
I just didn't want to sound like
Wash is the
South
worst.
Baltimore. I did
Wash
not want to
is
sound
the
like South Baltimore.
worst.
So
There's nothing. That's like the biggest. That's like the worst culprit. The
I
wash.
know.
Water. I say that interchangeably. Like I've never. I don't. I mostly say water. But yeah, I think at some point in my life I did consciously go like, all right.
I
can't
had
say
to
water.
conscious like water was kind of easy, but wash. I remember growing up, I used to say wash because our mom said wash.
Yeah.
And I mean, gosh, don't get me wrong, our mom is a classy woman.
Yeah.
But when she says wash, I'm like, oh my gosh. And Dad makes fun of her so much. And like I had to train myself to not say wash.
The Baltimore accent just it sounds classless. The Baltimore accent sounds very
It does.
white
yeah.
trash.
We are.
Yeah.
I
It's
think we're
such a white trash accent. They say it's a derivative of the Cockney accent from like
Like,
England.
yeah, England.
Oh my god. Oi. Whenever someone asks me to do like a British accent, I'm like, oi, Harry.
But like not
Oi.
even necessarily just the words, but like the inflection, the way we say that. I'm big. I notice especially when I'm drunk, the fucking O, the saying O
I
like
know.
that.
It comes
You-
out. I just did it right
just
now. I just did it right now.
It's the lazy
It comes
speaking.
out.
Just-
It
yeah, I
comes out.
know. It's just so fucking weird. And I was like, oh my god, I sound so white trash right now.
I
This is ridiculous.
know.
That's really what it was. I realized that how white trash I sounded because like
know.
I hate. White trash people are my least favorite type of people, dude. I don't like them. They annoy me.
Dude, they're the worst.
They really are, and I wish sometimes
And
I
they don't even know it. They don't even know they're
don't
white
even
trash.
know.
It's
And
crazy.
guess what?
That's us.
We're white trash.
Yeah.
Like we are white
That's
trash.
what I realized. I'm like sitting out back smoking a Newport, like like with my brother, like shirtless. There's like a bicycle with both tires flat that I'm using as a bench. I'm like, as I'm throwing this cigarette butt in my neighbor's yard, I'm like, Tom, I think we're
Like-
white trash, dude.
Like literally, I'm the same way. I'm like, oh my god,
No
like
shirts off, but your chains are on.
I'll be like, oh my god, white trash, this, white trash, that. But I'm like, okay, yes, I am white trash, but I'm not as white trash as other people are. I'm just like, there's a spectrum.
It is cool because Towson.
It's like the
Towson
sweet
has
to
a-
dry spectrum.
yeah.
It's sweet
Towson
white
has
trash.
this reputation of like, because my cousins grew up in like Sparrows Point, like Essex area.
Yeah.
And so they all view people in Towson as super stuck
Like
up.
preppy and
Yeah.
yuppie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And
I'm like, hey, hon, I'm white trash too.
But there is something about living in Towson. I definitely feel like, you know, not to start shit, but I feel like Towson is definitely the least white trash suburban city of Baltimore. Easily.
Yeah,
God.
for sure.
It's yeah.
Easily the least white trash suburb of Baltimore.
Oh, for sure.
If you look at it, every other, like if you
You
go.
think that's because of the university?
Well, partly because of the university, but also we have Ruxton and Stoneleigh and shit, like really high income areas. I
Yeah.
didn't live in those neighborhoods. I'm like a white. I should have been born in Essex.
Yeah, dude, your dad has a boat.
I really lucked out for some reason. I grew up in Towson, and it made me like be able to pretend I'm not white trash, which has really been beneficial. Not really. It hasn't really. I'm still in a garage, but like it worked out, I guess.
Yeah, there's no wheels on this garage.
True. At least I can't move it.
Yeah, I'm white trash for sure, but I try to be like the higher end of white trash.
That's why I feel like sometimes I wish other races will always talk about like white supremacy and stuff, and I wonder if they realize like how much contempt the like two different types of white people have for each other. Like I can't stand white trash people.
I know. You're
like,
so right.
Like do like when black guys talk about white supremacy, it's like, no, dude, like you don't understand. Like white people literally don't like each other. Like I don't like white trash people, and they don't like me because I keep calling them white trash.
And like people that are very classy would probably say to me like, "Oh my god, Alex is so white trash. Like he's so
Yeah,
trashy."
you think so?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're not that trashy. I feel like
Really?
I'm pretty trash. I spit everywhere. I fucking
You spit?
Yeah, I
roll
spit
your own
everywhere,
cigarettes.
dude. Yeah.
That's pretty trashy, but pretty dope too.
No,
I
but
spit
that's
everywhere,
also
too.
kind of like hipster now to roll cigarettes.
Yeah,
I mean, not
yeah,
now.
Like
It's always
spit.
been.
I don't know. That's not hipster.
Spitting is manly though.
Spitting
It's
everywhere.
one of
That's
the first
disgusting.
things you
Let's
learn.
spit.
That's one of the first things you learn to become a man. If you can't spit, you're not. Come on.
You know how you go through those phases where you spit a lot and you just can't stop spitting? Have you ever gone through that phase?
My whole life, dude.
No, but do you know what I mean though? Like it becomes almost.
I almost spit
a
in
habit.
your party last night because I
You
thought I was
spit in
outside.
my
I almost did
party?
because it was dark. I literally was about to spit on the floor and I was like, oh no, we're inside now.
You almost spit at my 30th birthday party.
Because it was dark. I was standing next to Jimmy. I just put my drink
I
down. I,
think
was
I
like,
remember
ooh,
you-
I could spit right now.
I think I remember you telling me that actually last night.
I'm gonna go outside
You're
and
like,
let
oh my god, I
myself
must
spit."
spit. And I was like, Eric, take it outside.
Dude, spitting.
Oh my god. My party was iconic.
It was. It made sense. It made a lot of sense.
All
to me.
my friends came together and like everyone had like a different like piece of the puzzle to like help make it a great night. Like Jimmy did the music. Like Lindsay made those amazing cakes. Lindsay and Michelle made those amazing cakes.
Yeah.
Those cakes
Allie
were
brought the
dope.
chips.
Allie organized. Yeah, Allie bought a few bags of chips.
That was about it. no. No, she put the whole thing together.
She did. She really. I mean, she organized the Facebook event. Even though she, I have some feedback for her. I think. I think she could get better at her project management skills.
And her
She was on top
promotion.
of me, dude. She
Oh
was
my
like-
god.
She was like
A couple weeks ago, I said, Allie, I want you to cross-reference the invite list to the RSVPs, and I want you to deliver that to me on Monday. I gave her a deadline because I feel like she's the type of person that works best under a deadline.
Yeah.
She snapped at me. She said, Alex, the Facebook event will tell you the RSVP. I said, it's not that simple. You need, because not everyone has Facebook, She said, the RSVP is 56 people. Well, I didn't trust her math. So I made a spreadsheet in Excel,
Yeah.
even though it's supposed to be my birthday party. And guess what? It was 95.
Wow.
So she was about half off. So no hate to Allie. Love you, Allie. But I think she could maybe take a project management course to like help with her.
That's crazy. I've never had anybody plan a party or anything.
I know. It was nice. It was so no, I'm being funny, but it was nice that like everybody like pitched in for different parts of it, and it made it
Yeah.
all. It was so fun.
Yeah.
So
had the-
fun.
you had the-
That's
you
my
had the
like
Legion.
white trash accent comes out. It was
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah, you had the Legion rocking from
Oh
8
my
to 12
God.
and until post.
Yeah,
it
we
was
played
'cause
some
we were pretty
pool,
much there
dude.
till midnight or 2. I think.
Yeah, we were there till last call.
Did you guys
dude.
play
Yeah.
pool?
Yeah, we played pool.
Well, my brother did. I didn't. But.
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Oh my
I was
God.
trying to get a
Dom
shuffleboard
beat
game
me in
going.
pool.
Dom beat you?
Dom,
Yeah, yeah.
you
Oh my
played
God.
pool with Dom.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so glad Dom came.
Yeah.
I think he had like a conflict or whatever, but he ended up making it for the later part of the night, which is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
his conflict was.
I think he was with his girlfriend or something. Or I
That's a
don't know.
conflict.
It's a
dude.
conflict, dude. Conflict of interest.
Major conflict. Our girlfriends didn't come.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank God.
Oh my God, are we gonna get into that?
I gotta watch out what I say on these
I
things. now.
know.
Every now and then, like, okay, so the last episode we put out, I told this story about high school, where my friend Nick Merwin told me it was okay to get a boner when I was dancing with a girl. He commented on the thing. It was like, "Damn, dude, you called me out for that advice." And I was like, I never thought you were gonna hear this ever. It was like a good story. Like it was
Yeah,
like
it was
a
a funny
good story. I did an impression of him.
And like Jimmy, like he didn't make Nick out as the bad person that story. Jimmy is definitely like the one in the wrong.
no, I still think I was right. I think the girl was in the wrong. To this day, I still think the girl was
Oh
in the
my
wrong.
god. Okay, this conversation is very problematic.
I heard you got one of the episodes you were talking about. A girl just went on there and started yelling about how sexist shit was at you guys and stuff like that.
Wait, oh, Hannah. Yeah. Oh my god. So on my podcast, Voyage Down the Amazon, we always end the show on an inspirational quote of the week. Because you know how on Facebook or Instagram, people always post those like images that's just text, right?
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
typography. And it's like
It's like with the sunset and stuff
yeah,
like-
and it's like, you know, I just adopted a dog, but who saved who? You know, like it's always just something funny like that. So like
Yeah.
it's all in good fun. Like we're just like kind of laughing at that stuff. But then Hannah thought that they were skewing sexist, which was totally not our intention. But once she said it, I could actually see her point. I was like, okay, I could see that. So
Can you give me an example of something you said?
I know. I honestly can't think of a good one. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I think the only reason why they seem sexist is because a lot of times the people who post those images are usually women. Because a lot
Yeah.
of, girls are on like
Yeah,
social
guys
media.
don't share
Guys
shit
don't
like that.
share stuff. Yeah, like
Yeah.
guys would never share an inspirational quote that's like, wake up on the good side of the bed today, like
Never.
like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not sexist, it just happens to be that like most people
There
that
is a
post
demographic though. Yeah.
right, so like we are literally just like having fun with the content. We're not making
Yeah.
fun of the people who are posting them. So
Yeah.
but I could see Hannah's point in her fairness that it could have, because I would never want someone to take it the wrong way, so it's hard to put
Yeah.
myself in someone else's shoes. So
I just
but
feel
yeah,
like-
she thought they were kind of sexist, so we're like, oh, we should rethink about what we talk about.
I haven't even heard the episode, but I hope you don't take that to heart.
Well, it's actually our next episode because we're like,
Ooh.
oh my gosh, we're so behind. We're like 6 weeks behind on our podcast. Like I know you guys record and then you post like the next week.
Yeah.
We are like, we have a buffer. We're like 5 weeks behind right now, which is fine because we always have a buffer. Because then if we ever miss a week, if people are busy or
Yeah.
whatever, we always have So,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, that's the next episode is when Hannah is our first guest host.
There you go.
Come on, start criticize. I mean, look, I don't know. Hannah. I don't know this girl, Hannah. She sounds like a perfectly nice person, but it's just weird that there are certain people that's like what they're on the lookout for. It's like you come
Well,
on somebody's podcast. It's like
Woke society, people wouldn't scrutinize it. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm gonna shut my mouth. I don't want to get into a problematic.
No, it's cool to be
Kinda
woke now.
conversation.
I think
It's
being
so
woke is. I think being woke is going to become uncool soon. Not.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome.
I think it's going to
honestly.
become out of style. I think being woke is like going to a disco right now. Everybody fucking does it. Not disco, but like what disco was in the 70s. And then all of a sudden, it's like eventually people are just going to realize how fucking annoying they are. And it's just
Yeah.
like being woke is like being emo was in fucking middle school.
I
Just
think
being
you have
a
a.
tattletale, dude.
It's being a tattletale.
Yeah, all it is being a tattletale.
Really is. It really is. Yeah,
It really
dude.
is.
Bunch of fucking tattletales, dude.
I know, and no, but
I
you
thought
know
we
what?
were cool, dude.
But you know what the thing is, like, I'm a very sensitive person, so like I understand when people get sensitive. And think about my podcast. It's freaking Alex Dyer. He is the most like temperamental person you've ever met in your life. Like he would never want to offend anyone. And him and Austin and Lindsay, like, so like think about like they would never want to come across as sexist. Like
Yeah.
like Lindsay.
I don't think any of you guys do.
Think about Lindsay. Like Lindsay would never want to come across as sexist. But when we get that feedback, we're like, oh shit, that's fair. Like we'll take
You actually have a woman as a consistent member of your podcast. That's an advantage you have that we don't.
I
Like
know,
Eric and I
yeah.
could eat. First of all, we've definitely said some very unquestionably sexist stuff on the podcast.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Definitely said unquestionably racist stuff.
Yeah,
homophobic
but don't go
stuff.
back and tattle on us.
yeah, dude. Listen to the episode. If you don't like it, go to the next one.
But you've never had a tattletale on the cast.
Yeah, we really haven't. As many
No,
people, as
yeah.
many guests as we've had, we've never had anyone
who's been like so woke that they just like tattle.
We've had some very Jabari Laws is super woke, but he's
Oh
not
my
a tattletale.
God, I know him from
He's not a
California
tattletale.
But he's a cool
school.
guy, and he's like our friend.
Really?
so-
Yeah, he's our
Yeah.
friend. I saw him at
He
CVP
was in,
the other night.
was he in your grade or a year
He
below
was
me?
a
He was in
year
Lindsay's
above
grade.
us, yeah.
He was in. I think he was in Lindsay's
Yeah,
grade or
yeah,
the year
yeah.
before. Yeah.
was
He's
08, I
so
think, yeah.
nice.
He's a good.
I
dude.
remember when you had him on the show. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, yeah.
We should
No,
get him
I know,
back, dude.
but it's like the
Yeah,
same.
we should get him back. Pride's this
You know,
month.
lighter.
Yes.
True. Let me see that.
And Michael's
Sorry.
hosting at Pride. We should get Michael Furr back on.
Hell
to
yeah.
talk about his new special too. Everyone keep an eye out for that. Michael Furr, straight
Dude,
acting,
you showed me the
directed by me.
intro and the outro, and it looks so fucking dope. I can't wait to see it like in its entirety. You said it's
Yeah.
already out,
Who are you talking to right now?
Eric.
Yeah.
Because you were like staring at the door. You're
I
like,
do that all the
you
time.
showed me this, and I was like, oh, are we talking to someone like off camera
Martin,
right
is
now?
that you?
I was like, are you talking to Mark?
Fuck. No, but yeah, keep an eye out. MichaelFurrComedy.com.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be out very soon. I think maybe on Monday on Amazon and other stuff.
cool. I have a podcast about Amazon.
Yeah, you guys will have to review
Love to
that.
review it.
Yeah, yeah.
You had the fucking business cards on every table last night.
Yeah, you had a
Very-
whole cake.
Very
That was
woke.
I
basically
know.
like a promotion cake.
My-
I feel like
Pretty
Has
much
the email address
My
on the cake.
30th birthday party was pretty much a promotional event for my podcast.
yeah.
Like I literally had like a wall decal about the podcast
Yeah.
and like business cards on every table and the cake. Like Lindsay Michelle made the cake like rate and subscribe to Voyage on the Amazon and like piping, like icing piping.
They had your email for the podcast.
Yeah,
on
for
it.
inquiries, contact vdtamazon@gmail.com.
That was a really good cake too.
I know.
It
It was
was
super
good.
They're
good.
so talented.
And it's crazy how they cut it too. They like cut out pieces from the outside, and then they made like a perfect inner circle too that they could cut out of. It was
I
weird.
know. Michelle knows her shit.
Yeah.
Is she like a baker?
Yeah, well, not anymore, but well, she still is. But she, her and Lindsay used to work at a bakery where they literally made cakes for. That was like their profession. Like they're professionals. Like they're really good at making cakes.
Nice.
Here's the thing. I feel like cakes, the more expensive the cake is, and this is not talking about their cake, because their cake was an exception to this rule I'm about to say.
Yeah,
Usually the really expensive cakes
don't taste that good.
aren't
Yeah.
that good.
I
It's like they
know.
put
Like
so much
presentation wise.
like Ace
Yeah.
of Cakes.
Yeah, they put so much effort into like making it look dope that like, dude, I would taste wise, I'd rather just eat like a
Sheet cake or something.
Yeah, like a Safeway
Oh my
birthday
God.
cake or something.
All I
Yeah.
want is like a yellow cake with that icing.
Better
that
cream
Like
icing.
think about
Yeah.
like the Betty Crocker tub of like icing. Like that's what I want. And for some reason, like the fancy cakes have like tasteless icing. Like
yeah.
It is weird, like
Or it's like
culturally.
whipped cream
it's
icing
like whipped
or
cream.
something.
It's like, oh,
yeah.
I made the icing from scratch, and I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't taste
Yeah,
as
you
good
didn't
as
put
Betty
any
Crocker.
sugar in it, dude.
Yeah,
A birthday cake is like legitimately its own type of cake. Like we have like a specific dessert that we eat for an occasion, and it's like a birthday. Like you don't eat birthday cake like just whenever.
I know.
You don't just get like a slice. They don't serve like birthday cake at like a restaurant as like on their dessert menu. Like, oh, can I get the birthday cake?
yeah.
Like, no, you get it on your fucking birthday. It's like the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
time, but it's such a distinct type of cake with a distinct flavor, dude. That's like an American
so
cultural
true.
thing. That's pretty interesting, I think, at least. 'Cause
I
we
know
don't
what
think
you
of it that
mean.
way.
Yeah.
You hear other cultures like, oh, they do a ceremonial
Yeah.
like this thing on the Day of the Dead, but we do
On,
fucking birthday cakes, dude.
In Japan, they have basically birthday cakes on Christmas. That's their tradition, dude.
Dude, they do everything.
Shut the
weird.
fuck up. They do.
Yeah, like a Christmas cake.
I heard that,
Fruit cake. That's a Christmas cake.
Christmas
I heard
cake.
that in
But nobody actually.
I heard that in Japan they actually on Christmas they go to KFC.
Yeah, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, which is
Wait, is that real?
Kentucky Fried
yeah.
Chicken. They literally because
Like KFC is synonymous with
Synonymous.
Christmas. Is that right?
yeah, like because think about it. Like when we make Christmas or Easter, I say
Yeah, we have like ham.
we have a
or
hand, or
whatever.
you have like a whole roast.
Mhm.
Well, think of it as KFC is like a chicken. It's like a whole roast. It's kind of like
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
So they get
bucket
chicken.
of chicken. Yeah.
It's kind of like how we have like a roast of chicken. They get Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Wow, that
which is so chill.
very chill.
And they're also
Yeah.
skinny. Why do they get so skinny?
Because they only eat KFC once
Yeah,
a
they eat,
year,
like,
dude.
They only have
rice and
KFC
fish.
once a year.
Yeah.
And I have it like every Friday, every like night at 2 a.m. And I'm like, why am I not skinny? Like, why?
Like,
can't
if we
I
just
have,
ate
like,
sushi all the time, we would be ripped. I feel like.
I know, and people always
True.
think like no carbs and everything, but like
All they eat is rice.
they eat rice, like
All
that's
the time.
carbs.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I have to say something about quinoa.
Hmm.
When people are like trying to be all healthy, and all these places have these fancy salads with like quinoa mixed in.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to please not forget that quinoa is a carb, and don't put that in my salad.
True.
Let's please not forget
Don't
that quinoa
forget.
is a carb.
Yeah.
Quinoa is a carb. You're right.
Don't
It
put
is.
that in
It's
a-
an ancient grain.
If I'm getting a salad, do not put carbs in it, please.
Yeah.
Ancient grain, dude.
I'm gonna step off my pedestal now, but
I did buy this bread that
as
said,
I'm like ripping this like prosecco and like had 15 beers last night.
ripping a cig. It's like, fuck carbs, dude.
It'd be cool though if I didn't eat any carbs and I just smoked cigarettes all day.
Dude, you can get mad skinny smoking cigs. I would
know.
rather be smoking a cig than eating, even though I just ate an
Same.
entire pizza.
and I'm smoking a cigarette.
But what if you didn't eat the
Drinking a
pizza and
2
you
liter
just
of
had the
Diet
cig? That would be so fucking skinny.
What?
That would be skinny.
If
Just
you guys
cigs.
did not go to GT Pizza and just smoked a pack of cigarettes, that'd be so skinny and like healthy.
Yeah, I don't know.
At a certain point in my life, if I really want to make it in music, I got to become really skinny. I think that's the next step.
You are skinny.
I mean, like
Gangly skinny.
like,
Oh, you wanna
like,
be,
I
like,
gotta
gaunt?
look like decrepit.
You want to be like
Yeah,
gaunt.
Yeah, I want to be able to walk up on stage and be like, I gotta have like a British accent and
I
shit.
know, and you
Yeah.
want to look like
Alright.
you like do coke, like
Yeah.
that's definitely like
Gotta do coke. Gotta smoke a ton of cigs. Like I gotta like triple, quadruple my cig intake if I want to make it in this industry. I gotta lose a bunch of weight, become like super emaciated,
and like
get a
you're-
stupid
you want
haircut.
you want your cheeks to like get sunken in just right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna start like doing weird things with my lips
your
when I
Adam's
sing.
apple pop out.
Yes, that's
There's
what I
just
need.
no
I need an
fat
Adam's
in
apple.
I don't
fucking-
have an Adam's apple.
I wish I
think
had
I'm
one,
like,
dude.
I know. I think Eric, it's in our genes. We don't have Adam's
don't have 'em.
apples. We don't have them.
It's like up here. I
But
feel
maybe
it
if we like
sometimes.
stopped eating, it might
it's like
come
right
through.
here. That's where mine is, at least.
I don't even like
Like-
touching it. It makes me feel like I'm gonna die.
I can feel mine, but it's like flat.
Yeah, it's like
Like
tiny. got a
I wish
tiny Adam's
I
apple.
wish I had like a big Adam's apple and a flat chest, but unfortunately it's the opposite. I have like big ass man boobs and a flat Adam's apple. It's
Yeah,
like
the
the
Hank
opposite
Hill
of what
Adam's
I want. It's
apple.
like the opposite of goals. But yeah, like, don't you just love it when you like don't eat for a while and your face just gets sunken in just right?
Not eating feels good. Like there's a reason why people fasted, dude.
Yeah,
there's like
for sure.
major health benefits to fasting. I don't know what they are, and I don't intend to find out.
I fasted last night. I didn't eat dinner last night. I just had snacks.
You didn't eat last night?
yeah.
Goals.
Yeah, but I just drank a bunch.
Yeah, usually when I go on my like drinking
Goals.
benders, I don't eat barely anything, and then I wake up just fucking starving, and then I just eat like shit the whole next day because I'm like, well, I didn't eat anything yesterday, so it evens out. Which technically might be true.
I
Oh my
haven't
God,
done the
it's so
math,
true.
so it might be.
It's so
It
true.
might add up.
Oh my god, it's so true.
Can you make an Excel sheet real quick?
I can basically make up for an entire day's worth of calories. You know, I feel like that makes
one
sense.
pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I did eat literally an entire fucking pizza, which
It was
is like
medium,
nothing
dude.
to
It
me
was
now.
okay.
I know. And
The
then
guy
you
at
just have
GT.
to-
Oh my bad.
Oh gosh, go ahead, dude.
I was gonna say the guy at GT Pizza knows me by name, which I
Yeah,
felt
dude,
bad.
that was sick.
Yeah, he was like, "What's up, Jimmy?" And I was like, "Oh shit," because I was literally just about my next sentence out of my mouth before he addressed me by name was, "You guys recognize us, right? Like we're the guys next door." Because I was wearing like sunglasses and a hat. I looked like I was like in disguise for no reason in there.
I know. When I got here, you were wearing sunglasses
Yeah.
for so long. I was like, oh my god, are you okay?
I thought he was just really hungover, but he said he put them on right before I got here.
Yeah, that's the new way to know if I'm high. If you see me in sunglasses, regardless of the weather, if
That's
it's
what I
sunny, I
thought.
still won't ever wear
That's what
sunglasses.
I thought. Honestly, I was like, oh hell yeah, Jimmy's high
Jimmy's
or
fucking
hungover,
ripped.
or he's actually just made it. Because when you make it, you have to wear sunglasses.
Yeah,
everywhere.
dude. When you see me wearing sunglasses, you're like, oh, he must have taken off. Dude.
Yeah. Must have got that contract.
He's got that. What's it called when you have podcast payers?
Like subscribers or, what do you
Prantanium or
want?
whatever.
Yeah,
What's it
dude.
called?
When you see me with sunglasses, that's when you know our Patreon is taking off.
Patreon.
Yeah.
I was like, Pontranium.
Plutonium.
Subscribe to us on Plutonium. Plutonium.com/LFTS
Wait, so
podcast.
can I just ask you guys for some feedback about my party last night? Did you
Yeah,
think it
sure.
was fun, or did you
Yeah,
think
it
it
was
was
great.
like silly, or do you think it was like different, or
Silly.
You
That's
thought
a
it was
weird
silly?
way- What a silly party. No, silly is a weird...
What a silly party.
Dude, we got silly. Nobody says that anymore. Nobody says we got silly.
Yeah.
Let's start
That's
saying
old,
that.
dude. Getting silly.
Getting
I use
silly.
I
silly-
love getting silly.
dude. I use silly in like regular conversation as like a very. I use it in debates.
Oh my
A
god,
lot?
same. I say the word silly a lot,
But,
because
like-
it's a way to politely be like,
It's
this
like
is- this is
disarming,
silly.
too.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this is silly. Like,
Yeah.
come on. It's like
it is a polite way of saying to the other person that you're dumb as shit.
exactly. It is. It's like, and
kind of
it's
a
kind
silly
of,
Shut
idea,
the
don't you
fuck
think?
up.
and it's kind of like, I don't know, makes you. It's a way to show that you're being, putting yourself out there, like,
Yeah.
being a little bit like, gosh, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, just like
Silly.
silly.
Such a silly.
God, it's like on the tip of my tongue, and every time I say it, I think I'm like, yeah, putting yourself out there. Anyway, we can move on. From
Open?
this.
I don't know.
Open.
It's probably
No,
not the exact
vulnerable.
word.
Vulnerable. I was thinking, thank you,
Vulnerable.
Eric.
Yeah.
It's a way of showing that you're being vulnerable. It's like, was that silly of me? Like,
Yeah.
it's the way of showing that you're, being
Like
a
you
little
care.
vulnerable. That like, you don't
Yeah.
care. I'm an open book. Like, am I being silly? Like,
Yeah, no, the party was great.
the party fun?
All the free alcohol was much appreciated.
You really can't go
And,
wrong with free alcohol.
it was so
and
fun.
yeah, it was a great guest list.
The guest list was amazing. I had a little bit of drama. But
Yeah, just a little bit of drama.
just a little bit
There was
of drama.
drama?
Some drop-in
Yeah,
guests.
Well, no, not even the drama.
okay.
Well, yes,
Well, don't even start me on that.
yes. There
Hold
were
up.
some.
Can we discuss this drama? Because I was completely unaware.
I had
We'll talk
some-
about it after the
I had
cast.
some
Aw,
drama.
man.
I had some drama. I had
You
a
don't want
couple.
them commenting on the podcast like, I didn't think that was...
I had a couple.
It's a good way to get listeners.
You
Talk
know.
shit about everybody. People are like, yo, we got to listen to Jimmy Harris podcast. They shit on everybody all the time. I think they talk shit about this guy. In
I'm
one
not
of the
gonna
three.
name. I'm not gonna name names, but I had some people cut me off and said they're not gonna come to my birthday party.
Who?
I'm not gonna name names.
Cut
but
you off.
Yeah, I had a couple friends that the morning of my birthday party were like, "We're not coming," and this and that hurt. Whatever stuff that
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
even
yeah,
involve
yeah.
me. We talked about it at brunch today.
Yeah.
Like didn't even stuff that like drama that did not even involve me, but they were like, because of this we're not coming to your party, and then next thing I know I've been blocked on Facebook and Instagram. So
Wow.
So
When
they
you-
definitely won't see this.
hey, when you turn 30, you still have drama.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. I had a couple really like seriously close friends of mine that like refused to come to my party and then actually unfortunately blocked me on Facebook.
Yeah. And unfortunately, have crossed me.
Yeah. And you don't fuck with me, as people will learn. Like,
Yeah, I'm 30 now.
I'm 30.
I'll have to
and
be the adult in this situation and bury you.
I'm 30
Fucking
and I have,
ruin
I have a lot of friends and family. So if you cross me,
I have a lot of people that support me.
ruin
Judging
you.
by
I
all the
will-
people that showed up for me and carried me for the picture last night.
I was picked
And
up off
I
the
will end
ground. I was picked up off the ground by my closest friends and family. I was
and I was tickled anonymously.
I was-
I still don't know. I still
someone
don't know
tickled my
the tickler.
armpit and I don't know who it was, but I was picked up off the ground by 100 of my closest friends and family. And if you don't want to be a part of that, then cheers, but I'm 30 and the last person
And
that
I'll
crossed
be the bigger person.
the last person that crossed me, when's the last time you saw them? So
Yeah, well, they weren't at the party either.
they weren't at the party, so I'm a very powerful man in this town. I need a fucking like camera on me right now. Like I need a real like I wanted to hire a camera crew for last minute, and I wanted us all to be wearing wireless mics.
Oh,
it wouldn't be
God.
everybody, but it'll
Yeah.
be like the people
But,
on
like
the
the core
cast, the
casting
cast.
crew. Yeah.
Like Obviously us three. And like
Like Lindsay.
yeah, Lindsay,
It's like
Michelle,
weird cutaway interviews, like mid party.
Allie, because she's going through her like little,
mom
like,
would have a mic.
oh my god, mom
Yeah.
would definitely have a
Mom
mic.
would
Oh my god,
definitely
she'll
have a
give like the best content. She's so like Kris
She'd
Jenner.
be like the best, like the I don't know, the interview room or whatever.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, he just needs to drink water.
I literally considered having a confessional at my party. Not with a priest, but with a camera crew.
yeah.
and I really could have scored some fucking
That's actually
rich
a
content.
Really good idea
And I would have sent
for the next
tape,
party.
And I would have sent the tape to MTV, and I said, "Balls in your court."
Your move.
I'm 30
All
and I
it is in the email.
I'm 30 and I have drama. So if you do want to reach out,
I know this is an emerging market, and
30-year-olds
tap
with
your way
drama.
into it.
I'm 30. I'm single, and I have a lot of. I have a.
And I live in a
complex,
tower with a lot of old people.
Dude, you are like Towson's
And I have a
bachelor,
complicated
dude.
yeah,
life.
yeah, you are, dude.
You
And I
really
have a-
are, dude.
I have a complex group of friends and a complex life. So
If I was in
you-
your situation, I would be living it up, dude. Bachelor.
I know every time we hang out and we go out to bars and like Jimmy crashes, he's like, this could be a revolving door, dude. Like, he's like, why don't you have? He's like, shit. If I had this fucking palace, this like Glazer palace,
Dude, you have it all.
The
You got a
G-spot.
balcony. You have an extra room
You got a
that just
pool.
literally is
You got
an
a
extra room.
Ceiling to floor mirror, a four-sided ceiling to floor
I
mirror.
know, and everybody like accuses me of like sexual deviance with that mirror. Like I have like a floor to ceiling mirrored pillar in my living room.
But
Like,
it's
it looks like a
fucking dope.
stripper pole should be next to
It's
it.
super cool,
And people
though.
accuse me. They're like, "Do you get naked in front of this?" And I'm like, "Yes," but like literally just to like water my plants.
Full body mirrors are crucial because you don't really often see yourself fully naked, like in first person
Or
view.
even just like fully dressed.
And you
like,
have
for-
to, when you're fully naked in front of a like floor to ceiling mirror, it makes you have to get really real with yourself.
yeah, you gotta be honest at that point. You're like,
You have to get
"Oh,
really real. You're like, "Oh fuck, Alex."
Why
Like,
is my self image so different than what I look like?
Like-
This is weird.
can you stop buying all the new Taco Bell innovation that they launch every other month? Because I know they have the mild to wild naked chicken tacos, but
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
no,
way
those
too
aren't
much to
good.
talk about.
they're not that good.
No, they're not good.
I didn't love them. I didn't like them even.
Well, it's like, all right, here's a taco. There's no meat in it, but the shell is made of meat, and there's just lettuce and tomato inside of it.
So the reason why I thought I would like that is because it sounds so paleo.
It sounds good.
It sounds so paleo. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, the shell is chicken. Like, oh, paleo.
It's
like-
fried.
Yeah, I know,
There's bread
but it
in.
is fried.
Yeah.
But like whenever I'm like going paleo, I'm like Chick-fil-A. Like I'm eating chicken and potato. I'm eating chicken and vegetables. Like
Starch and. I need a piece so bad.
Yeah, that rain's getting you, dude.
oh my god, we ran out of prosecco.
I know.
Well, Eric, hold on. Can I give you my car keys
What?
when you go out to pee? Are we still recording? Because I'm having like the time of my life.
we're
Yeah,
recording.
dude.
When you go to pee, could you do me like the biggest favor of my 30th birthday?
What?
Open my car. Look for any bottle of alcohol.
Okay.
Like it could be wine, it could be champagne, it could be. I honestly, I actually though I know that there's a bottle of Svedka vodka in there, room temperature,
No,
which like
no,
we
no,
know
no,
we don't
no.
want.
I
So
got this
hopefully
Diet
not that.
Coke,
Oh, we
dude.
do have Diet Coke.
Vodka
we have no
diets.
cups though.
It's
We
like
just put the vodka into that big Diet
hey,
Coke
let's
2 liter.
let's pass it around
Big
like we did with the
mixed.
prosecco,
Oh man, I might actually wait for this rain to die a little
dude.
bit
It's
first.
like
It's fucking
pouring
pouring
out
right
there.
now.
I can get an umbrella
Cats and dogs, as
Where?
they say.
Is it outside?
in my car. It's even further.
Yeah, and I don't do that.
That's good.
You
All
That's
right,
got
here's
it,
the
bro.
plan.
Like the
Where's that
best
empty
day.
bottle? I'll pee in the empty bottle.
Wait, it's right there.
Then carry it over my head to stop the rain.
But you have to like make sure you don't have a boner because like the bottle opening is so small.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
True.
Like if you do have a boner right now,
Just pop it, get a needle.
you're
pop
like,
it.
you're like, you're like, oh shit. Well, I do have to wait a couple minutes because I do have
Yeah.
a boner right now.
That's something I miss. I don't really get
What?
random boners.
You don't get
anymore.
random boners anymore,
Really?
No, all my boners are perfectly like they make sense. They make sense.
dude.
Yeah, they
I get
have
the
perfect
randoms. I still get the randoms. Like I'm going
Yeah.
through puberty. I still get the randoms.
Every once in a while, for sure.
Oh my god.
I
Or
miss it.
like I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if you guys get the same thing, but sometimes if I'm just driving in my car and I like hit something or there's like a certain pavement on the road, I'm like, why is this tingling my gooch right now? I'm like, oh, am I getting hard? This kind of sucks.
I know.
Dude,
I know. It's like inconvenient. Is
Yeah,
the
it's
word
like, what's
describe
going
it. It's
on?
not even hot. It's like, okay, this is inconvenient. Like, can I please like settle down before I go into my credit union?
Before I look like I'm trying to rob the place.
I don't want to assault anyone today. So if I could please.
One of the just cops like checking their balance thinks you have a gun.
I'm always looking for like new ways.
Sir,
to beat
put it
off.
away. Sir, put it down. I can't. I'm scared.
Like in high school, I remember sitting there and being like, "There's got to be a way. It doesn't make sense that your dick is the only part of your body that if you rub repeatedly, you can have an orgasm." So I remember like trying to figure out. I would like sit and
Just random shit in class.
I would just like
You're
jerk
like-
off random parts of my body just to see if I could come.
Nuh-uh. Oh my god.
Swear to God.
You are lying.
I'm not lying, dude. I failed economics. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see.
You're just jerking
just
off
sit
your
there-
whole body.
Just sitting there, just like this,
You're like jerking off your collarbone.
just like seeing if anything works.
Yeah,
the other
seeing if
day I was
anything
on a
feels
run.
good.
I was wearing.
Oh my
I was
God.
on a run. And I was wearing these boxers. They were like the cheapest possible boxers. The ones that don't even have like the button. They just are
Yeah,
open.
they just always are
yeah,
open.
Yeah, and like so I'd
They're
be
like a
running,
size too
and my
small.
dick would just like flop out of the opening,
Oh.
but then it would just be rubbing like my gym
On the
shorts
mesh.
as
Yes,
I was
I
running.
hate that.
And I was
know
like,
exactly what
if
you
I
mean.
ran at a certain angle, it actually felt kind of dope. And so I was like, dude,
Yes.
what if I could find a way to like go running and
Hands-free.
beat off? I'd run way more often.
Hands-free,
dude.
dude.
That's a great motivation to like exercise.
I was just imagining like me like running faster and just like busting on the street.
30 seconds into your run, just be
I
like,
honestly know exactly what you're talking about.
like out of breath.
I literally know exactly what you're talking about. I've had it happen when I'm doing fucking sit-ups. Like I'm trying to be like a precious, like sweet boy doing sit-ups. I don't want to make this like sexual, but I'm doing fucking sit-ups. Like, come on, I'm exercising.
See, that's where you and I part ways because I try to.
You
make it
you
sexual.
own it. You're like, oh yeah, I'm doing.
I'd be doing like hamstring curls at the gym. You know that machine where you like laid flat and like curl with your
Curl
legs.
your legs.
It's
yeah.
impossible to not like fucking just like be
Look
"This
like you're
feels
banging it,
good as
dude."
shit. Just sitting there, just fucking railing a hamstring. Like, you're doing it wrong,
You know
dude.
you're getting swole. dude. Fucking calves are getting huge. And you're like,
Oh my
this
God.
rocks.
Those are the days, dude. My membership is canceled. You can't come here anymore.
You never cleaned up the equipment too.
At least not on leg day. You cannot come here. Oh man.
Dude, it's like starting to rain harder now.
I know, dude.
Fuck.
Unbelievable. This could easily flood. That looks like it's about a second away from flooding.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is so like Ellicott City vibes right now.
This is- yeah, knock it out, dude.
Eric, please be. And please try to find like a bottle of prosecco in my car.
What's the way is the water flowing? Because maybe we can find out where the rock went by tracing the flow of water.
What rock?
Okay. Yeah. See.
Oh
what
my
you see.
God, Eric, be careful.
Oh my God, I feel like such shit today.
Same. And I feel like I've just been like keeping the party going to like, you know, ease your hangover. And now I'm like, oh gosh, it's a school night. Like,
It's hard to like come out of that like going. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like when you're already in it, like when
Yeah.
you've been drinking, then it's just easier to just keep doing it. It's
Because
hard to
you're
like
And like
switch up.
I've been having fun all day, and like now I'm having fun with you guys, and I'm like, it's just an extension of my birthday party.
Exactly. And I don't have shit to do for the next like. I got to play on Tuesday.
That's cool though.
Hopefully my voice will be better by then.
Oh
My
my
voice
gosh!
is shot
so how
right
do
now.
you how do you deal with like when you because you're a singer, like how do you deal with smoking? Like I know you're a young dude, so like you don't have to worry about that yet. But like, do you think smoking would ever hurt your vocal?
Oh,
cords?
absolutely. I mean, it hurts some already, like not in long term, but like if I don't smoke enough to have it be like a long term effect thing on me. Although I am starting to smoke more than I used to. I probably go through like half a pack a week, or probably like one a day. I average, which is like whatever.
Oh my God, Eric, what do you have?
Eric, you're wet as shit, dog. Holy shit.
What is that?
You like went out.
Oh
at the,
my fucking God! We have another bottle of prosecco.
Yo, fuck yeah, dude. For this one, pop it, like let it go somewhere.
Okay.
Well,
Yes, that's what I wanted. I wanted to like do that the last time, but it was
I'm
kind
putting
of
on
like a
safety
premature
goggles.
ejaculation. Like it came before I. Oh my God. God bless prosecco. We're such like white girls right now.
Oh my God.
White girl
It is wet as a
wasted.
bitch outside, dude. All the water's like pouring over by your car. It might have washed over by the fence, like by the.
this
fence
is
between
easily gonna
us- our
flood.
yards.
If
I mean,
keeps
it
up like
looks-
this. That's flooding.
It
for
literally
sure.
looks like my car might like
We
drift
gotta,
away like Ellicott City vibes.
Close it, man. We gotta close the door.
No, when it starts coming in, I'll
We
close
gotta
it.
like shovel the water away or something. Or,
Yeah, I
like,
don't know how
maybe
to
like
handle
take
this.
some of the dirt away from each side of the door so it can drain off or something.
I'm just gonna.
I'm about to fucking break something.
Hell
doing
yeah,
this.
Eric. Oh!
Oh my God! I accidentally did the same thing.
Same. I know. I did the same thing.
Man, that sucks.
It's hard to not.
I'll put it here. I'll put
Yeah,
it
just
on
throw it.
Put it on the mantle somewhere.
Just throw it like it went somewhere.
This is going on the souvenir mantle.
We're
Hell
drinking
yeah.
prosecco like it's Vanderpump Mondays. I mean, this
get
makes
this
so
shit
much
up.
sense because Vanderpump Rules season 6 just ended, so we have to drink prosecco.
So you just had a party. And
While the cast
to
is filming
celebrate.
season 7, we will drink prosecco to wait for them for the next season to come out on Bravo.
Roll
Only on
sleep.
Bravo. Andy Cohen. Oh my God, I'm like stretching my legs out right now.
do it up.
Like,
Is it
there's,
comfortable
like,
in here,
Get
dude?
comfy, man.
I'm the only guest, so I can stretch my legs
so you get
out.
the whole couch.
I have the whole couch. Oh my God. This is
And
the best day of my
Prosecco.
life.
Oh man, what are
Oh
you guys
my
talking
gosh.
about when I was getting wet?
I was
Um,
asking Jimmy about his vocal cords because I was worried about his vocal cords because it's one of his best assets, not his only asset because he has a lot of other
because he has
talents.
great looks.
Great looks. He's also a great producer
Yeah,
and a great strategist.
and podcaster.
Strategist.
He's a thought leader as well.
Thought leader. I like
Thought leader, dog.
Thought
But
leader.
a thought
Right,
leader.
bro. You're right. You're right.
That's not even what
public
I meant,
thought
but that's like two different things. But you're both. You are both. You're also a thought leader. But I was asking him, I was like, dude, like, you know, we all like to partake in a casual cig when you have a couple drinks. But, you know, you're a singer. Like, what happens to your vocal cords? Because I feel like nothing has happened with your vocal cords. Like, you still have a great voice.
I think part of it adds character, which is me
Yeah.
being an
Yes.
idiot when I
that.
say
Like
that.
no, I think it does too. Though,
It
'cause
gives you
like,
a little bit of edge.
Well, it's like
when you have a
instead
little
of sounding
raspy rasp.
clean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of sounding like overly produced or like I don't know, it's weird. It like
Yes.
adds like a distinct thing to it.
You're so right.
So that's cool. The day
So that's
Jimmy's
the
like-
benefit.
Jimmy's like, oh, enough about me. But
I don't think any cons, really. I think smoking makes me better. The day after, like, okay, I smoked a ton of cigs on Friday night after my show at the Horse. I met up with Mahedi. My friend was playing after me.
Oh,
you know,
oh my God, Mahedi didn't come to my 30th birthday party.
was he invited?
Hell yeah, he was the first person to accept my RSVP.
You could have left that open, dude. I was just fucking around.
It was like pushing. It was like raining on the carpet too. Like there was rain coming in on the carpet, so I just closed it. Like not
True.
from the water seeping up.
Yeah, just
It's
bouncing.
always the way to go, but it
Yeah,
was just like
true.
raining into the garage.
But like the day after, like when I went to your party, my first like 3 songs, I was like, ooh, I cannot sing right now. I had to like warm up into it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't even like I said, like I didn't even like bring attention to myself until like 5 songs in. I was like, I'm just gonna play these songs and do nothing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like 5 songs in, I was like, what's up?
Oh my god, nobody noticed that but you. You did an awesome job.
Oh man, that was cool. That was a really good night. That's gonna go top. I've been having a lot of good
Top
nights.
2
lately.
nights, dude.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
going.
isn't that like the best when you are like, it just keeps getting better and better? Like, I remember on my 29th birthday last year, I went to dinner with our parents. I think you came too.
Yeah.
I don't remember where we went, but we went to the Kent for a drink after, just me and mom and dad. And just like, small talk, mom was like, so what do you think was your best year so far? Like, which year was your best year? And I was kind of like stumped because I was like, wait, and I was like, you know what? It just keeps getting better and better. Like, not to sound cheesy, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of person that gets sad when they get a year older. Like, you know how some people are like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm turning 25.
Yeah, I never understood
like,
that either.
I've never been that way. Like, oh my god, I'm turning 20 or I'm turning 30. Like, I can't. Like, I don't get sad. Like, it just keeps getting better and better. Which I guess like I'm lucky that I'm happy.
Yeah.
But
That's unique though, because you don't even get a little bit of depression like the day of your birthday. You're not like, oh shit.
not at all.
Not
But
at all.
I will admit, I might have told you guys this last night, but the night before my real birthday, which was this past Thursday, it was the last night of my 20s,
Yeah.
and like literally going to bed, I was like, it was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like this is my last night of my 20s, and I was like just alone going to bed, and I felt like a little. And then I was like, this is kind of sad. Like I felt a little. I wouldn't use the word sad because I wasn't sad.
But it's only because of that, because you thought about it
I thought
way.
about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
And then when
yeah.
I woke up the next day, I was like, I'm happy.
I'm 30.
I'm 30. I'm
Yeah,
30 and
fresh
I'm,
start,
your
dude.
30s,
I'm
dude.
0, dude.
I'm 30
young.
and I'm fucking hot. So.
I think we kind of touched upon it on the earlier. I was doing Mike Moran's podcast, but like age is definitely, you only feel old when like it's like you feel you're old when you stop growing up in a way. So like when we were in high school or like fresh out of high school and we went to like senior week like 2 years later and we were like 19
Yeah.
at and we like that was like Will Beckman's senior week, so we like hung out with them and Ellis and all them. And I remember feeling old being there, but I was 19.
Yeah.
But the reason I felt old is because it was a relative thing.
Yeah.
So like now it's like I'm 25, and so like when I'm at like a college
So, yeah,
bar,
when we go to like senior week this year, it's gonna be fucked up.
Tomorrow. When we
yeah,
get senior week.
slowly it's starting to seem weird.
Not yet, but slowly.
I can definitely tell it's getting there. Eventually, I got a couple more years.
I got to my 30s.
But like now when I'll go to like a college bar or something and like everybody in there's like 21, 22, I feel old then. But it's like when I go to a comedy place and then people are old, it's like it's all relative. So like when you stagnate into like a certain phase of your life,
Yeah.
and then you get too old to do that and you're still doing that, that's when you feel old, which I think is
Yeah.
why so many people feel so old, because like they're kind of stuck on like when you're 30, you should be, if you're doing 30-year-old shit, that's fucking dope. Because like relatively
Yeah.
speaking, 30 is young as fuck. It's just not young if you're comparing yourself to like a college kid or something.
True.
But like 30 is like, I feel like the 30s are the best decade because you're still young, but you're also established in a certain way.
Yeah.
Like 20s is like this. 20s is like you're young, but you have nothing. Like
And like when you're 30, you're young, but people take you more seriously.
Yeah,
So
Mm-hmm.
that also helps. So you mentioned like the whole senior week thing. Like when I was 21, going to the Towson bars, I felt a little insecure because I felt young compared to them, like the people in the bars. And I remember being like, I feel so young. Like I almost felt like shy or whatever. Now, because I still live in the same college town in Towson, now when I go to the bars, I feel like I'm the old guy in a good way. Like I actually feel confident. I'm like, oh my god, like, and I don't mind the college kids, and I actually have fun. But it actually makes me feel better because I'm like, oh shit, like I'm older than them. Like not to sound like so much, like
yeah,
not
yeah.
like,
But
it's
I
like,
figured it out.
like I figured it out. Yeah, like I figured it out. Like it kind of is cool. And so like also, we're 4 years apart. I'm with you guys, you two and me. Like I don't feel like we're different ages. Like I feel like we're the same age. Like the way that we
Yeah.
hang out, like I feel like we're the same age. Like,
yeah,
you know
and
what I
like
mean?
Umar's your age, but I never like oh he's so much older than me because
Right.
you're
You
like
don't-
because I
Yeah,
just grew
Umar
up with
and I are the
you,
same
and it's
age.
like
yeah.
Once
it's
you're a
just my
man, you're a
brother,
man. I would say that's what Brett was saying.
I
Once
think
you're a man,
it's-
you're a man.
I think it's
Yeah.
a maturity thing. It's not it's not the number. Not to sound
Yeah.
cheesy, like
But
age is
also,
a
like,
number, but like
doing like comedy and stuff. I like mix it up with just people of every age range.
yeah.
So it's just like I don't know. I kind of stopped like thinking about that. Actually, that might have been like like when I worked at that video game company. I might have like gotten past it then because I was literally like
E for
19
E.
years old. And I was
Yeah.
working with like 30-year-olds or like late
Yeah.
20s. And I was like, oh, it's just people. It's like, oh,
Right.
this guy reminds me of this guy from high school. This guy reminds me of this guy. Oh, this guy reminds me of this kind of person. This is da 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 da.
I think that's a great point because I can relate to that because when I started working in an office with adults, as I use quotation marks with my fingers, like people in their 50s can be super immature too. Like
Yeah.
and you're like, oh shit, I always used to think that like grown-ups had it all figured out. But then you
Yeah.
realize, oh,
Or they're like all
shoot,
stuck up or something, or like.
But then you realize, oh crap, like
You're like, I'm a grown up now. What the fuck?
like there's older people that are super mature, and then there are younger people that are also more mature. So anyway,
I'm starting to dig the idea. I'm starting to dig the process of getting older, only because I feel like it starts to like distinguish you as a like all the different things that like when I was in like my early 20s and like teen years. And like all the different aspects, I'm just speaking from like myself personally.
Yeah.
But like everything kind of like comes together. It starts to make sense.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm starting to like understand. Not to say the cheesiest thing we've said so far on the podcast, but I'm starting to like kind of
I'm
like
waiting for it.
know myself
Oh
more.
my
I think that's the prosecco, dude.
you're like,
Yeah, dude.
are you
get
living
that.
your truth?
Yeah, dude. I fucking lift up my arm. It's like inner arm tattoo. Know yourself.
You have like a tramp stamp.
Some really, but like I understand what that means because it's just like it's weird because like it's just weird to think like, oh shit, this is my life, and now as I become a man, it's like this is who I am. Like, does that make any
I know.
sense? Like, you're like,
it does.
everything you do is like on your permanent record, and it like establishes who you are as a person. It's like I didn't really take that shit to. I didn't even consider that stuff when I was younger. You just do shit, just
Yeah,
randomly.
yeah.
And then as you get older, you're like, oh wait, you start to just understand like everything. It's just cool to see it all come together,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to see how that process continues.
Yeah.
While also being depressed every birthday.
You are, oh my god, you're not a depressed birthday person, are you?
I am.
You are.
I am.
Well, how do you feel? So you're 25, right?
Yes, I'll be 26
When you
in
turned
August.
25, did it feel sad because you were like a quarter of a century or whatever? Or like,
I think the big one for me was my 24th birthday because that was when I was in mid-20s. Like that was like, oh shit, I'm in my mid-20s now. 25 was like, well, now I'm just exactly in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
26, I'll be like, oh shit.
I'm about to be out of my mid-20s.
Like 27, I think actually, 25. I remember
think
feeling
25 on is just going to be like, all right,
Yeah.
who cares? Until 30,
See,
until like
that's-
the mile markers or something.
so this is.
I mean, I'm excited for my birthday, but it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, I
26
feel
is
like
a
the
cool
last
age.
birthday that actually like was like a thing, was like a 21st or like.
Oh my
You know what I
fucking god,
mean?
you guys! This is like so off topic, but I was searching through my computer the other day for a video,
Yeah.
and I found a video from Eric's 21st birthday party.
Oh my god.
And I dragged it to my desktop because I wanted to send it to you guys. It's a video from like my cell phone at the time or whatever. And it's at the Crab Ranch. Remember the Crab Ranch?
Oh
in
god.
Towson?
Me in the
And
bathroom.
it's you two. No. The video is literally of you two taking a Irish car bomb. on
Oh,
Eric's
and then I
21st
immediately
birthday.
go throw it up. Yeah.
and Jimmy was like, Jimmy bought the Irish car bomb for Eric. This is like what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you guys were chugging it, and Jimmy like fucking housed it. Like he just like, and Eric had already had like fucking probably 10 shots before that. So he was like
Well, and also I
struggling.
can't do cream, so that like
Yeah,
I was
and
just
he's
like,
fucking
all right, Jimmy
lactose
got it
intolerant.
for me. I'll drink it. So
So
like,
then
thank
Eric
you
was like,
for the gift.
and you were like gagging and like you threw up into the cup a little bit.
yeah. Oh, and then I ran to the bathroom and just completely.
But I didn't
puked.
get that on video. But
Oh well, you guys definitely came
but
into
you
the
did, you
bathroom and we just had a full blown conversation while I was throwing up.
But yeah, I got it.
And that was fun. And then I rallied, you know.
I gotta send you the video. I found it on my computer that day. It was so funny. I was
Hell
like, oh my
yeah.
god, it's Jimmy and Eric. But
That'd be great.
That'll
Going
go on
back-
the story for
Hell yeah.
LFTS.
it should go on
dude.
the it should go on the LFTS
Yeah.
IG.
We get mad love on our stories
We
on that.
really do.
Yeah.
So you guys, you're about to turn 26. You know, it's like this is like a weird factoid. 26 used to be my favorite year. Like, I don't know why, but like when I was 26, it was my favorite year because I just liked the ring. It had a good ring to it. Like 26 sounded good.
Yeah.
Because you're still fresh, but people take you more seriously. At least that's what I thought at the time. now, if I meet a 26-year-old, I'm like, oh, they're so young. But at the time, I was like, oh, people take me seriously. Like, so anyway, I don't know. I like 26. I didn't like 27 because I was so fucking scared that I was gonna die like Amy Winehouse or Kurt Cobain. Or
Oh
like,
yeah, you gotta be
um,
careful, dude.
Yeah.
or what's his name?
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix
Yeah.
and anyway, I didn't.
Amy
wanna-
Winehouse.
I did not want to join the 21 club or 27 club.
Yeah.
So 27 was like literally I was like I was like anxious all year. I was like I'm gonna die this weekend.
Yeah, dude. We got 1 year to make it, and then we're dead.
You have to make it past 27.
Yeah.
Then 28 and 29 were fine. Like I was like okay, who cares? Then 30, I'm like I'm happy.
This is like you're not even a week into being 30 yet. You're already
No, yeah.
you already are really owning it.
Yeah, you're in
I'm
great
fuck-
spirits about it.
I know. I'm in good spirits. As I'm like in the hospital.
You get like a thank you or a get well card. Hey, congrats on turning 30. Hope you feel better.
Oh my god, I'm having the fucking time of my life with you guys.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Can
Do
we
you
just-
want to like plug your stuff, or do you want to like?
Sure. Okay. I am on a podcast called Voyage Down the Amazon. You can find it on the podcast app, Voyage Down the Amazon, or on Instagram and Twitter as at VDTAmazon. You can email us at vdtamazon@gmail.com. And we also record naked. So one of us is naked every episode. It's a social experiment.
Awesome.
Yeah, check that shit out. It's very funny. Wait, what were you gonna say before I made you plug?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I could tell the listeners about what the show's about.
Yeah, sure.
So we read Amazon reviews. It's a comedy podcast, which honestly makes me feel so cool because
Yeah, it makes you a comedian.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, my little brother's a comedian. Like now I'm a comedian. Like my little brother has a podcast. Now I have a podcast. So it's a comedy podcast where we read Amazon reviews and discuss them. So it's like Amazon. You guys know Amazon reviews. Like it's either like really funny Amazon reviews or like really crazy someone who's really pissed about a product or really happy about a product. Just like we will never run out of content. So that's the show.
It's a good concept and it's funny.
It's a solid concept, and I didn't even come up with it. Someone else did. So. I'm just the talent. No, just
Yeah.
kidding. Lindsay's the talent. Lindsay's so funny.
Yeah, she really is. I love Lindsay.
She's so funny.
Yeah, she's great.
Well, gosh, is this like my cue to get out of here? Why are you guys making me plug? I feel like I want to keep talking on the show.
Oh, we can keep talking.
Oh,
I
that was just
didn't
our
know where to
mid-show
throw it
plugs,
to,
dude.
yeah.
I'm gonna in like 2 seconds. I should also like pass the Prosec, like puff puff pass. I'm gonna go have to pee in that like bullet.
Oh shit!
Bullet
yeah.
rain. There's like
Careful.
raindrops of.
You can piss out the
bullets.
window.
Yeah, or like you
I
can
don't know
take
if
the
that's
empty
better or
bottle
not.
into the other room and pee in it or
There's
something.
another room in here.
Yeah, we can take a little quick break.
Dude, we
and
got a
show
bunch
you
of
little
Let's take a
tour.
break and
Yeah,
then let's
yeah.
record some more. I'm having so much fun with you guys.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
My two 25-year-old brothers.
Hell
All
yeah.
right,
Jimmy's
we'll be
my
right
other
back
brother.
after this.
Let's give you some break music.
And I know something about break music.
The mic.
For every down female that's stuck with they dude through the best times, through the worst times, Just for you. Man, I know you and
All the songs are fucking dope off that album.
I love music.
I haven't even listened to the whole thing yet. I want to check it out though.
It's only like 20 something minutes long, so it's just like 7 songs.
Is it really
Fucking
only
good,
7
though.
songs?
Yeah. All of his
Damn.
new albums, or like all the albums he's producing right now. So he did like Pusha T last week, his this
dude.
week.
Whose side is he on in the Pusha T Drake thing then? Is he on-
Obviously Pusha T, dude.
yeah, but dude, Drake and Kanye were on Forever together.
Yeah, but I mean, also like, you know, like Drake wrote or like helped write Father Stretch My Hands, but then like Kanye also helped write Find Your Love for Drake.
That's what I'm saying. So
and like,
aren't they
you know, they
dope?
have a relationship, but in the new Kanye album, Kanye has some fucking disses for Drake spread throughout it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
But
Dude,
yeah.
Do
I
you
don't
think
know. It's like a Young Money versus Good Music.
Do you think he's
feud,
gonna
dude.
bounce back? Because I don't know, man.
Drake, I don't know. I feel like he would have dropped something by now.
He's kind of got to drop something, or else he's just taking the. Well, here, would you rather just take the L right now and just not reply and just let it die, or would you release a song and have it not be as good as his, and then you super take the L?
I don't
Last
know,
time
because he
took a
also
L.
has a damn album coming out in like 2 or 3 weeks. Drake.
He has a
was supposed
damn
to-
album coming out.
Yeah, on like it was supposed to be July or like June 20 something.
Do you
I
think they do
forget.
that shit on purpose?
I don't know, man.
Do what shit?
Like start these beefs as
Oh,
a way to promote?
definitely.
But why would Drake
Look at what
lose a beef?
Look what Kanye did the past 2 months. He's like acting crazy on Twitter before his album drops.
Sure, but why would Drake lose a beef?
Well, Drake also flew out to
Underdog.
Wyoming while they were
Underdog.
making the album. So
Everyone
a lot of
loves
people
an
are
underdog.
speculating that it is a fixed or like a made up beef, like it's like a fucking wrestling beef or whatever.
It's
you know what I
all-
mean? But I don't know. The Pusha T track was kind of crazy.
It's
He
all
basically ruined his upcoming Adidas brand. He apparently was supposed to be talking about his new son on his new album, and he kind of just put it out that he was a deadbeat dad that like didn't acknowledge his son. And then like, dude, I don't know, man.
It's all curated.
And then that picture of him in like blackface, even though he is black, he's like, I don't know.
But it's like a lot of these rap beefs are kind of like similar, except for the Meek Mill thing. But like the Joe Budden thing is another example. Like it seems to be like somebody who's really popping, and then just like an outdated. I won't say outdated, but
I mean,
like
Pusha T is like Drake like looks up to Pusha T.
I understand that. I understand that, but like Pusha T is not in his prime right now.
I don't know, dude. The new album that he put out last week, like that Kanye produced, is fucking dope. And he's like the president of Good Music. He's like he's not like full-time rapper.
That's
He's
what I'm
like
saying.
You
He's
know,
like
he's just
a-
like he's been in the business for like
Yeah,
20
he's
plus
moved on.
years. Like he grew up with Pharrell in Virginia and worked
But why
with
aren't
him
there
on
any
clips.
like why aren't there any beefs between rappers who are like of the same generation? Are there?
Yeah, like all the new rappers
Hello.
fucking beef with each other.
East Coast, West Coast, Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
that
talking
was a
like
while ago.
right. that was a long time ago, dude.
Right now, I mean, like,
You're right,
yeah, all
there's
like the
not that many right
SoundCloud
now.
rappers are fucking beefing with each other.
I'm just
I think you're right. I think nowadays people are more about like, can't there be room for all of us? Like we all love each other.
It's like, no, dude, we're
more
trying
like
to beef.
support. Now everyone's like supporting each other.
And that's why the only ones that are beefing are the older ones, because they're like, what the fuck, we're supposed to beef, and the new ones are like, nah, dude, we're supposed
It's
to be
like
nice
when
to each other and pop
Camila
zannies.
Cabello left Fifth Harmony, and they
Oh,
all supported her.
gosh. Camila Cabello is attractive though.
Yeah.
I'll
is she
hand
like
her that.
14 though?
Yeah, how old is she?
I have no idea.
I hope she's not
I hope
14.
She's
not.
friends with Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift has a lot of young friends. She's a little bit of a weird alien.
Taylor Swift is our age, right? No, she's 2 years older.
I think she's like in her mid to late 20s now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're safe with her.
We're safe looking at her, speculating whether we'd fuck.
I've already decided.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, dude, I don't know. I like, part of me wants Drake to win this because I feel like I really do feel like he's one of the greatest rappers of this generation, and it would suck to see him take an L. And I feel like what's going to happen is he's going to do what he did to Meek Mill, which is I hope this is what happens, that he comes out with a song that is like maybe not that elevated in terms of like diss-wise, but if he comes out with like a
It's
banger
catchy.
of a song,
They can play at the club and shit.
exactly. Because like that's the one thing that's missing in the beef so far is there's it's all lyrical right now. Like
Yeah.
they rapped over the same beat or something. The first one, didn't they, or something like that?
No.
But it's all just like background music. It's not like a beat necessarily.
Can I ask a
Well, I
dumb
don't know.
question?
What's up?
What does it mean to take an L?
Oh,
Like a
lose.
loss.
A
Lose.
loss. Okay.
Yeah.
Last night took a
A
L, but
W?
tonight I bounced back. Is
Yeah,
that
a
that
W's a
song?
win and an L's a loss. Yeah.
Oh, chill.
Yeah.
So, you like Drake?
I like him. Yeah, I think he's dope.
from Canada.
That could be part of it.
That explains it. They're all so nice.
I was a Degrassi fan, so
Yeah, you knew him as Wheelchair Jimmy.
yeah, I knew him as Wheelchair Jimmy.
Yeah.
Similar
That
name
is the
to
one
Jimmy
thing.
Celesty.
Yeah, he kind of like loses a lot of street cred, I guess, because like when Drake says all this shit, like I put you in a body bag or something, like does anybody really believe him? Like he's not that.
I feel like he totally stripped from that Degrassi like
Mm.
reputation. Like I feel like people not forgot, but like he's rebranded himself. Where at first it was, hard for him to not hard, but like because not everybody watched the fucking show, but now I think of him as his own brand. Like I don't think of Degrassi,
Yeah.
I think of Drake. It's like Paris Hilton. You don't think of Hilton Hotels, you think of her as a brand. Like
Or,
same with Drake. I think he is a total brand.
Well, yeah, I agree. But he's just like he's not like a hard rapper. So like
Really?
I wouldn't consider him like hard or whatever that means.
See, I think
I feel
he's
like that's what
hard.
he's been trying to get.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Recently, he's
sold.
been
Like
trying to
honestly,
change his
honestly,
image
I
into
think of
that.
him as like Donald Glover. I think of him as a musician now.
Yeah.
Like I don't think of Community anymore.
Yeah,
right?
or like you don't think of his stand up. You think about his
I think
music
about his
or
music,
like
'cause that's-
Atlanta or
which is impressive. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think that's cool of Donald Glover and of Drake. I think it's actually pretty cool that they've been able to like. That's hard to do to like change your brand like that.
Well, Donald Glover did
or
it
like
by-
to have your persona be elevated past all of your like previous accomplishments. Now you're
Yeah.
just like almost yeah, I don't know.
I think a
Yeah.
lot of it had to do with a lot. I mean, I didn't watch Degrassi, and I think like
Missing out.
people people that are like in high school, graduating high school, blah 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 blah, college.
They've
or
never
whatever.
known about that.
They didn't
They
see
didn't know
that.
about Drake on
True.
Degrassi. They
It's
just
a
saw him as
generational
rapper.
thing. Yeah, that's a good point, Jimmy. I think it's a generational thing. Like kids in high school now were too young when he was on Degrassi,
Yeah.
so they know him only as a rapper. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
But he's also not. He's not like on the come up by any stretch of the imagination. Like
He's pretty much at the top right.
yeah, I consider him from a different generation. Like he's definitely not of the same generation as like the fucking like Zanny boys or whoever's out right now. Like that's like a whole different thing.
No, yeah, like Kim and Nicki like coming up with like Young Money, like late 2000s. Like Drake was fucking hot. He was soaring like a fucking asteroid, dude. But then he took a big old L. Pusha T shot him out of the sky.
Man, I
Still
just
hasn't
want
replied, dude.
I want him to win, dude. He's like Muhammad Ali to me, dude. Drake. This is like when he loses to fucking Frazier. You're like, what the fuck? Joe Frazier?
A name like that beat Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, dude. Number one.
Got the poster to prove it. Where he has his finger up. Do you think he's doing a number one there, or do you think he's playing it?
He's
at
calling
someone?
somebody out, dude.
Okay.
He's looking at you.
He's like, I'm number one. He's still saying
I
it.
want
now.
you.
He's definitely in the middle of saying I'm or something
Yeah,
like that.
I want you to dodge the draft and get suspended from boxing and have to go to prison for a couple of years.
Dude, you just got to do the Elvis thing and just join the music corps. He got drafted and then he just like played music. Like, wait, is this allowed? And he was like, yeah.
No, my sergeant said I could do this. I said it was okay.
I can't do a fucking Elvis impression.
That was good, though. I thought that was good.
Oh, thanks, dude. I didn't even say a full word.
I'll say.
Elvis Presley, the original draft dodger, dude. He did it the old school way. Fucking started singing. Started crooning, they couldn't tell him no.
I've never heard a white guy sing like this before. This is incredible.
But this could make a lot of money.
I mean, I guess he technically didn't dodge the draft. He joined up, but he just tricked people.
He found a loophole.
I heard that Elvis Presley might still be alive.
Dude,
Why?
why would he be alive?
I heard about a theory, like a conspiracy theory, that he might still be alive.
But why?
What is it? Why?
What do you mean? Why can't I be alive?
Yeah. But like, I don't know. What is he doing?
I have no idea. That's the spooky part.
What was
He's
the
just alive though.
That's the spooky part.
what
It's
was
like,
the
oh my
reason?
God, is he alive?
what was the reason for faking his death? Like that's the conspiracy, right? Why would
Maybe
they do
like
that?
just fame got to his
Yeah,
head.
got
or, like,
too
the
many
fame
blue
just got
Christmases.
too much. Like,
See, if I ever had the opportunity, I wouldn't do this. So I'm lying right now, but I think faking your death. And because nobody's ever pulled that off successfully, like celebrity wise. Like
I
we've all
know.
heard. There's
yeah,
all
but
kinds
just
of.
a regular person, dude. You could totally pull that off.
Yeah, you could. Dude, I could do that.
but
Yeah.
a celebrity is harder. Yeah,
But like,
you're
how
right.
come a celebrity's never done that? Because that, like, people are always like, "Oh no, Tupac's still alive," and it's like, well, if he's still alive, he should come back, and that would break the fucking universe, dude. People would freak out if Tupac was like,
Yeah.
"I was just kidding." People would be like, what?
Psych.
Like that'd be insane. But like, nobody's done it. But like, what if somebody actually did that? Like, I
That
saw this
would-
video of Lil Peep when
Uh-huh.
he was dead in the bus after he OD'd.
Oh,
and he didn't have any
yeah. Oh my God.
tattoos, dude.
Huh?
He didn't have any tattoos.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh
Now,
my God.
I'm just telling you what I saw. He didn't have any tattoos.
Weird.
I haven't looked into it further because I don't care. But if he comes back, I won't even
that
be
would
surprised.
break the internet. And
Not me, dude. I'd be
I
sitting
don't
here
want to
like,
upstage Kim,
Yeah.
but it would break the internet. Have you actually heard that Avril Lavigne has actually, unfortunately, passed away?
Oh, I think I have heard about that.
Yeah, she's dead. So Avril Lavigne passed away, unfortunately.
wait, did she actually?
She had a cameo on The Hills in season 6, but she did pass away after that. Yes. And
How
there's
come nobody
a
talked
Wait, what
about
was
that?
the thing with her?
no, she didn't pass away. There's a conspiracy theory that she passed away during like the Skater Boy years, and that a replacement from Brazil or something like took her place. And there's like a mole or something that like you can see the difference or something.
Maybe she just
Weird.
got a mole.
Or maybe she got it removed.
That is
Or-
such a good point.
Maybe she's dead.
And let's not. And if she had a mole, let's not cancer shame anyone on this podcast.
Yeah, no. She might have just had
It
to
was
get a
probably
biopsy.
benign.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't see the point in these conspiracy theories because it's like, ultimately, who cares? Like,
Yeah, like the Gucci Man's a clone thing.
you have to give me a good reason why Elvis Presley would fake his death. Like maybe they were saying like, dude, you're getting fat now. You fucking suck. Like,
It was the ultimate draft dodge, dude.
yeah.
Fake
Like,
his death.
like they were, yeah. Like they were just. I just feel like they were like, look, you're ruining your image right now. What the only way to save it is if you die, because then you get like 20,000 fame points by dying. Then you become a legend. And then he was like, all right, I'll just do that then. And then he faked his death, and now he collects royalties, and they call him the King of Rock now.
Okay, speaking of
Which is
conspiracy
insane.
theories and like the supernatural, does anybody want to hold a very powerful stone?
Yes.
Yeah,
Can
we
I
do that
can
earlier.
I please? Can you have Jimmy hold this
Yeah.
and see if he feels anything? I'm passing Jimmy my.
I want to
newest-
feel it for a second too,
Okay.
just because I didn't feel anything earlier, but I won't, take that away from
I'm
Jimmy's
passing
experience.
around. I don't want you to bias Jimmy, but this is a moldavite stone. It's my biggest moldavite stone that I've had. It's a very powerful stone. It actually was created from when a meteor hit the Czech Republic 15 million years ago. Okay, you guys?
Yeah.
A meteor hit the Czech Republic 15 million years ago, and it created this green tektite called moldavite. And so it's from outer space, and it's the most physically reacting stone. Like, people who
Have
are
you
into-
tried tasting it yet?
No, how'd you know about that?
I don't know. I wanted to try tasting it.
Well, guess what?
What?
Yeah, you can taste it. When I got my first moldavite, one of the witches that works at like
Where'd you touch it with your tongue? Right there. I'm gonna do the opposite side.
There is like a witch at a crystal shop that said taste it to see if it tastes like, chemicals. Because there's a lot of fake Moldavite on the internet. Okay,
Yeah, it doesn't taste like anything.
Eric's
No.
like, this tastes like cigs.
that's real Moldavite. So that is real Moldavite because it doesn't taste like chemicals. So
I mean, it
It's-
looks super cool.
it's a very, very powerful stone.
What does that mean?
Like
though?
it looks very nice.
So it has a couple metaphysics. So first things first, I think it's cool that it literally has like history that this was created 15 million years ago.
yeah, and from like
like-
an asteroid.
Like
that's
that's
very cool.
like that's actually cool because you can't deny that. Like that is fact. And then when you get to the metaphysical properties, people believe that Moldavite creates rapid change in your life. So if you want to get a new job or whatever, like it creates rapid change.
Does it guarantee that it's good change?
No, it doesn't guarantee you
Oh
good change.
shit!
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you're taking a chance. Your life could just plummet.
Like I've read stuff online where they're like, you know what, you will have rapid change, and guess what, you asked for it. Like, don't say you didn't ask for it, kind of thing.
yeah.
But I don't use it in that way. You can also put it in your pillowcase, and it can give you very prophetic dreams, like on the highest conscious. Like, so I've had some trippy ass dreams, and I'd motivate
like
my
what?
pillowcase. I can't really think of a good example right this second, but but I've had some really trippy dreams when I've had Moldavite in my pillowcase. The biggest reason that I use Moldavite is because it protects you from psychic vampires.
What is
That
a
is-
psychic vampire?
A psychic vampire is when those kind of people that just drain the life out of you.
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
you're around them and you just feel exhausted after being around them. Like I have some people like that in my life.
Yeah.
Where after you spend time with them, like you literally are drained, exhausted, you feel irritable after hanging out with them. It's people, they don't know that they're psychic vampires, but they suck the energy out of, they feed off of other people's positive energy. So Moldavite actually keeps you on a higher plane where psychic vampires cannot get to you.
I know those type of people, but you're saying they do it on. They don't even know they're doing it.
No,
They just suck.
people don't know when they are sucking. No, but
Maybe that's why they call it sucking, dude.
True.
like
Sucking the energy.
you think of a vampire as someone who like sucks your blood, like they know they're doing it to you. But there are psychic
You know who I
vampire-
think coined that psychic vampire thing?
Who?
Joe Rogan.
Really?
Dope.
Yeah, I think so. Or I've heard him
Dope.
use that term before.
So honestly, like you guys know, I'm not like freaking mental. Like I take it all with a grain of salt. Like I don't like I want to believe in this kind of stuff, but I'm not crazy. Like I don't live and die by it. But
Where'd you get the stone?
from a website called Inner Vision Crystals. It's a very reputable website. I'm not like a crazy person, but
Inner Vision Crystals.
they're very reputable. They have connections to the mines in the Czech Republic, like,
Ooh.
the like crystal mines. They're,
How
like, the
much
rock-
was that stone?
Private. No, but seriously, like, literally, like, I'm not. People who believe in like astrology and like, oh, your sign, this and that. Like, I never believed in that stuff, but when I started to learn about it, it's like I want to believe in it. Like I take it with a grain of salt. And you know what? If it's all in my head, but it works, then who cares?
That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean,
So-
it might just be a placebo, but it puts you
It
in the
might-
mindset of
Exactly.
what you want to gain by using whatever certain crystal or whatever.
Which
I
is
don't
what it's all
know.
about, dude.
Exactly. So if it's all in my head, I don't care because it's working. Because I've been carrying around Moldavite and black tourmaline at work to protect me from psychic vampires, and it's working. So cheers to me because it is working.
Damn, dude, that's such a thing.
I've just been
It's
having
scary.
a-
I'm trying to think of people like that. I know plenty.
Any names you want to drop right now?
Yeah, this would be the best, dude.
Let's get back into the drama. From like,
Nick Merwin comes to mind.
Oh shit!
oh my god, who
fucking
is
around,
that?
dude. Just in case you listen.
Who is that? He sounds like we should like become friends.
No, he's dope.
Yeah,
I
he's a
haven't seen
good
him in a while.
dude.
He
I
lives
think he
in,
was just joking.
Fed or I don't know where he lives now.
Could you actually like give me his address? I think he lives in Fed, or give me the street address.
Like Boston Street.
Wait,
maybe
speaking
like
of friends,
1422.
speaking of friends, I made a new friend in the past couple months called Jordan Levine.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
One of my
the cast.
one of my closest friends, Jordan Levine. We
He's gonna
text,
love that you
we
said that.
Instagram together. We talk on IG message. He's like slides into my DMs now
That's funny.
because we both love a good hushway.
Dude,
Okay,
he was a
we both
big
love a
fan.
fucking good hushway. And if you don't understand what a hushway is,
Check out the last.
I have
cast
no
with
words.
Alex.
I have no words. I have no words.
Yeah.
Jordan knows about a freaking hushway, and I don't like to swear, so I said frickin'. So
Yeah.
he likes a hushway.
You keep it clean, you know.
Yes, we both appreciate a hushway.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem with it, you can fucking kiss my ass because we like a good hushway.
Take a sip on that one. Swig up the
Super
Prosecco.
bougie.
I'm passing
dude.
the prosecco to my brother because
Yeah.
I feel like I've had enough.
Prosec pass, dude.
Prosec pass. That was such a Prosec pass moment.
This
Oh my
Prosecco's doing
God.
its job, dude. It's
I
doing its
know.
job. I was
Eric,
not
in like
expecting-
Sorry,
two
I killed it, dude. I'm sorry.
in two Prosecs.
There's not much left.
In one Prosec, could you go out to my car and see if we have another bottle of Prosecco
Oh my
out there?
God. Okay, sure.
We're gonna crush a bottle of Prosecco each.
It's his birthday.
It's my 30th birthday, and
Which
you know
makes
what,
it okay for all of us.
You know what I also met?
Yeah, one
you,
for each. 1, 2, 3, 30.
You know who I also met a couple weekends ago? One of Eric's friends called Ben.
Ben. Oh yeah, Ben Hancock.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god! Ben is like
Another
one of my
past pod boy.
closest friends right now.
Yeah, Ben's dope. He reminds me a lot of Dan in a lot of
He
ways.
loves.
Really?
He
You think he
loves
reminds me-
Alex's podcast. He
Shut
thinks
the
it's so
fuck
funny.
Up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he
Ben
told you that in
is-
person.
I know. I just wanted to hear it again. Ben, like we followed each other on like social media. Like he is just seems like a all around great guy.
Oh, he's
is,
the
dude.
best. Yeah,
He really is.
he's such.
Oh my
he's so
God.
funny.
He hit me up. I think he's thinking about doing like becoming a sound guy, like for like bands and shit like
Oh,
that.
dope.
Because he messaged me. He was like, "Yo, you think there's a market for that?" I was like, "Dude, definitely. Like, you can do like 300 a pop doing sound for a band, like at a full production gig."
Definitely.
Yeah, dude.
Also, just like there's a ton of venues around town that just need sound people on random nights.
Exactly. True.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. You want to get a read on that other
On that
bottle of
Prosecco?
Prosecco? Yeah.
I
Oh
could.
my
I need
God.
to pee again, so this is perfect.
Eric, you have to
timing.
pee. Okay,
Yeah,
here
yeah.
are my keys. It worked
It's
last
my
time.
birthday.
This is like this is like a magic trick. Like the last time, I literally did not think there was another bottle in my car, but then I was like, Eric, just see if. Well, so I said, let me say what I said last time. I said, find a bottle. It doesn't have to be Prosecco. It could be like wine or vodka, Svedka. And then he literally came back with the same exact brand of Prosecco, and I was like, this is like almost like when Jesus.
hold the stone when you go out there.
Oh my god, I'm gonna give you the freaking Moldavite. Oh my god, shit.
Can I get it wet?
Oh my god, I think I freaking lost it.
Serious?
I will lose my fucking shit if I lost my new Moldavite.
It might be in the couch, probably.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out.
Stand up and check your pockets.
Okay.
Couldn't have gone
Wait,
far,
did
dude.
Jimmy have it, or do we give it back to
No, you give it back to me. Oh, I found it. I found it.
A rapid change.
Alright, I won't lose
That was a rapid change. So anyway,
lint on it.
I asked Eric to get a bottle from the car. I didn't care what the bottle was, as long as there was like alcohol in it or whatever.
What the pockets for? Is this a crystal pocket?
Same. You know that coin pocket in your jeans?
Yeah,
That's
is that
what
what
I put
that's
my
for?
crystals in. It's for crystals, actually. So that's literally what I use it for.
On the real, I had no clue that you were supposed to put coins in
I
there.
think it's.
never-
I
I
think.
thought it was for pens.
You could be right, honestly. Like I might have made that up. Like
What are you putting there?
I thought it was like when people in like the 1920s like had coins in their pockets, like before Venmo and
Yeah.
stuff. Like they had coins. If they wanted to like pay someone back before Venmo came out or whatever, they'd be like, "Oh, here's a penny." Like,
This is worth something still. Here you go.
um,
I can't believe a penny actually meant something at any point.
I know.
1 cent, dude.
I keep hearing, speaking of conspiracy theories, I keep hearing that like the penny is gonna like go away sometime.
Of course it's gonna go away.
What do you mean? Of course it's gonna go away.
I think they're very quickly cash will be an extreme rarity.
You are scaring the fucking shit out of me right now.
You don't think so? You don't think they're gonna go full electronic soon?
I believe you, but I'm scared.
Maybe not in our lifetime, but also maybe in our lifetime.
That scares me so much.
Why?
Honestly, I don't know. It just seems weird, like just something that you've known your whole life to go away. Like it's like, okay, the freaking like what animals are extinct? Like the dodo or the dodo or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, so what if the squirrel was extinct? Wouldn't that freak you out if squirrels went extinct?
That would be weird.
But they won't because they are everywhere and they're so ugly. You know, I saw a chipmunk a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, like a chipmunk, like they're so much better than squirrels.
They are better than
They're
squirrels.
so much better than squirrels. Like fuck a fucking squirrel.
Dude, I hope they go extinct.
When I saw a chipmunk, I was like, oh, I wish chipmunks were like around more than like how squirrels are. Like,
There's a family of chipmunks that lives around the studio.
shut the fuck up.
I swear, dude.
This is like the most perked up I've been the whole episode.
I swear to
You
God,
have
dude.
a fucking family of chipmunks around.
Yeah,
the
I've never
studio?
seen them all together, but I just see a bunch
Jimmy,
running all
will
the
you
time.
introduce me
It
to
could be
them?
the same chipmunk.
Will you
just over
introduce me to them, please?
I don't know where they live, dude.
Is there like a mom chipmunk and like
Chip mom?
is she a single mom or like
I think
or like a
chipmunks.
family or like
I don't know what
is
their
there
deal
a
is.
grandma?
There's
or,
also a
like,
baby rabbit that lives in the thing, and he's
ew,
not
I
scared.
fucking hate rabbits.
You don't like rabbits? Dude, they're the cutest
I
wild
think
animal.
they're dirty, to be honest. If I have to be honest right now.
Well, pet rabbits are dirty, dude.
shut the fuck up,
Dude,
Eric. Is this prosecco? Eric just brought in the fucking brute, talking about dry.
That is
champagne.
actual-
This brute is dry. When we're talking about sweet to dry, this is. Yes. Hello.
it's
I
a
feel
decent
like,
one.
I feel like this is
For
like
sure.
a clown car. Like every time I send Eric to my car, I'm like Eric said it's definitely the last bottle of champagne. Every time I send Eric to my car, I'm like, please, like if you can find any bottle out there, like anything, like any of my
There's
medicine.
also a warm ass bottle of Tito's, but I do not want to drink that.
Well, that's kind of what I thought was coming next. Because I was like, we've gotten lucky for too long. Like,
Dude, you got that stone.
the
dude.
next, the next,
I gotta get the
the next bottle's gonna be the freaking
Too much rapid
Svedka.
change.
And
Dude, that's Veuve
Eric
Clicquot,
Glazer-
dude. That's dope.
what?
That champagne. I've heard of that name before.
Oh my god, do you know about it from like the melting pot?
Yeah, we
days?
definitely served that. Veuve.
Should we chill that? We should chill that, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nah, real champagne is drank.
If I can
making this
remind
up.
Out of a
I don't know.
car.
if I can,
Fresh from the car.
if I could actually please take the mic for 1 second. If I could remind you guys and our listeners, we are white trash, so we need to drink this room temperature. Oh my god, I'm like holding this in my crotch like I have a freaking erection, and then it's okay. Wait,
Big bottom
wait,
erection.
third time's the charm. Remember we
Oh,
were trying
yeah,
to like
holy
shoot
shit.
the.
I'm so nervous all of a
We
sudden.
were trying to like shoot the cork or whatever, but it's like awkward because it is in my crotch. I'm like third
Backfire
time's
somehow.
third time's the charm, boys. Oh my god, I am actually having trouble with this.
Can I take a crack, dude?
Oh yeah, Jimmy. Hasn't
Yes.
done
Oh
one
my god,
yet.
Jimmy hasn't
Yeah.
tried it yet. Eric and I both tried.
And this way, I can
failed.
guarantee I'm not the one who gets hit.
Can guarantee he'll fuck it up again.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is
so
something
if I
else.
could just give a play-by-play for the listeners, Jimmy is taking off the aluminum foil.
Yeah, this is definitely the fanciest
He's-
podcast I've ever
he's-
done.
dude,
Three,
he's twist-
we're
this
gonna
is like the
crush
most
3 bottles of
bougie-
champagne.
It's
And we're
because-
calling ourselves white
It's
trash
because
the whole
I'm
time.
here.
We're just swinging
It's because
champagne.
I'm here. It's the most bougie podcast we've ever had. It's the most like Vanderpump Rules, like Prosecco.
All right,
podcast.
let's get a crack at this.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna see if I can hit something.
So twist it
Just
off a
don't
little
hit the
bit,
fucking ceiling.
like blue ball it. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. was honestly hot. Jimmy just got like a face.
fucking facial by the
a facial.
champagne.
I was
Yeah.
like, what's the word? Jimmy just got a facial.
Dude, he did a geyser right into the dome.
Oh my god.
Are you okay,
oh my
buddy?
god, are you okay?
That was very impressive, dude. That was the fastest I've ever seen someone do that.
we actually all had boners earlier, but then we were like, go down, and then like, oh my
Dude,
god,
I feel like
Jimmy.
I almost drowned.
Jimmy just took a
He got
facial.
like waterboarded.
He just took a.
Dude, holy shit.
You just took a facial, but then you were like, I'm gonna chug it down.
That'd be a funny little clip for the Instagram.
Yes, I'm so glad we did video. I'm
Oh
so
my
glad
god,
we did video.
Yeah.
You have to put that on the Instagram.
Yeah, and we'll just use that one camera on the close up of Jimmy.
Oh my god, I don't care.
You
Oh.
do.
I know.
All right. This is good though.
Because I've gained
Yeah.
weight and I don't
Oh,
want
wait,
to be on camera.
yeah. No, you're first, dude.
Oh
Wait, I
my
guess you already
God.
did take a sip of it.
Jimmy, that was like you literally got like a little like shot in the eye, and then you were like, wait, I'm gonna finish it.
Oh my god.
This is the most. Think about how many bottles of champagne we've had today.
I
This is like the
know.
most fabulous day ever.
This is the most champagne I've ever drank. Like literally, I'm not even joking.
We did it, dude. We made it, dude.
Finally.
Because it's
From
my
high
30th
lives to real
birthday.
champagne, dude. Now we can only drink
Where
champagne.
is
yeah,
my
dude.
We're the champagne
Does
cast.
anyone have a fire?
Miller's got to start making champagne, dude.
I think Top Shelf is opening up soon.
Yeah, new management, right?
Yeah, man.
We got to get in.
As long as they don't raise the price on Miller High Life, I support them. And if I go in there and it's $11.99, I will be furious.
You got to start working there every once in a while, dude.
True.
Instead of GT Pizza. Yeah, but shout out GT Pizza.
Yeah,
they told us to
That
shout
was
them out
the
earlier.
Best pizza I've had in a long time.
And we will honestly shout you out. Your pizza's dope as shit. You got some great quips posted up along the wall to keep you entertained while your pizza's cooking.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like you're waiting.
Oh
You just
my
have
god, you had a good experience. In
a
there?
great
Yeah, it was
experience.
great.
And the guy knows me by name.
That's
And the guy's
amazing to
nice.
hear.
He's like a nice guy. Like,
Family-owned
dude,
business.
When we were there, some just like local lady called. Was like, "Hey, when you get off, do you mind dropping off a bottle of soda to my house? I'll pay you for it." And he's like, "Oh, no problem. Probably be around 8:30. No problem. Blah blah. See you, Nancy, or whatever her name was."
Teresa, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Teresa.
Mrs. Teresa.
It was very nice. It was
Yeah,
cool.
man. Shouts out to GT Pizza. Yes, if we're having a jam session soon, I was high, so I answered in the longest form possible.
He said, "No, actually, we do this podcast. It's called Live from the Studio."
Tried to sell him on getting him to advertise our podcast on
Yeah.
his store sign.
And then you walked out without your Coke and had to walk back in after like being like, "Oh, we'll talk soon."
This guy is obviously high. He's wearing
Aw.
glasses and a hat.
This
What
guy can't see shit.
What do you guys think Teresa is doing right now?
Probably waiting on that
She's
too.
waiting on that tooth.
No, she got her pizza by now.
Nah, dude. I
No,
don't
she was
think
just
so.
asking for like a favor from
Oh,
the
she
guy.
just wanted a favor.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Teresa.
It
Yeah.
is.
GT pizza, full service.
Service, man. You need a business
That
like that,
pizza
man.
was delicious when I had a
It's
slice.
so good.
Eric.
There's
I
another
had a
slice in there if you want
I had
another
a slice
slice.
of pepperoni.
There's a slice that might be room temp, but we have a microwave.
I
if you want
love
another
room
slice.
temperature pizza. Honestly,
It's good.
like I love
like bread.
cold. I love
Oh.
fresh pizza. I love cold pizza, and I love room temperature pizza. So
Yeah, feel free.
okay, sorry, I'm like hogging the prosecco.
Oh, you're good. Is that even prosecco?
That's
No,
champagne.
I just like calling it that, like prosecco.
Yeah.
Now it's.
But was
this
that
is-
prosecco? Because that was nice.
Oh, yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
The first two bottles were prosecco.
The prosecco tasted
This
good.
is brute. But
Brut
in my
is
opinion,
dry.
they all fucking taste like champagne. They all
Yeah.
taste
Yeah.
the same. Like when I
Well-
drink prosecco, it literally tastes like champagne.
You know what
so I don't
brut
know the
means?
difference. No, I don't.
Brut
Tell me.
means dry.
Is it Greek? Is it Greek?
No, it's French.
Oh.
So disappointed.
That changes everything.
Champagne brut is just dry champagne.
Well, we know a lot about sweet to dry on this
Yeah.
podcast.
dude. Now we know a lot about
we finally
sweet
learned.
to brut.
This one seems like more kind of carbonated, I guess you could say, or
That's because
I
I
guess we
literally
just open
fucking shot it everywhere.
you just like deep throated that bottle of champagne.
Dude, that was rough, but that was also awesome.
It's definitely
Yeah.
more dry. Dude, yeah, that was clutch. That shit flew like it hit like 4
That was
walls
clutch.
somehow. It's like bing, 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 bing.
I know.
Yeah, that was awesome. I gotta find that cork and make that the mantelpiece.
It's right there.
Oh, it's
dude.
right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Found it.
Yeah, it should taste the same as the other
Way
stuff.
vague.
Doesn't it
It's
taste
like a
the same?
little less sweet, but that's it.
But it's a different brand. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different brand.
I cannot tell the difference between like, champagne that's like extra dry or this or that or like prosecco. Like, what the heck? HECK is the difference. Like, I don't even know.
Are you supposed to drink champagne room temperature? I feel like you are.
No, it's usually chilled, but I don't mind it room temperature.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you guys something. The reason why I got into prosecco is because,
Vanderpump.
well, that was a casualty of that made me feel like fabulous when I watched Vanderpump Rules. But the reason why I got into prosecco is because when we were doing Voyage Down the Amazon, my podcast, we were drinking beer, and it was making us burp so much on the microphones.
Oh yeah.
And like Austin and I were like, "Oh my god, we are burping so much on the microphones. We kept having to like move the microphones." I gave it back to you.
Oh, okay.
I think. No, I really think I gave it back to you. We were burping so much on the microphones, so we were like, "Shit, we need to stop drinking beer." So then we started drinking wine, and wine was just getting us too fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to drinking wine. So then we were like, let's drink Prosecco. Eric, I swear to God, I gave you a lighter back. Hold on, I'm going to stand up. When I finish my cigarette. Wait, I don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, that was a joke. He's
That was a
standing up right
joke.
now.
That was a joke. I don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, he's just taking a sip of Prosecco.
Eric,
Wait, that's yours. Okay.
Wait, I don't have a lighter because I don't smoke, so. No, but literally, I literally gave you your yellow lighter back. Literally. I literally did. So, Eric, do you think that maybe we could arrange a little meet and greet for me and Jordan Levine?
Yeah, sure.
Because I would love to meet him in person.
Yeah.
We become internet friends, and I would love to meet him in real life. Like, I'd love to give him like a big hug.
Yeah, come out some night.
What do you want to do? Like, does he do
Comedy? Yeah.
open mic nights
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever? Or like maybe when Umar does that show, that
Gin and Jokes.
Gin and Jokes. Does
He sometimes hangs out, yeah.
he does? Jordan
I could
Levine?
tell him to come out for one of those.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, sure.
Let's arrange.
Oh shit. You would do that for me?
Let's arrange like.
on the crotch.
Let's
talking
arrange
to it.
like a date. I
Well,
don't
he'll
wanna,
hear this and
I
he'll
don't
be like,
wanna-
"Oh,
I know. I don't.
Hey.
I don't want to call it a date, but I would love to have like a little meet and greet with Jordan Levine. And
I think I
obviously,
could arrange that."
obviously Ben and I are like really close now. So
Well, yeah, you met and Gret him.
yeah, I met and Gret him.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the name Gretchen?
Gretchen? I
For
don't
like
know.
a woman's name, Gretchen.
It sounds like an old woman's
Doesn't
name.
it sound like a nerd?
Well, it
who,
just sounds like a grandma.
Well, to me, Gretchen seems like mid-30s, like kind
Or
of.
Gretchen is the girl from Recess. That's what I imagine. Either the cartoon girl from Recess or just an old
Oh,
woman.
I forgot about that show.
Yeah.
So to me, Gretchen is like a girl in her mid-30s who's like, she did well in school but never made a lot of friends that clung, and she's just making her way in life as a dog trainer.
Yeah? Is this
Like-
someone you know personally?
So Lindsay and Michelle just got a puppy, and their new trainer is called Gretchen. Oh, no. And I was like, I literally have been like analyzing this. I'm like, just by the name Gretchen, I just have a whole story about her. I'm like, oh my fucking God, I cannot wait to meet Gretchen. Like, Gretchen came to Lindsay's
It's
house.
not a very
the other-
good name.
It's not the best name. Like, Gretchen came to Lindsay and Michelle's house this past week. That's why we had to reschedule our podcast to like another night because like fucking Gretchen, interrupted.
Yeah.
And then
Big
this
moves
week,
with the dog training.
I
Open this door.
you're never gonna believe it. This week, they're taking their new puppy to Gretchen's house. So we actually have to reschedule our podcast to Tuesday night.
Oh, great. That fucking sucks, dude.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, we had to
The
actually.
whole vibe's going to be thrown off.
We've actually done a lot of Tuesday nights, and
Oh.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
It's
okay.
we actually don't, not to scare you, but we have done a Friday night recording.
That's
before.
insane.
That was
I don't think we've ever done
that
that.
was
Terrifying.
crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, like Gretchen's just like fucking with my life, I guess. So I gotta get to the bottom of this. I have to know, what does she look like? You know, how old is she? Like, is she married? Is she single?
Yeah, is she
Is she
can
smart?
She be a friend?
Is she smart? Like, is she dumb? Is she smart?
I
Like,
just feel like
Is she a dumb bitch? Is
she has to be smart. With the name Gretchen, she is smart.
No,
yeah,
she
it's a
has
smart
to be a
sounding
bitch.
name.
There's no way she's not.
A
She
Gretchen.
kind of sounds like she always has like RSBF or whatever.
Yes,
or
What does that
definitely.
mean?
RBF,
What
resting
does that
bitch
mean?
face.
Oh, resting. Oh, definitely.
RBF, yeah. I feel like she
Definitely.
always has like duck face,
Definitely.
but not intentionally. Like not a pronounced duck face, like she's sticking it out, but her like lips are always
Oh.
puckered like that.
She has Eric. I could not agree with you more. I think she has resting bitch face, and I think she did
have a
really,
gig
really
tonight?
well in like
You have
algebra.
a gig tonight?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God! I think we're gonna record for
Yeah,
like another
dude, I'm
10
late.
hours.
It's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be there at 7. Oh, 7:08.
I mean, if you had a gig tonight, I would have been. I would have
There.
said,
I would've
"Excuse
been
me,"
there,
but
yeah.
we are still recording a show. So
Excuse me, how come I didn't get an invite to your gig? It's my birthday.
no, I know. Actually, I know all of your gigs because
Yeah,
you
you post them.
you posted on Facebook with like the calendar, and you put mine in there, which made me feel really warm and like good inside.
Alex
you were like
Glazer's-
Alex G's 30th hot dog party. which
Unlimited.
Hot
sounded-
dog
It was
party.
Alex
Which-
Glazer's
No hot
unlimited
dogs.
dog's birthday.
Yeah, it sounded like really
Unlimited
sexual.
dogs.
Yeah, unlimited dogs. It was like a bukkake.
Yeah, I didn't know what
it sounds
what,
like a fancy.
I didn't know
pet
how
store.
people would take that. Like, do they just mean like it's a dog's birthday? Like, you know,
Alex's
or like
30th dog birthday.
Well, like when I first read it, I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know if the Legion lets like pets in or whatever." But then I had the context because we talked about the unlimited hot dogs. But I was like, I hope.
which was not there.
I know, Jimmy. I literally feel so bad. I talked to the rental guy. I was like, "Can I use the hot dog machine?" And he actually said yes.
I asked for
So-
unlimited dogs, and you got me a fucking turkey sandwich.
I got him a turkey. I got him a turkey sandwich from 7-Eleven.
It's not
It's not the same
what the
thing.
doctor ordered, dude.
And honestly, the Legion literally told me you can totally use the hot dog machine, like all yours. And I made the decision to say no, I don't
They
want
were
to do
like,
with hot
unlimited
dogs.
dogs comes with what you ordered.
And I was like, no, I'll get him a
No,
turkey
no.
sandwich.
It's actually a tax write-off.
We're actually legally supposed to be running the hot dog machine for the party.
I did get him a turkey sandwich. So,
That is still on the table.
I
in
just
the
didn't.
blue room.
You guys, I just like didn't want to deal with like the grease of like the hot dog machine. I was like, oh my god, can you imagine me like cleaning a hot dog machine at 1 a.m?
Yeah.
I was like,
As
dude.
you're like walking someone home.
Oh my god! As I'm like walking our sweet Uncle Dana home, like I cannot freaking wipe down a hot dog machine. So
Yeah, fuck that.
I did buy Jimmy a fast casual turkey sub from 7-Eleven, from like the cooler, from like that refrigerated cooler section.
Yeah, unlimited one turkey sub. You can take unlimited bites until you're finished.
the
it.
man that works at 7-Eleven like gets me, like, because there's a lot of people that go in there that are like from this, you know,
the area.
Section 8 housing or whatever, that like, I don't know, they just like to hang in them. I always buy my like groceries from 7-Eleven. It's so fucking expensive. Like I buy toilet paper and like
It's
all
so expensive.
it's so expensive. And like all the little people hanging out there are like, "Why are you buying your like groceries here? It's cheaper at Target." And I'm like, dude, I have a busy life and I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of family. So,
And they
I-
all love holding me.
yeah, and they pick me up off the ground. Like, they pick me up when I'm down. So,
Yeah. And I have trouble getting to Target in those times.
and I bought myself a turkey sub and I bought Jimmy a turkey sub. So,
I think it worked out.
did you eat the turkey sub? Tell me the
No,
truth.
dude.
Where'd
I
you leave it?
would not have
Did you
eaten
leave
that.
did you
No
leave that-
offense.
Where'd you leave that steamer? There's like a rotting turkey
Yeah,
sub
just
somewhere in
on the
Legion.
table on the stage. I saw
There's
where it
no
was.
judgment. I don't care if you didn't eat it. It was just a gesture, but tell me where the hell you left it. I wonder if the woman vacuuming found
Dude, I'm
it.
pretty sure I just threw it away.
You just filled up on
But
chips.
thank
dude.
you very much. I appreciate the gesture.
I didn't even care. I just wanted you to know that I cared about you having a dinner.
No, it was very symbolic, dude.
Because you came an hour and a half before my party started to set up. And I was like, man, this dude hasn't had dinner. Like, I'm going to get him a freaking turkey sub from 7-Eleven.
It was a good call. It was a
But
good call.
instead, I actually made you take a room temperature vodka shot, which didn't help the situation.
I show up. You're like, Jimmy, you haven't eaten dinner? I was like, no, I was just going to eat the hot dogs, dude. And you're just like,
I was like, oh.
So I told everyone we weren't gonna have dinner here.
We're actually having a turkey sub party. Oh my god. I love you guys. You guys are both like my brothers. Like Eric is my biological brother, and then Jimmy is my other brother from another mother. If you
Ooh.
can
Yeah.
know
If
the
you
But
term.
our mothers are very
If you
similar,
will, if you
so
will.
it makes sense.
If you will. That was just the shit. If I could just say the shit, like that was the bee's knees and the F-U-C-K. That was the F-U-C-K and shit that Jimmy was the singer at my party because he's a talented musician and a podcast host and a producer. And I just had the time of my life yesterday.
Yeah, man, it was a great party. I'm glad you had fun.
I'm
too.
passing the bottle now.
When you have the bottle, you can talk.
I know. Once I start making speeches, I'm like, oh fuck, I need to pass the bottle prosecco to my brother because this doesn't belong in my mitts,
in your midst.
in my dirty mitts.
Your mitts.
I don't deserve to have a bottle.
This is definitely going to be the most traceably us getting drunker throughout the course of a podcast.
I know.
Of
I was
all
thinking
time.
the same thing. I was like, oh my god. Like when the podcast started, I was drunk, unfortunately. And then like when we came
So
back from the
bubbly.
break, I was like catatonic. I was like, yeah, Drake. Like, have you heard of Degrassi? Like, I was like half asleep. And I'm getting my second wind, and
Yeah, dude, it's like runner's high, but
oh my
way less
God.
healthy.
I know. Oh my god, I ran on the treadmill yesterday before my party just to like get a couple
Get the pump going.
get the
Get a little
pump
tight,
going.
just get tight up.
I wanted to get some endorphins going because I was like feeling sad that I was gonna like drink 14 beers that night. And I was like, let me get some endorphins running because I am gonna unfortunately have 15 beers tonight and less than 20 cigarettes. And
And 16 beers. It just keeps getting bigger.
so I did drink. I didn't drink. I did, run. I did a run walk on the treadmill. I did a run walk.
That's respectable.
And then when I returned the key to the front desk, I walked to the Exxon and unfortunately bought a pack of Marlboro Lights. Because I was like, I'm going to need this.
And there they are.
Well, actually, I bought these at the gas station by Scott's house. And I was
Yeah.
on the phone with Lindsay. And I was like,
And you
"Can I get-"
unfortunately bought them because you don't even smoke. So like, you
That
just
is
gave
very
them.
unfortunate.
Yeah, you just gave them to Jimmy, I think.
I know.
Which worked out great for me. And that's why I have Marlboro Lights.
It was kind of like a gift. It was a
See?
gift. It
Story
was
adds up.
gifting.
Yeah, it's because you didn't get the hot dogs.
It was
unlimited Marlboro Lights.
I was gifting. I was in a gifting mood. And when I said, "Can I get a pack of Marlboro Lights?" Lindsay said, "Oh, don't be ugly," because she says that. She's like,
Aw.
"Oh, that's ugly when people smoke."
Yeah, smoking definitely is ugly, I would say. But it's like, what am I supposed to do? Not smoke?
Right.
Like, I get not smoke as much. I get like this, that, the other thing, but it's just like certain things. It's like,
Wait, Jimmy, I have a funny story to tell you.
okay.
You know my little well, you probably don't know. It's very specific. There's like this little I was gonna say boom box, but I don't know what it's called. Like it's like a woofer. What's a wolf thing? Or like with
A pelt?
What's my my sound bar, Eric, that you helped me
Yeah.
set up? What's that wolf thing? Like a okay, so Eric,
Like a
remember-
subwoofer?
A subwoofer, thank you.
Okay. What's that wolf thing?
Something fell behind my subwoofer, and it was a pack of Newports,
Was that Jimmy?
and it was Jimmy's. And Dan and Marissa were like, "Oh, we were hoping you wouldn't find that. Like the last time you were at my place, I guess you left it on the subwoofer, and then like I guess it fell."
Yeah, it was booming off the subwoofer.
Mhm.
It just slid back.
and it just slid back. And I was like, God damn it! If I knew this was here all along.
That's what I'm thinking right now. Like, that's where that pack went.
I know.
God damn it.
I guess that
If I'd
was.
only known.
I guess that wasn't the best story I've ever told.
It was
but-
up there. It ended in a big revelation for me.
Jimmy had a breakthrough.
It's like, whoa.
Well, I think it might have been from that our best day of the year
Best
when we went to the
day.
point, Jimmy, and then my terrific brother Eric met us there,
Yeah.
and then we recorded the cast at
Yeah,
my
the
place.
legendary G-Spot cast.
And then I think you left a pack at Newport's at my place, and you were like, I have to go to Greek Easter. Like, I'm so fucking Greek. Like, I'm leaving these
I'm gonna
Newports
smell
here.
like a pack of Newports.
He
I
was
can't
like-
have one on me.
Jimmy
too.
was like, I'm leaving these Newports here. Like, seriously, they're for you. And then I never found them until the other day.
Oh, I did say that.
Yes. Do you remember that?
That's making even more sense.
Hold
Do you remember that?
I purposefully.
You
let-
purposely hid them. You literally, I think you actually hid them behind my subwoofer.
Dude, that was some
'Cause
quick thinking.
You were like,
You're like, I'll leave these for you, dude. And they're like, but secretly, I just want these the next time I come over.
exactly. Hey, that's honestly smart and strategic.
It is.
That's
But he
fucking
was like-
crafty,
You
dude.
did
he
call me a
was like-
strategist earlier,
You
which I
leave
didn't know
little
what that
fucking,
meant.
He was like, hey, I'm leaving
Geocaches in people's apartments. Just geosigs.
I just, I just forget
Oh my God,
90% of where they
geosigs.
put them
That's
like a
fun.
fucking squirrel.
Geosigs is a fun concept.
Geosigs. God,
That's just
damn.
what Lucy's are.
That is Eric.
Eric, bravo.
That was fucking clever and funny. I really like that.
Shit, that's funny.
I haven't looked at my phone in a while. I bet I have so many texts.
But you have a bunch of likes from that Instagram pic.
Dude,
Yes.
remember
I
my
do.
remember my balloons yesterday that said like ALEX?
They're
I
in your
took a-
trunk right now.
I took it. What? I'm not drunk.
No, I said they're in your trunk.
Oh, they're in my trunk. Yeah.
I'm not drunk.
No, yeah.
I
they are in
took
my
that
trunk.
picture in front of those
No, also,
balloons
yeah, I am drunk.
yesterday. That is the most likes I've ever had on any social media.
Aw,
The fucking birthday balloons.
Yes,
that's tight.
I had.
It's a very, very basic bitch photo op.
I
right there.
know, and that's
And
what
it
I
gets the
said.
likes.
It was Lindsay's idea. She was like, I want to get you those balloons that say your name that the Kardashians always have at their birthday parties. And I was like, yes. I was like, oh my fucking God. Like One Oak, like, come on. Like, and she wanted to get it to say like happy 30th birthday, Alex. Like, can you
Whoa,
imagine
like
that
a
in all
ton of
balloons?
balloons. Holy shit.
And then she realized that it was a little expensive. So she was like, would you rather have Alex or 30th? And I was like, Alex, obviously. So
She's like, also, have you ever considered going by Al? Maybe.
yeah.
I think it works for you.
yeah, 30.
And so she got them, which is so thoughtful. God, she's a good girl. And then someone started spreading rumors about me in my party that I demanded these balloons. Like my mom came up to me and was like, "I heard you demanded these balloons for your birthday because the Kardashians have them." And like,
told her that?
and like James, like my friend James, who just got back into town from like fucking Syria or something.
Yeah.
Like literally, James just got off the fucking plane from Syria, and he's
No,
like,
you're talking. No, Cyprus.
and he was like, yeah, Cyprus, whatever. And he was like,
completely different places.
and James was like, hey, I heard that you demanded these balloons because Kim Kardashian has them at her birthday party. I was like, who is spreading these rumors? But I do like being the center of a rumor.
It was funny. I was talking to Austin for a little bit last night.
You were talking to Austin?
Yeah, and he was
Shut the
telling me.
fuck up. Tell me everything.
He was just saying he was really excited to meet our mom because you
Shut
always
the
talk
fuck
about
up.
her. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap your ass right now. Eric, back up. Tell me everything.
What?
Like, how did you and Austin start talking? Like,
I don't know. He was with Lindsay, and I was just talking to both of them for a second, and he just brought up that he was really excited that our mom was coming because he's never met her.
I wanted Austin to meet our mom so fucking bad.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're
Oh
saying,
my God, they're
you think your
talking.
party was like basically just a way to get all your friends to meet your mom, or our
It's
mom?
so true.
not-
It's so true. No, that is honestly true. Like my 30th birthday party was a chance for like me to introduce my mom to like Austin, James, Brendan, Mary Grace, and Lindy. Like I literally just wanted that party to be like a bridge
Yeah.
to like let our mom meet some of my new friends.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Austin is one of my best friends.
Yeah,
And I cannot believe you
he
had
gave
a
that.
private
He
moment
gave you
with
such
him.
a good gift.
Dude, he's an amazing illustrator.
Yeah,
He's
that
a
was
He's
amazing.
really talented.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I think that should be your new logo,
Me
and then
too.
maybe like
Me too.
the font from the logo you had or like have originally, but just over that picture.
that would be an
I feel
awesome.
like that would look cool
That'd be so cool.
because that font's super thin, so it wouldn't like obstruct the image too much. You just have to figure out how to make it pop.
Totally.
Yeah,
So you did talk to Austin last night.
yeah,
Did you notice how in the illustration? Did you see it, Jimmy?
Yeah, I did.
You're
So,
nude.
Austin did this amazing illustration of like my podcast hosts, like me, Lindsay,
and
Alex,
Austin.
Everybody had clothes on except me in the illustration. I was naked.
Because
And he
like,
gave-
there's like a running joke too on your podcast where you like take a bath right before the podcast or something.
Yeah. There's like a running joke that someone's always naked on the podcast. Or when we go on a break, we're like, all right, we're going to go hop in the bath and then we'll be right back. So I just love the fact that I was.
Dude, I haven't taken a bath in years. I feel like
Dude,
every
Jimmy,
bathtub.
you need to fucking take a bath.
But like, Eric, would you take a bath in your
I'm
apartment?
too big for a bath, dude. Also, I don't
Same.
have a bath.
I'm way too big for a bath.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What if you got a big
I've
ass
taken 'em
bathtub,
for
though?
sure.
I twist and turn my body into the bathtub.
Yeah, you can squeeze into
and
it.
like half my body is out of
and
the
all
water.
the water. Yeah, but then like water splashes out.
I
'cause,
know,
like, you
and
put
I'm
too
like
much
usually
in.
drunk and like, and like I'm playing like a live from the studio with Jimmy and Eric, and like, and then I'm like, I'm peaceful now. Like as like half my body's hanging out of the tub.
Everybody's cold as shit and wet still at somehow.
Yeah, dude, I can't take myself seriously late in a bathtub. I'm like, dude,
Oh, neither.
You are a grown man.
That's why I
Stand up.
Snapchat.
You just look so weird, dude. Because like whenever you're chilling like that, because the way I have to sit in the bathtub, my fucking knees are up.
Yeah.
I'm fucking like spread eagle basically, and like my toes are fucking cramped. And I'm just like looking at myself. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking like nude right now. Like,
I look like a
Dude.
fucking animal
Weird.
or something. Like,
Eric.
what the fuck am
it's like
I?
a
Wait.
weird reflection.
Eric
from
and
the
Jimmy.
water refraction, I should say.
Haven't you seen my Snapchats from the tub before?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
I send a lot of Snapchats from the bathtub because I do not look right in a bathtub. Like literally, like my torso is in the tub and my legs are just like straight up in the air,
Yeah.
and like
Do you have like a
penis and my balls are like not even underwater. Like I'm literally like
they're
I
like a
bar-
buoy.
I like barely am underwater, and then I like
You're
instantly
just floating by your penis.
and I instantly like turn on Snapchat and I'm like, oh, I want my brother to see this. And I'm like, hey, it's me. I'm in the bath.
My dick is floating.
Yeah. Looks like a fucking lily pad.
Yeah, I just
Floating
feel
on
like it's
top of
such an
the water.
unflattering angle. You fucking sitting at this angle so your dick looks small as shit. You're like, oh.
I know. My penis literally looks so fucking small because I am a grower, not a shower. So when I'm in the bathtub,
Same, dude.
there's like this little.
Every white dude. is.
I know every tall, skinny white guy is a grower, not a shower. So
Let's go.
I'm laying there in the bathtub, and there's like this little green bean. Not even a green bean. It's like half of a green bean. It's like literally a third of a green bean. It's like floating. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could grow pubic hair. Like,
Wait, what?
That was a hard
I don't
left
think
turn.
that's ever
dude.
came up all 30 years. Oh, not. I guess I've only known you for 25 years.
Wait,
As long as
that
I've
is
been
so
alive.
dark that
What?
there were 5. Whoa. I need to take a deep breath.
Well, I mean, I'm turning 26 this
It's-
year.
It really like makes me feel shook that like there were 4 years of my life when I didn't know Eric. like that really fucking makes me shook. Like that I literally was living a life without Eric.
Without
Like
my
that's
brother.
not okay. That is not okay.
You didn't know any better. You're a baby.
I was 4 years old and I didn't have a brother. I literally did not have a brother. I was his only child. That fucked with my head, Eric. That's why I have to
didn't.
fucking go to therapy.
No, you didn't.
No.
I have to go to therapy because I was an only child for 4 years.
Dude, I was an only child for 4 years too.
Are you and Dom 4 years apart?
I feel like that's like everyone's
so
brothers.
cute.
Yeah, 4 years.
Like
is
our
right.
cousins are like 4 years apart, Jack and Aiden.
True.
And then
and Adam and Casey and Ryan, I think, are
Yeah,
all
yeah.
like sequences of 4 years. But you know who's not 4 years apart is Andy and Ashley,
oh, they're two, right, or something.
because I think they were horny. All right, Uncle. Which, not to get like crude on the podcast,
Crude.
but they didn't know how to use birth control. So anyway,
Clico. I'm sipping Clico.
Is that Clico?
my engine roaring?
wait, what is that, Jimmy? Can you tell us? Because you are.
What is
like,
that, Clico?
You used to be
It's
a
Clico.
bartender. Tell
Oh
us.
shit!
Is
My
that like?
engine
Clico?
roaring.
That's some fucking Wiz
Is that
Khalifa
cool?
shit.
Yeah,
Like, is that
yeah.
cool?
This
Like,
is cool, dude.
Yeah,
this
we
is
shut
gotta
the
we gotta play that song.
This
in
is
a
the
little bit.
coolest, and this is the one we fucking popped off, dude.
Yeah.
I
Popping
know.
all champagne.
And when Jimmy, and you
Oh, I
shot
shotgunned
into
it.
the freaking ceiling, and I didn't say the F word, but I said freaking. That was cool. Number one, the cork is still right here near my Yeezy 500.
Yeah.
So what's it called?
Vueve Clico.
Clico.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
some Wiz Khalifa throwback champagne.
Oh my
Sipping
God, I know who
Clico.
that is.
My engine roaring.
That's black and yellow, right?
You know what I paid
Black and yellow,
for
black
it.
and yellow, black and yellow, black. Is that the same song?
That was his
or not?
breakout song, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that song. Anti-Ravens.
He talked about it a bunch.
Remember how we are white trash and we live in Maryland, so we like the Ravens. And because we are white trash, when that song came out, I was like vibing to that song, but at the same time, I was like, hey, I'm a white trash boy. Like, I like the Ravens. Like, I'm
But
from
also,
Baltimore.
Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are such white trash too.
That's true. That's why we hate Pittsburgh, because we're literally
We are Pittsburgh.
almost the same city.
No, we're better than Pittsburgh. We're
Yeah,
like,
Pittsburgh does kind of.
but guess what? If we were from Pittsburgh, we'd be saying the same thing about Baltimore. So
Yeah.
I think we're even Steven. But because we're from here, we can say fuck Pittsburgh.
We got an aquarium, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what does Pittsburgh have besides
Fucking nothing, dude.
nothing?
I
Nothing.
feel like
it's
Pitts-
very depressing. I went through Pittsburgh one time. It's fucking
Same.
gross.
Same.
I mean, Baltimore's pretty depressing to drive through if you drive through the
Well,
right places.
honestly, when I drove through Pittsburgh one time, I was pleasantly surprised that it looked like a major city.
Yeah, it
which
looks like
makes
a
me-
big city.
It looks great. I mean, it looks fun. Michelle's from Pittsburgh, loves Pittsburgh, and I don't have any connection there. So I would love to go there, honestly, though, because I saw a horror movie one time that took place in Pittsburgh.
okay.
So anyway, that's that. So
Put a bow on it and ship it out.
put a bow on it and like put lipstick on a pig, and there's Pittsburgh. It's like New Jersey. It's the fucking armpit of America.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, dude, it's right in the name.
I got respect for these
Yeah,
teams.
Pittsburgh. Oh my god.
true,
I thought
dude.
that was way too funny than it was. Like
That was funny.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny.
It took everything in me not to like scream and like fall off the couch.
No,
I was like,
stop saying
Eric, you just
that.
said Pittsburgh.
No,
like it's the
no.
armpit of America.
No,
I thought but like I'm saying, I thought that was way more funny than it was. I think of New Jersey and Pittsburgh as like the freaking left pit, right pit. Like those are my two armpits of America.
That makes us like the fucking. Baltimore's something bad.
And then
the beer
Baltimore
belly
is,
of
and then
America.
and then Baltimore is like my taint.
Baltimore kind of.
It's the gooch, dude. Yeah,
It's
Delaware's
the
like
gooch.
the
What do you mean the gooch?
Delaware's like the dick, and Maryland's like the balls, and Baltimore specifically is the gooch.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my god, this is getting hot. Wait, what's the gooch? Like, what do you mean by the
It's a
gooch?
taint.
In between, yeah, the taint.
Oh, is the taint the gooch?
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start saying that honestly.
Synonyms, dude.
Yeah.
Synonyms.
I always forget the word synonym. Like I Google.
I
I'm
always mistake it for cinnamon.
like, I'll be like, the same meaning as, and then like Google will be like synonym, and I'm like, thank you. Like I literally forget the word synonym.
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 That's a synonym. And then you got
It's a
simile.
synonym.
That's a simile.
It's a seminal.
sorry, that's
fluid.
like or as
It's a
a
seminal
simile.
fluid. Synonym seminal.
Simile. That's what you just said, right?
Simile, yeah. That's
Yeah.
like or as.
A simile? Is that
You're as cool
What's a
as
simile? Like a poem?
cucumber. Huh?
What's a simile? Like a poem?
A simile is a comparison using like or as. Like cool as a
Nuh-uh.
cucumber,
Nuh-uh.
blind as a bat.
What's a soliloquy?
Nuh-uh.
A soliloquy is like a poem or something.
Shut
Okay.
up.
Soliloquy is like, fair thee, daughter, and your father.
Wait,
Blessed.
start over. I'm honestly,
Blessed be
I
thy
want to learn.
mother's
Can you
fat
start over
ass.
with the whole seminal thing or
Soliloquy?
Soliloquy?
Yeah, so it's a soliloquy.
A soliloquy is like a poem.
Can you give me examples?
You-
No, I know you did it a
Suck-
second ago. I just want to hear
Suck
it again. A simile is suck it. As an example, suck it.
Suck
That's
it.
the simile.
No, that is not a simile.
Oh.
Suck it? It's not. I don't know what that is. I think
What?
that's
I
just
thought you-
I just
okay,
think it's
hold
an
on.
insult.
Oh, okay.
It's an insult.
No, I was not making fun of you. I want you to teach me about this. Like,
All right.
I barely
Synonym?
made it past algebra 2.
Well, I don't think similes are math, dude.
That's why I had trouble in school. I'm serious. I'm dumb. I'm dead serious. I am dumb. Like I have other strengths, but being smart, nope.
Being smart, no.
But honestly, let's okay. Come on.
yeah,
tell
and
me.
you're going for you're at Hopkins now, right?
I know. I just got accepted to Johns Hopkins,
But I'm dumb.
but I haven't taken my math class yet. Okay, tell me what a simile is, please. I'm dead
Simile
serious.
is a comparison using like or as. Similar to a metaphor, except metaphor doesn't use like or as, which I think the way we were taught in English class, similes and metaphors are not that similar, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Okay.
Regardless, similes, or like cool as a cucumber, blind as a bat, hot as an oven.
Hot as a glazer.
I'm trying to think of one that uses like. Sunny, like I don't fucking know. Look, you just
I
gotta
get
take
it,
my
I
word
get it, I
for
get it.
Hot like a fire.
Hot like a fire. Yeah, something. That one. Yeah, similes suck. I mean, they're effective.
It's okay. I learned something today.
Soliloquies, however, those are
Okay.
dope. Soliloquy.
Give me an
That's like
example.
fine
Give me
as
an
a bitch.
example.
I'm gonna say SILLY. No, SYLLILOQUOY.
Ooh. You think that's right?
I think that is wrong.
It sounds right.
I'm listing all the wrong spellings first, working my way to the right one.
Someone tweet us the right spelling of soliloquy.
Soliloquy. Also, let us know if that's a real word. I think it is.
I think it is. It sounds right.
It sounds like a made up word. Not that all words aren't made up, but it sounds like it, especially like
Sounds like
why-
it has like one too many like.
too much stuff going
Yeah,
on. Why didn't
beats.
why didn't you just make it a soliloquy? Like,
Yeah.
is that word taken?
Or a liloquy.
Liloquy, or just a.
Why is it a soliloquy?
Like,
Like that's soliloquy.
I don't know, dude. Whoever came up with that.
I learned something today. No, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm not that smart. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
When
It's just-
mom and dad had me as their first child, I think they were like, "Oh, he's gonna be smart," and like I was not that smart. So then when Eric was born, he
I'm
was
not
like,
that smart either.
"Oh my god, you are so fucking smart. Are you kidding me?"
But
You're
it's like the
everything
same
that
thing
I
as-
want to be, Eric.
What the fuck?
You have a podcast. You're a comedian. You're smart. Like, you literally know how to do like math. Like, I think mom and dad were like, "Thank fucking God we have a smart kid."
I don't know. I'm definitely dumb, dude.
You're really both of you guys are smarter than me.
I don't know, dude.
I will
If
challenge
you look
you.
at where we are and where you are,
I will challenge you to a spelling bee, and you will beat my ass. You will slap my ass. Honestly, though, mom and dad were like, "Oh, Eric's smart," because they were like, "Oh shit, Alex is fucking dumb." I almost said, like, I fucking flunked out of pre-algebra. I flunked algebra. I had to take algebra with assistance, which was like with the kids
Dude,
that
that
needed
is
extra
dumb.
help.
That is
I needed extra help.
That was
And then I know.
Holy shit.
but also that's just because like you're more talented with whatever like the creative side of the brain,
Like the
is,
right
you know what I
brain,
mean?
left brain, right
Yeah,
brain.
dude, that's like
Exactly.
playing allied bowling, dude. You were right there, dude.
Like, if you could compare your two sons, Alex is what you just said, and then Eric is like the smart one.
I don't know, but we both had to go through like speech shit in like elementary school.
What do you mean speech shit?
Oh, you didn't have to go through that? Mom told me you did. Or
What-
maybe
wait,
she
tell
Trying to
me
did.
make
more.
you feel better, dude.
I
Tell me
don't
more.
know.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Like I don't know, like to just like I feel like maybe I had a lisp growing up or something, or I don't know.
Yay. Eric's gay as
No, I
shit.
really
Yeah,
don't
dude.
remember that. I really
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I had to go to like speech therapy classes in like first and second grade for
because you
some
were like
reason.
so dumb at talking.
I guess I don't know.
So I do recall that like one of our other cousins,
Hey.
you know, had like a little bit of a lisp or whatever, or like a little speech, you know, impairment, and our aunt was like, "Oh, it's cute, like it's because it's cute when kids have a lisp, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not cute when an adult has a lisp."
Yeah.
So I'm actually really glad that mom put you in that speech therapy class, and maybe me, and maybe I like blacked it out of my memory because I don't remember.
I like talking about it now. I literally only remember doing it. I remember like maybe like an image of the room or whatever, but that's it. I
Like,
don't know
what did they
actually
make you
went.
do?
I don't remember.
Were they, like-
I don't know.
They didn't make you just like say words over and over again? I feel like that's
It sounds like
Yeah,
really
I don't know.
scary.
I don't know. It was like me and like two other kids, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds really inappropriate.
Yeah, I don't know.
you, two other
Yeah,
kids.
I definitely
You going to
blanked it
bowling
out.
practice
So maybe
later?
something
Maybe.
happened. but-
I'm just kidding.
Who knows?
But honestly,
Well, it worked
remember-
out, dude. You're a good talker.
You are
Oh,
a great
thank you.
talker. Oh my god. You have everything that I want. You're you're a great talker, you're a comedian. You know how to do technical stuff. He installed my soundbar at my condo. He installed my television.
Oh my
He's
God.
tech savvy. He has a podcast. And then I was like, I want a podcast. And then like I don't know, you're just all around handsome man, Eric.
Hanson, that's a quality compliment.
Wait, Eric, do you remember when I had a palate expander?
No.
Do you know what a palate expander is, Jimmy?
That's when they put
Oh,
it on the
wait.
top of your mouth and
It's like
Yeah,
this,
I think I do.
literally like a brick of
Yeah, and they would
metal
like
is-
they would like
And
screw
Mom
it
had to, like,
open it
tighten
up.
it every night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'd be like, ouch, like stop, like ow, like mom, like ouch, like when I had a palate expander, I was like, church, beach. Hey, are we going to the beach this summer? Like I literally couldn't say CH. And I had to train myself to say beach with the front of my teeth.
Yeah.
It was so twisted.
Yeah, I remember when
Beach.
you had that. But also, I mean, I had like, I don't know. I had like that weird like reverse retainer behind my bottom teeth.
You did?
Yeah, for a while. Like
my
all
God,
throughout
tell-
having braces.
Eric,
and,
tell us
like,
about it.
I don't know. I
Oh
don't
my
know what
God,
it was.
let's
I used to
unpack
play
this.
with it. I used to just like flick it with my tongue when I was bored. Because it was
Jimmy's
like
like,
literally
"Hey."
connected like to the back, like my back molars on my bottom row, and then it was just like a wire, like that went all the way around like the back of the bottom teeth, and then it was just like a wire that like it was like half a circle that like kept my teeth from moving in or out or whatever. I don't know.
Ew, what were your teeth trying to do? Like they're trying to get out of your mouth or whatever?
Yeah, they're trying to jump ship.
That's crazy. That reminds me of like the store at the mall called Torrid. Like
Torrid?
BDSM, like
What?
you just had wires wrapped all around
There's
your
a
mouth.
BDSM
Our
store at the
mother
mall.
No,
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hot Topic, dude.
are you
They have
talking
some
about?
stuff.
Oh my God,
Hot
I
Topic
love
is
Hot
pretty
Topic.
pretty
They
raunchy.
have some raunchy stuff in the back.
Oh my God, when I was in middle school, I was all about Hot Topic and like shoplifting.
You fucking would be.
I know.
Still
I was such a
magnets.
Hot Topic boy. I was like, fuck yeah! Like I got patches. Like I had to like have every patch and like a zip up hoodie with a Metallica patch and like a I don't know, like Disturbed patch or whatever. Disturbed was actually later. I wasn't young.
I wasn't that cool yet.
I love Disturbed now. Disturbed
Yeah.
wasn't really around when I was in middle school, but
I like that band name.
Disturbed, yeah.
It's like the most
Puddle of Mud.
quintessential.
That was another big one back then. Yeah.
that's my favorite song.
Is that Puddle of Mud or
Disturbed.
Yeah. I can't do it.
I know it's hard to do, honestly.
We'll get it.
We'll get it.
Eric,
Auditioning for Disturbed.
one time, Eric and I were walking home.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the Papa Roach thing.
Oh, that's a good story.
That was also Sweet Uncle Dana.
Yes.
But we went with Sweet Uncle Dana, Ashley, Andy, my mom.
And our
then
mom.
Alex and
Can
me.
you say our mom, not
Our mom.
my mom? So
Yeah,
that'd be
sorry.
cool.
Well, earlier I called her your mom, and I was like, wait, it's my mom, too.
I know. I don't want the
Getting
listeners
back
to
at-
get confused.
Yeah, 'cause
we
we're
did come out of the
brothers.
same uterus.
Yeah.
So. Is that where babies are formed? I honestly don't
Rose.
know.
I mean, that's where the egg is, I guess.
But where
I
does
don't
like the
fucking
baby
know.
chill?
It might be the uterus.
I think
dude.
it's the uterus, but I
Yeah.
have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I don't
honestly.
have one, so I don't.
I literally
don't do
have
any
no
of the
idea.
research.
But yeah, Eric and I went to a Papa Roach concert when I
Down
was
at
in
Power
8th
Plant,
grade.
dude. It was at Power Plant.
I was in 8th grade.
So that
Eric
means
was
I
in
was in
5th
4th
grade.
or 5th grade. Yeah.
Eric was in 5th grade. Oh my God. We smelled marijuana apparently.
we got
like,
beer sprayed all over us.
We were
People were like
drenched in beer.
climbing up this fountain and jumping off of it into the concrete.
And,
And
like,
like these firemen came up and like sprayed a dude off the top of the fountain.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh
it was
my God.
insane. Like we saw like hell break loose.
Yes. Like Papa Roach, like yes. Like it
Yeah,
was
it
so
was so
fucking
funny,
chill.
dude.
That is awesome.
I
And we
love
we
Papa
went back
Roach.
to like Munner's house.
We went back to our grandma's
And
house.
our grandma
and
was
we were
like,
drenched
"Why
in
do you
beer.
guys smell like beer?"
We were drenched in beer. Eric was in 5th grade. He was fucking soaked in beer. Like, literally. And then our Uncle Dana was like, it smells like weed. And, you know, we didn't know what weed smelled like. So we were like, oh my God, we do? Like, thank you. That's so cool that we smell like weed. Like, we don't know what weed smells like, but that is chill that we smell like weed. And we're like drenched in beer.
Super chill.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
That
Yeah.
sounds fun. The
It is
fountain
so
at Power
funny.
Plant, they were spraying them off that fountain there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
hilarious.
drunk people were climbing up to the fountain. One
the
guy,
top, yeah.
one guy fell off the fountain, like bashed his head in the freaking ground.
Yeah.
And then police came, and then it was hot as blazes. It was like in the middle of summer, probably like over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And the fire department came, and they had a cherry picker. You know that cherry picker, like the fire department has, like the tall structure or whatever. Yeah. And they were literally hosing the crowd down because it was so hot.
Oh, that's why they were doing it?
Yup.
My bad. Couldn't be more off the mic.
Oh, that's why they're.
I don't know if that even picked up. I don't know if that was
But
a
Eric
good bit
was
or
in
not.
5th grade, and that's when Eric was like, he smelled weed, and he was like, "Oh, I might like this."
Yeah, maybe someday.
Dude, I'm about to break the seal. 1 second.
Oh my God, where are you gonna pee?
Ooh, yeah.
Where are you
Don't
gonna
break
pee?
the
Tell
seal,
us.
dude.
Are you gonna pee outside? Because I peed in the rain earlier, and I was like checking my phone.
It's barely raining right now too.
Are you
You
gonna
took
pee
a
in that
good
little
time.
room? Nah,
Put it on the mantle, dude.
I want you to save it here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy asked me if I wanted the cork to like save this memory. I want you to put it on the. I want you to put it on the freaking mantle, FUCK.
It is up there. That was just the other one that he took
Oh,
down.
oh. So
I think
wait,
the
what were
Clico
we
needs to
talking?
Stay up.
Wait, what were we talking about before the Papa Roach thing? We were saying like.
You were gonna bring something up that I thought was gonna be the Papa Roach thing.
I know, but I forgot what it was. Will you remind me? I don't think it had anything to do with us coming out of the same uterus. If that helps.
No, it
If that
definitely
helps.
didn't.
Does that help?
No, it doesn't. That just distracts me even further.
God, I think it was about a concert. I think,
Could have been.
or just something. Gosh, well, Side note, funny story.
Huh.
Remember when Andy got stung by 200 bees?
Yeah. All
Okay.
those wasps, right?
They were wasps.
Yeah.
And
They are wasps.
that was when Munner. Our,
Well, that was at Brian and Jen's
but
place, wasn't it?
No. It was at Munner's, our grandma's house.
Oh, well, he also
So
got stung at Brian and Jen's.
He
too,
had like a
right?
phobia of being stung for sure.
Yeah.
But we were for the listeners. Our grandmother, we used to call her Munner as like
Yeah.
a nickname or whatever.
Our
Yeah, I
cousin
heard you say that. I was like, that's
was
weird.
only
It's
able
like
to.
it's like grandmother, but Grand Munner. Like so, then we shorten it to Munner,
Yeah.
like Grand Munner, grandmother, Grand Munner. Anyway,
It came out of like a baby trying to say grandmother.
right. So we were at Munner's house. We were being babysat, and Dana was gonna take me and Ashley and Andy to Double Rock Park, which I have no idea where that is, honestly. But it's in Maryland, I think.
I was kidnapped.
But they were like, "Oh, Eric's too young. Like, let's let him."
I think it's done.
They were like, "Eric's too young.
That's
like,
done? Oh, the Clicos.
is it done? Did we
Clico,
finish
dude.
our third
Dude,
bottle
we
of
just finished
Prosecco?"
our third bottle of fucking brute.
The Bruce.
And then, so we left you behind,
Mhm.
and we went to Double Rock Creek or whatever. And then Andy stepped in a bee's nest, and he got stung by like 200 bees.
What?
Yeah.
My cousin
It
Andy
was
got
like a
stung.
wasp.
100?
It was a wasp nest. So it was like one of those underground joints.
Did you have to go to
Yes.
the hospital and shit?
Yeah, we went to the hospital.
Holy shit.
It was one of those, as Eric said, one of those underground Johns.
Yeah.
And Andy accidentally stepped on this wasp nest, and he did get stung by 200 bees. and like Ashley and everyone, we were like, we were like,
They only went after him. Or
we're
did
like,
you get hit too?
No, like Ashley, Dana, and I did not get stung by a single bee.
Oh,
we were like, but like Andy got stung by like 200 bees, unfortunately. And then he had like fucking PTSD. He was like, like he was literally so shook by it. So then we took him to the hospital. Meanwhile, Eric's back at home with Munner because we were like, Eric's too young to go to the creek. Like,
He might get stung.
Yeah.
well, good thing he didn't come because otherwise my precious brother would have been stung.
No,
Yeah.
dude, just Alex. Just a fucking friend.
Andy
Andy,
got
my
stung.
bad.
Yeah.
So we went to the hospital and the nurse taught Dana how to like, because Andy still had stingers stuck in him all over his body.
Oh my
the fucking
God.
stinger, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bees break off, but their little needle stingers stay in you.
Yeah, well, and then they die.
And
That's true.
So like rips out like their intestines.
the teacher, I mean the nurse or whatever,
The teacher.
the teacher had to teach us how to get the
Without squeezing more venom
stingers.
in and shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
How'd you get it
yeah.
out? What do you have to do?
So
Like
the
a credit
nurse-
card, right?
A credit card,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. So that's what I was gonna say. The nurse was like, you can use a credit card to like flick the stingers out. So Dana is like flicking the freaking stingers out of Andy, and then we got back to Munner's, and little Eric is like probably 6 years old, and we're like, Eric, we didn't go anywhere, and Eric was like, oh, and like he had no idea. That was the whole story.
No, I remember that.
You do? Do you really?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I knew
I
you guys
feel like
went somewhere.
I feel like you were a little bit like annoyed that we didn't bring you along because you're like,
Oh, I
oh, being
was.
left out. But we're like, he's too young. He doesn't know that he is being
No,
left
I
out or
was.
whatever.
I
And he
knew.
was like, and he was
I
like,
vividly remember.
and
So
he
I was like, I
but
wasn't there
like
for the
meanwhile,
wasps.
he was like shook AF.
Who,
he was
me
like-
or Andy?
You, like Eric was like shook AF that he was left out of the.
I just remember being super bored. So I was like, oh, cool.
Aw.
Everyone left.
You were so young. You were like probably 4, 5, 6 years old.
Damn,
Which is
the
a very chill
underground
age.
nests though. Underground bees nests disgust
Scared
me.
the shit out of me.
They're like gross. They have like an entire city under there, and the ground gets all like hard around it. It's like I just imagine like just a fucking like parasite just living in the earth. Fucking
Dude,
gross.
Yeah.
So our grandma just gave me a bunch of patio furniture. Did I show you last night?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God,
Well, I
should've
mean,
shown you
I
last
sat
night.
on a bunch of stuff on your patio
should've
last
shown you
night,
last
so
night.
it might have been something.
It wasn't furniture, actually. It was like
like the plant. Yeah, I saw that.
stands.
Yeah.
So grandma gave me that
Oh, nice.
because she like literally thinks she's about to die.
Oh.
She's like, I know it's like so sad, but
I
I'm like,
know.
grandma, it's literally like chill. Like, she's
Yeah,
like,
please stop. Like you've been talking like this for the last 2 years.
I know.
I don't
She's-
understand. Like, what is she sick or?
No,
No.
she's completely. I mean, her body's wearing out, but she's 93 years old.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn 94 this July.
Yeah.
So I get
But
it.
she just
But
literally
her-
talks like, well, you know, I might not be around much longer, so I want to
Right,
do this.
like-
Or like,
So
well, when I die, just make sure you do this. And I'm like, fuck, no, come on.
she's
Shut
the
up.
kind of grandma where like her body is giving out, but her mind is still completely there, which
Yeah.
makes her so fucking chill.
She's so
because her
funny.
personality is the same,
Yeah.
and
Well,
she can
'cause,
still
like,
crack jokes.
Yeah, well, but also like she can't hear stuff sometimes. So
Oh
like,
my fucking
there
god,
was-
that's the best.
Well, it's, like I think it was at Thanksgiving. We were like all around the table, and like we're talking as a family, and then all of a sudden she like pipes in and she's like, "Yeah, well, you know, like there's a lot of African American talent on TV these days. They have a lot of representation." And it was just out of nowhere, like, we're,
Like, she- yeah,
we're
she
talking about
says-
like the turkey, and she just
She
like
says
says that out of nowhere.
Or,
We're like, what?
Or we'll be talking, and we'll like crack, like dad will like crack a joke, and we'll all crack up, and she'll just say, "I wish I could hear you." Like she'll literally be like, she'll be like smiling and laughing, and she's like, "I wish I could hear this." Like she literally, like she can fucking hang. Like she is so fucking funny, but her body's giving out, but she's still mentally there. So
Yeah.
she has the funny sense of humor. So
Well, yeah, she like reads like a book every week.
Oh
and,
my
like,
gosh,
she's
yeah.
like, yeah,
So she gave me her patio, like
plants and stuff. Yeah,
pots.
they're so
for
nice
plants
too.
and stuff.
They
It
look
looks
really
really
nice. Yeah.
So anyway, she gave me like all this shit, and I had it in my car for a couple of days. I took it to my condo the other day, and there was like this weird like nest in one of them.
And it was in your car for a couple
and
days.
it was in my car for a couple of days. I could have been like attacked by like, you know,
You gotta be
insects
careful.
or
There
whatever.
might be insects in your car now.
So I instantly, first reaction, I took a picture and I sent it to Alex and Austin. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Because Alex and Austin are really smart. I was like, what is this? Like, and Dyer was like, that looks like a spider egg sac. Like, be careful. There could be eggs in that. Oh, sorry. I was like, oh.
No, it's fine.
I
yeah.
like freaked the fuck out. I sprayed it with bleach.
Why
and
don't you
like,
just throw it off your balcony?
well, I was wiping with a paper towel. I was like, ew, like, ah. I was like alone. I'm like
Yeah.
screaming. I was like alone. I was like, ew, ouch, like, ow, like, ouch, this sucks. Like, and then grandma gave me this other thing. It's called a garden stool or something. It's like a freaking, I don't know.
You don't have a garden.
I know. So I look inside of it.
There's spiders everywhere.
You're gonna fucking shit when I tell you what was in there. Hornet's nest this big.
Oh my god!
Bigger than a grapefruit. Bigger than a
Well,
grapefruit.
'cause grandma wasn't using any of that.
There were
shit.
2 hornets' nests.
Oh
It looked like a fucking honeycomb. It looked like the fucking honeycomb cereal.
Was there anything in it, or was it from like years ago?
I screamed. I took a picture and I sent it to Alex and Austin.
It's like, what is it?
I sent it to Alex and Austin. I was like, Alex, Austin, like, what the fuck?
Please help me.
I was like, is this the bee's nest? Like, and Austin
Is
was
this
like,
honeycombs?
and Austin was like, that looks like a wasp nest. And I was like, like, stop, like. And so I sprayed it with bleach, I got a coat hanger for my bedroom because I didn't have any like tools to like get it out.
You got it red hot.
I didn't have like I wanted like a spatula or something, but I didn't have anything, so I got a coat hanger for my closet, and I sprayed it with bleach, and then I was poking at it with the coat hanger, and I was like ah. I was like yelling alone in my parking lot. I was like screaming.
In your underground parking
and
lot.
yeah, my underground parking garage, and like the old German man was like doing his laps around the parking garage, and he was like, "Good day," and I was like, "Ah!" I was like poking at it. Luckily, the nest seemed to be vacant.
It was dormant. Yeah.
It seemed to be dormant. I was like, "This is the last thing I need on my 30th birthday." It was yesterday. I was imagining just wasps.
You took it out yesterday so you could put your presents and stuff in your car?
This was yesterday.
Oh, my God.
I was imagining wasps flying out, stinging all over my, like,
Yeah,
good
and showing up
skin.
to your party.
I have really good skin. And, like, I thought that the wasps were going to, like, give me a bunch of blemishes for my party. Like, I was so fucking scared and pissed and, like, insecure. I was like...
Wait, so do you
"Ew."
really use a credit card? I would feel like you just put tape on it and just fucking rip it, right?
I heard you can use a credit card to... But I've only been stung by a bee, like, twice in my life.
You're just not supposed to use like tweezers because it'll squeeze more venom into your body.
Eric, you were so smart.
That
I
could
didn't
be
know that,
true.
honestly.
It
I just
is.
remember the nurse being like, use a credit card, but I didn't know why.
Yeah.
And I was like fucking 7 or 8.
It sucks that the bees have to die afterwards.
It's
not hornets,
So
hornets-
wasps and hornets don't die because
They don't die? What do you mean they
well,
don't
they can
die?
sting. Well, they can like a regular bee can sting like once, and then their entire butt will be ripped out, and then they're dead.
Ew, they're fucking like...
Yeah, because the stinger
Rip
gets stuck,
ass.
and then it just gets stuck, and they try to fly away, and their whole body just gets pulled out.
Ew.
I wonder what the evolutionary
But a hornet can
benefit
sting
of
like
that is.
That's
10
like that Chuck Palahniuk story
Yeah.
when like someone has their ass against the like
the
pool
pool
bottom,
thing, yeah.
and their fucking intestines get ripped out of their ass. So you're saying that happens to wasps like every day?
No, that happens
No,
to
bees.
bees.
Oh,
But
bees.
wasps can sting like 20, 30 to even like 100 times
I
before
think
their
wasps-
bottom rips off.
Are
Ew,
on
I
like
hate-
the
And then also hornets bite, right? Or what's that?
I
hornets
think
can bite.
bees bite. I think like honeybees or whatever you call them. Like
Wasps are like earlier on the evolutionary chain. It's weird to think that like I think so. I could be wrong, but it's weird to think that bees would evolve from being able to sting repeatedly to dying the minute they sting something. Like why would that have ever been an evolved trait? Like what's the benefit of that?
I have no idea.
I don't know, man.
But it scares me.
It seems like Japanese, dude. It seems like almost like a harikari thing. Like
Exactly.
it's like I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna kill myself too.
Like how does it benefit? Does it benefit the bees if the warrior ones die automatically in battle? Like I don't know.
Or maybe like
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I think it's like a last resort type thing. It's like a thing where it's like, all right, I haven't used this yet, but this is such a dire situation. I need to use it. I don't care that I'm gonna die.
Well, the bees probably. First of all, I would be shocked if bees had a consciousness of life and death. But
Dude,
even if
could.
they
have you
did-
ever seen Bee Movie, dude? Jerry Seinfeld.
That's true. That's true.
He's a bee.
They're very observational. I don't know if they.
They try to fuck women, humans, human women.
But like bees, I don't know. Even if they were conscious, because I'm not convinced ants and bees have a conscience.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
they're
sure.
like more like hive mind mentality.
Yeah.
They like follow the queen, or
Yeah,
it's like all
dude.
like a pheromone.
But even if
based-
They follow the Khaleesi.
Even if they
Yeah.
do have a consciousness, like a tiger or something, do they have a concept of life and death? Like, do they have a concept of
yeah, do they
when
know
I
the
sting-
stinger is gonna be their death?
Yeah, they probably just think like I could probably do this a lot. That wasp just did it. I could probably do it, and then they fucking do it and they die.
I feel like bee lifespans probably aren't that long anyway. Too, they're probably like 6 months or something.
True. Probably a year. I think they're
Year.
yearly.
Okay.
Because
you
like
guys are freaking me out right now.
Why?
Just all this insect talk. Like they don't think about love and like friendship and families.
I don't think so. I think bees just fucking exist in their little fucking hives, and they just do shit.
Well, I think it's like, yeah, they're all tasked by the queen to fucking
They're just programmed.
like collect pollen to make honey, and then
Like there's no visionary bees.
So,
knock
you
that
know-
up for
so
their
you're saying
larvae for
there's
the next
no,
bees
like-
to be born, and then like by the
Bingo.
time they do all that, then they're dead.
They're like a plant.
You're saying there's no like Alex and Eric with bees.
Nah, dude, bees don't give a
There's
shit.
no
That's-
evidence of that yet. There could be.
There's no like brothers.
Well,
Well,
I
I
mean, I
think
think
they're all
bears
born-
can be brothers, as seen in the picture Brother Bear, like the Disney movie.
Oh, or like Little Bear.
Yeah, Little Bear.
Remember
was that
Little
it?
Bear? That was such a
Was
bad
that the one
show.
we
It was
watched?
on
Or
Nick
no?
Jr.
Well, technically, every bee is a brother or sister. They're all born from the queen.
Aw.
They're all brothers and sisters. A hive is just a bunch of brothers and sisters.
True.
That's
Hell
the
yeah.
queen. The queen is just the mom. Just fucking can't hear jokes and shit. Just fucking just chilling there.
I have like a picture in my head, which is not right.
I know. Just
Anyway.
imagine like your mom being big as shit and just fucking. Well, that's what I was imagining.
A bunch of us just
Yeah.
doing shit for her,
Yeah, just like fucking sitting there.
trying to
And
get
then-
her
A
honey.
bunch of
Hold up.
brothers
Not
and sisters.
only,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those same bees fertilize the queen. So I'm pretty sure
They fuck their mom.
they fucked their mom.
Eric.
Damn, dude, and you're
We will
thinking
never
about
do
that,
that.
Jimmy? That's fucked up. Yeah, no.
Eric and I will never do that.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up, dude.
That
I can't
is
believe you
fucked
even
up.
thought about that.
Jimmy, I met your mom a couple weeks ago.
I don't want to think about that, dude.
Well, point being is that's another reason that I dislike bees. Like whenever I see
they make you think about your mom.
yeah, they make me think about banging my mom. Like dude, people are like, oh, dude, the bees are going extinct. I'm like, good, fucking good, dude. The last thing I want to fucking think about is fucking my mom, and you're worried about the fucking plants and the ecosystem.
Dude, the other week in front of Sidebar, I like I don't know, whenever I'm just like in my like moment or whatever, whenever I'm just like in the fucking Matrix and I'm just like bouncing shit off of people when they're vibing out front, I'll like every once in a while I'll just like make just up a random fact and try to make it like super convincing. But someone was talking about like, yeah, like the pollen count's really high, and I was like, oh, well, you know why? The bees, like, because bees are going down, like the numbers are going down, they don't pollinate as much anymore, so plants are evolving to produce more pollen. And that shit sounds like it sounds real, right?
It's got to be real.
Yeah, but then I told a bunch of people that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that sounds right." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I just made that up."
But I bet you that's
but I will
true.
win a Nobel Peace Prize for it.
Plants are evolving, dude.
But-
Let's be honest though.
Okay, so this is what I was trying to talk to Nathan about the other night. So
Okay.
so when the Earth was
So.
created, right? You know,
Yeah.
it's like
The Big Bang.
the Big Bang or whatever, like a meteor hitting us and producing like foreign life or whatever. But think about this, all right? So like out of the ocean, all life started in the ocean, pretty much. So like whatever sort of species grew out of the ocean onto land and started evolving, became animals and humans and all that shit. But where the fuck? How did plants start evolving?
I think plants were the original life.
You think so?
Plants were definitely the original life forms because the
But
original
like,
life
if
forms
like
were.
if a fucking like star collapsed and whatever the fuck happened, and then all of a sudden the Earth just like started forming from like magma and shit, and like I'm like specifically thinking of like I don't know, like Hawaii or something right now, where like it's basically expanding from all the volcanic eruptions. The entire
Yeah.
landmass of Hawaii is growing.
You're saying
But at
how
a
did
certain
life
point,
start?
it's gonna be fucking just grass and trees and bushes and shit.
Well, that's
But at the beginning, was there just like? I don't
well.
know.
So I know we're carbon-based life, but so I'm pretty sure plants were definitely the original. So the original life form were single-cell organisms. Or I don't know, just like fucking single-cell, like asexual, could reproduce, and then
Aw.
I think that eventually evolved into like that's like bacteria and shit. And then
Ew.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying? And then like fucking plants I think came next because plants are kind of like the sustenance of life. Like everything eats the plants and then the bigger things eat the things that eat the plants. But the plants are kind of the beginning of the food chain. Like there
Well, and
had to
then
be
they also
plants.
like they started the environment of like producing oxygen so that
Yeah.
when life came out of the water, it could breathe and shit.
And plants don't consume other life matter necessarily as much as they photosynthesize. So the plants are the life source that is able to convert the sun's energy into like energy that then the herbivores could get that. So the plants get the energy from the sun, then herbivores get the energy from the plants, and then
And then
carnivores
when they
get the energy.
die, their
Bingo.
life energy goes back to the plants
So it's
to
like
grow.
it's like a cycle. But I guess no, plants were the first things. And then the big question is, what the fuck is an animal? And what like just the idea of like what like there's just a bunch of fucking volcanoes, right? And they all explode, and then it's just all these rocks and water and nothing else. How the fuck did something just become alive out of that? Like, what the fuck happened?
You guys are freaking me out right now, and I have to go pee in the rain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, because like, but yeah, I mean, but that's what I was saying like earlier too. Like like life started like at least, I don't know, conscious life or whatever started in the ocean, where like started off as I don't know like amoeba or whatever, and then it transformed into like smaller whatever mammals or something in the ocean, and then it became evolved enough to be able to go outside of the ocean, and then. There's no predators out there, so then it was able to fucking just live it up.
yeah, I think the plant life expanded first outside of the ocean, and then the animals were led out of the ocean.
See, where do bugs come from then?
Bugs are arthropods. They're like the same. I think if you go far back enough, they're in the same thing as like mollusks and lobsters and shit.
Weird.
They're from the same like I mean, if you look at like a lobster and then you look at a cockroach,
Yeah, they
it's
look
like
the fucking same.
yeah, but like it's just weird because like you can see how all life is connected in terms of like like you even look at a lobster, like they got two fucking eyes, they still like
They
fucking
got kind of like claws and shit.
yeah, like
They got a bunch of different legs.
like all these animals, they're rocking two eyes,
Exoskeleton.
two ears, a mouth, a nose. Like, you're going to tell me we're not fucking related in some way? Like, why doesn't some animals just have 3 eyes? I mean, spiders have, like, 100.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, but
But they still got a mouth.
they got a mouth. It's like, I just don't know what life... You think about, like, what turns a bunch of rocks into life. I don't know I don't think anybody really understands that. Or at least I don't. I'm also... a bottle of champagne deep,
Yeah,
and
or each
not
a bottle of champagne.
not an
deep.
authority on this subject. However, I have
It
a lot
was
of
interesting
opinions.
subject that I just wanted to bring up. So.
No, it's fucking dope. It's great, but I guess ultimately, if you just whittle down life, it's just like at the baseline level, you take a single cell. What's the difference between like something like just a rock and an organism? And it's like the organism. I don't know. It's like an entity that self-preserves, or like I don't know. Like it bugs me out that like when you think about it, your body is not actually really you. Like each one of your skin cells is a living thing in and of itself. Like your skin cells, your brain cells are all living cells. They all technically have their own individual lives.
Yeah.
And they all culminate and work together to sustain the ultimate life, which is you. At least in that, like my skin cell is a fucking skin cell, just as much as I am a human being. But it just fits into my structure and makes me me.
Yeah, it's like the perfect puzzle.
And so, like, the way ants operate, or like the ants, like, you could even say that for us. Like, this skin cell is different from this skin cell just as much as I'm different from you, right? But like, ultimately, they have no individual identity. That's what I think we're like.
Very interesting.
But again,
do you like what you walked into?
That is
Alex?
so true.
I could be wrong, dude. I was just thinking about that the other night. I was like, we're like, what if we are just cells in the maintenance of something bigger than us? The same way,
and we
you know
just
what I'm
don't even
saying?
realize it.
We just don't even understand it.
Yeah.
My skin cells have no fucking clue that I exist.
True.
No fucking clue.
Dude, I
That's
broke the
scary.
seal, dude. I need to pee again.
Yeah, piss again,
You
dude?
have to
broke the
pee
fucking
again?
seal, man. Yeah. You're gonna be up next, Jimmy.
That's true, dude. That's true. We're in perfect rotation. We're always keeping 2 guys on the cast at all time. This is a marathon cast.
I
Here. We're going for a
know.
world record, the longest podcast.
How's your sweatshirt not getting wet?
Oh, it is, but this is my well, this is embarrassing, but it's my fake Supreme sweatshirt that I got from China. It's really thick. It's just like the real Supreme. It's
inside's not wet.
no, cause it's so thick. Like it's a really thick like fabric or whatever.
Dope.
Anyway, does anybody have another bottle of prosecco?
I think we should drink one if we find one.
Wait, we should have asked Eric when he went out to pee if he could ask him to go in my car.
Eric!
Ask him to go into my car. Okay, Jimmy's gonna take my car keys, and I'm gonna talk to the show. So I will. So it's been raining in Maryland lately. It's crazy because we are in actually Lutherville, Maryland, but according to the news, Ellicott City had a little bit of a spit. It was spitting in Ellicott City recently. So they had a little bit of rain. It was like hit and miss. It was like spitting. One man actually did unfortunately pass away, which is R.I.P. He was actually helping a woman find her dog, and unfortunately, he actually got swept away in the What, Eric? I'm talking to the show. I was explaining the events of the unfortunate flooding in Central Maryland.
Oh, in Ellicott City.
In Ellicott City, I
Yeah,
was talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
how that man actually was helping a woman find her cat or whatever, her
Yeah,
dog or whatever.
that was terrible.
And then he unfortunately got swept away, which is a tragedy.
Yeah, I gotta take this sweatshirt off. I'm so wet.
Oh my God, take your sweatshirt off. And see, this is funny because Eric's wet on the upper half because he got rained on, whereas Jimmy and I are wet on the lower half.
I only found Svedka Citron.
Ew, we cannot drink Svedka. So Jimmy just got back from my car, and
I was
he
wondering where he went, dude.
and he was seeing if we had another.
I knew it.
He was
I
seeing
thought
if we
that was the
had
reason
another
you were
bottle
gone.
of Prosec.
There might be beer in the fridge. I can check that.
Oh my God, I would love like a ice cold Natty Boh, which is a national bohemian for all of our international listeners.
No beer.
Oh my God, there's no beer.
Yeah.
Well, it's a school night.
Yeah, it's a school night. I think 3 bottles of champagne is enough for one podcast.
Who had 3 bottles of champagne?
I mean, none of us
None of
together.
us.
We each just had 1 bottle of champagne.
We all just had a couple sips out of 3 bottles of champagne. Like, that's completely different.
Yeah, we all just kind of shared 3 bottles of champagne.
That has no bearing on each of us having a full bottle of champagne. We each had a couple sips of 3 bottles of champagne. Like, it was really, like, very mild. Like, it's been, like, just a casual Sunday. So, Jimmy,
Casual
do you have any beer? Hey, Jimmy, do you have any National Bohemian for our international listeners?
Nah, dude, there's nothing in there. I checked.
For our
Did you check your car too?
For our international listeners,
no,
I
like,
was
little
wondering if we had
side,
any.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we had any National Bohemians for our international listeners. So
super old, super warm Miller High Life.
That's the old label though.
Yes.
I want to keep that, dude. I don't know. I'm pretty good, dude.
I know. So what are you guys gonna do with this podcast? We've been recording for like 6 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see
But
how
it's
long
like-
it's been?
It's like the time of my life.
4 hours.
4 hours? Holy shit.
And guess what? It feels like I just got here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been blowing by.
It's been blowing by. Like, I'm having the time of my life.
We can also, we can just turn off the podcast and still hang out here.
That is
if you
so
want.
true.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Y'all want to
Alright.
do that?
Let's
Should
do
we
that,
close
dude.
out the cast?
Yeah, let's close it out.
Should we say a little farewell?
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. This is, live from the studio. Check us out on Laughable, iTunes, Google Play, everything.
Are we not doing
Uh,
plugs, dude?
LFTS podcast all across the board. Yeah, Jimmy, you got any plugs?
Actually, no. No, I do.
No? Okay.
June 5th. That's a Tuesday. Come out to High Tops. You don't have to, but I'll be there. I have to.
You don't have to. but I would
High
love-
Tops,
to.
9 to close. Tuesday night, 9 to close.
Oh my god, I'll love to
And
come.
Hamden people, which Eric, you live in Hamden.
Ooh.
I'm playing at the Avenue Kitchen and Bar.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I took Eric there for
nice.
dinner one night.
Yeah.
Nice.
When are you
I
doing
have
that?
not been there, but that's 7
nice.
to 10 on Friday, June 8th. 7
Nice.
to 10.
I'll go to that shit.
Is
Hell
that
yeah.
a Thursday
I'll walk there.
by chance?
That is a Friday.
It's a Friday.
Oh, because on Thursday they have lobster night there. I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
They
our
literally have
parents
lobster.
told us.
Catch me at the day after lobster night. I will be there.
Yeah, I'll be there too. Check us both out there.
Hell
I'll be the
yeah.
one by himself, just watching Jimmy and laughing.
Hell yeah.
And
Should
just
be-
having a good time.
Should be a hilarious time, guys. I'm looking forward to it, actually. This is a new spot. Never been here before. I'm not, it's a story for some other time.
Oh my god, I'm intrigued. Now you have to say it.
LFTS podcast on everything.
Oh wait, and then Alex's podcast again is Voyage Down the Amazon.
Thank you.
I don't feel that she's my.
It's my bad.
And yeah, we'll both be in San Diego for a wedding.
Eric and I, oh my fucking god.
in like 2 weeks.
Eric and I are gonna be in San Diego in 2 weeks. We're gonna like crush Mad Pussy. So Eric and I, my terrific brother and I, are gonna be in.
We're gonna be in San Diego living it up at our cousin's wedding. And then that Sunday of that wedding weekend is Father's Day, which is when we'll be
I
flying back with our
know.
father
And we
on a
would-
flight.
We do have a dad.
And we have a dad that will be with us that whole trip.
Yeah, he likes us too.
And then Thursday, June 21st, I have a dentist appointment as well as I'll be at Disco Bar at 8
oh
o'clock
my god,
that night.
Dr. Chris. You're gonna go see Dr.
Yeah, I'm
Chris?
seeing Dr. Chris at 2.
Oh,
And
shout
then
out
at
Dr.
8,
Chris. I
Yeah,
love
shout out
Dr.
Dr. Chris Szynski. Is that his last name? It's,
Yeah,
it's close, right?
It's like Chris Szynski or something.
It's
We
something.
love Dr. Chris.
And then 8 o'clock that night, I'll be at the Disco Bar in Mount Vernon. And then at the end of this month, I'll be house sitting for Josh. So
Nice.
check me out there.
That is
Professional.
fucking lit.
Dude, Josh must live a dope life. He's always out of town.
He's a chill dude, man. I love
sick.
Josh.
I would love for Dr. Chris to start listening to both of our podcasts just to support
I'll
us.
tell him I gave him a shout out.
Yeah, because I think he does want to support us as brothers.
Yeah.
Shouts out GT Pizza just one more time.
Yeah,
Oh
shout
my
out
God,
GT Pizza.
GT Pizza was delicious.
So fucking good. Let us do some promo on your
I had
billboard.
a slice of pepperoni.
Let's talk.
And if you could check out Voyage on the Amazon on the Apple Podcast app, it's Voyage on the Amazon. We are a comedy podcast that reads funny Amazon reviews, so check us out. And I have a younger brother named Eric. And we actually go to the same dentist called Dr. Chris. So
VDT Amazon on everything, right?
on IG, Twitter, and Gmail.
Fuck
You see
yeah.
a lot of pictures of me and Eric too.
Yeah, VDT
guess.
Amazon.
Oh wait, no,
LFTS
that's on Alex's
podcast.
regular one.
Yeah, on my personal Instagram, I post a lot of pictures of my close friends, Eric and Jimmy,
brothers.
So, yeah, my brothers.
And brothers.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we might
brother.
take a group picture today before I go home.
Yeah,
might
we'll
have
have
to.
to.
I hadn't brought that up yet, but I was hoping that we could. And we do see Dr. Chris in Hunt Valley, Maryland. He's a dentist, so.
Oh, brother. Check us out next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Champagne cask, keep it classy.
And we do have a dentist together.
Weigh all the options. Nothing's off the table. Today I thought
You
about
guys are my
killing
brothers.
you. Premeditated murder. I think about killing myself, and I love myself way more than I love you. The most beautiful thoughts are always beside the darkest.